But honestly, it does sound like put hands on each other.
Kendrick Lamar dissed Andrew Schulz. First of all, think about how crazy
That's
that
hilarious.
is.
We been stopped being friends. We went a long time without with each other. Horrible Decisions was washing out the negative equity from It's Up There podcast. It sound like he don't know what's happening in that Black Effect. That's what it sounds like.
We'll be here. He'll have on his raccoon hat, and we'll piss on the grave.
Yeah.
Do you think you would get farther in life if you live like AJ or if you live like Kendrick Lamar?
You're one of those Pac delusionists.
Yeah.
I'm not a Pac
And
delusionist.
what does it say about a 24-year-old?
Oh, God.
You know how you have to feel about yourself after your mom said Tupac is your father? Look up the Grammys. Y'all remember the Grammys when he came out all shivering like Django and shit? Nigga, that was a beautiful performance.
Playing the slave is easy for him.
He wasn't playing the slave. He was playing.
I definitely have more Wayne projects that I love from front to back than Jay-Z projects.
We definitely got a song out, me and my girl. So
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it's out? Nigga, play
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Sitting here calling women black bitches. That's what your father made you do. Nigga.
And all this week, I was like, I never had a news app going this
But
crazy.
but now,
When it was time to defend her cycle, she did.
Yeah, the base of this argument is very bad. We have to celebrate niggas' failure.
Yippee-ki-yo. Oh, no. Bow, wow, wow, yippee-yo, yippee-yay. Welcome to Homeroom.
wow, correct.
Literally. But yeah, welcome to the Homeroom University Podcast. You see, this is the podcast about your favorite podcast, and I am your classmate on group.
Jay Noblez.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
yeah.
And Mac on the keyboards.
That's me.
That is him. We are back. Another week, another beautiful week to do what y'all do best. Drop your office hours, like the video, subscribe, and also check out the Patreon. $5. We listen to some rap, a little bit of GNX, some
There was a lot of
history
rap.
per se.
Went through a lot of records.
Yeah, some Big
Lots of
Sean records.
We didn't get to hear F-Max tracks. For some reason, we got skedaddled out of that.
Yeah.
That was
Oh,
interesting.
yeah.
I was really interested.
Recto 2. Recto 2?
What was your name? What was your name again?
Recca Flumps.
Recto Flumps.
Can you
Yes.
just-
I'm going to incorporate
Yeah, just explain
that
to us what that
somehow.
means.
Yeah.
Like
Recca
life,
Flumps.
but
Yeah, what the
regular
origin
flumps.
of that is.
Nah, I did
Spell
the Recca Flumps. W-R-E. Wait, no. Everybody's gonna search it up. So
Yeah, don't do that.
I got the
like you
I
didn't
got
much.
the name same way Childish Gambino did. I just put it in a name generator.
It sounds like
Really?
a weird.
Yeah, it's the same way.
It sounds like an alien species. I like that name.
It does, right?
I don't.
It sounds like alien hurt. Don't it sound like alien disease?
Yeah, it
I
sounds
got
rectal flumps.
Dog, I got regular flumps.
Please donate to our Patreon so we can maybe hear what F-Mac music sound like. Yeah, nigga, we gonna hear that. But do what y'all do best. Like the
Next
video.
week, we're definitely listening to
Y'all
it.
know what to do. And shout out to A. Brown for sending the fucking drops.
For sending that super hot
Yes.
fire that we
Oh,
blessed.
yeah.
Super hot fire.
Did y'all like that Sizzle Intro music? Because that
Yes.
was Abraham music. That was a classmate that did that. You know what
And
I'm
if you
saying?
would like to hear some verses on that mug, I'll go third because
Yeah.
you're supposed to go in order of skill.
I'm about to say, why Yo, Tony
You feel
loves
that?
to fight for inferior places. Just early, he was fighting for second place over at LOI
What was he
tomorrow.
fighting for second place for?
He absolutely was.
He was fighting in second place.
I don't remember.
For
He was
what?
like, I'm close. I'm the next in
Oh,
line.
for
Like,
the
some shit.
job. For the job.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Going about grass. Yeah.
Got
my
you.
God.
You got to
got
track your progress, nigga. You go from fourth to third to second.
Nigga fighting for every
He
place.
also
It's
had a-
inevitable that you'll
this-
be first.
There's also a Employee of the Month clip about McDonald's too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did that on accident though. I just won that just on some, you know what I mean?
But that's how
Just
great you
talent.
are.
That was pure talent. nigga.
Talent,
But
nigga.
it was a podcast segment though on LOI.
Hey, nigga, first place is something, nigga.
Yeah.
He got jealous, but you know.
But nah, shout out to A. Brown and everybody that been supporting for sure.
Yeah. And also, before we jump into this first topic, you see that top left video? I haven't seen this nigga in years.
Big Quint.
Big Quint. He
Big
used to do
Quint
music
indeed.
reactions.
He's a music
show
reactor.
people this nigga. For those who remember, this nigga used to like have the most.
I don't know anything about him, but I'm not
Yo,
gonna
this
lie.
nigga was a legend, yo.
Nah,
Like,
I don't know
click on his
anything
go
about
to
him.
his
that nigga was
popular
a
video
legend.
But
Yeah,
normally-
go to his popular
because
video.
it might pop up for it.
Normally, YouTubers that look like this and go away
Gotta
for
go.
a long time have weird DMs to little girls.
He's-
I'm not saying this him, but
Oh,
this
that's
is just
crazy.
normally
He's
the case.
not. He's
Yeah, I
not
don't
EDP.
wanna-
He's not or
Yeah, okay,
whatever
what's
that dude's
that?
name is.
Scroll.
DEP.
But this guy, was he before the
Forest
needle
Hills
drop?
Drive. That's what it was. It was that reaction.
Yeah.
And I feel like he was before the needle drop.
What's TLOP?
The love of the life of
The
Pablo.
life of Pablo.
Life of Pablo.
Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
okay.
love.
First reaction to
Yeah, that's our
Trending
era,
hip-hop,
nigga.
right? Astro World. All this is 7 years ago.
Hey, no,
Damn, first reaction.
no Big Sean reactions.
If you're reading this, it's too late. Oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah, fuck him.
Comment down below how much you hate Big Sean.
Disrespectful.
For all the people that hate him.
Well, you
all
know,
of
it's
you.
good to see this nigga back because he used to be going crazy. Yeah, he used to go crazy.
Yeah, nah, he used to go
but where
crazy.
do we start? Where should we start? Let me
Start from the top, man. Whatever's there.
Oh yeah,
Let the universe decide.
you gotta take me off mute.
Uh-huh.
Anthony Jeselnik. I think I said it right.
Jeselnik.
Jeselnik.
Yeah.
Thank you. He has been violating the infamous Rogan 6. I almost want to say that he was the one that he's not the one that categorized them, right? Was that Katt
You better
Williams?
not give that credit to a white man.
Yeah, it was
Katt
Katt
Williams.
Williams. It was Katt Williams. Sorry. Yeah. But he's been going at the comedians or Joe Rogan's friends and their comedy skills for years. There's nothing about this is new.
Yeah.
And Comedy Enforcement dropped this video. Apparently his podcast, which I don't even know what the name of it is, but they have been gone for a little bit. No explanation. We're just gone. We're taking a little break. And then he came out and just reminded everybody, I still hate this shit.
I'm
Yeah.
sick of this shit.
I still don't like you niggas.
I'm sick of having to come here weekly, record a podcast, and
Yeah.
have this be the means of my career.
Right.
The Vanity Project, I think.
The Vanity Project. Yeah, y'all suck. Y'all are trash comedians. And I don't like nothing about you niggas. And I've seen him before. Obviously, he's made it to point and shoot videos. Not point and shoot videos, sorry. Too Lazy to Try videos.
Yeah.
Definitely Comedy Enforcement. And
I
then,
was
what
first-
was it? Podcast Cringe?
Probably. He's probably
Yeah,
done that
Podcast
before.
Cringe.
I was first introduced to this nigga
like this
during
door's
the
not
Charlie
closed.
Sheen roast.
Yes.
During the epic Charlie Sheen roast with Patrice O'Neal and fucking who's the nigga there from Jackass? But that
Johnny Knoxville.
Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah.
Was it
Johnny
him?
He would
What,
be at
was
the
that
roast.
like
No, it was Steve-O. Steve-O was there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Was that like a
because
Dutch
Steve-O
junkie?
actually does stand up.
He does.
What roast was that?
The Charlie Sheen roast.
That was a Charlie Sheen roast?
Yeah, with Steve-O, Patrice, all them niggas. Yeah, but that's where I first met this guy, and even Patrice was like, "Nigga, Jeselnik, I don't like the weird confidence that you walk around with.
Yeah.
For
I
real?
feel like it isn't earned." Yeah,
Yeah, he
we
was-
might
shit.
actually. Nah, it'd be too much.
It'd
to
be
do,
too
like,
long.
Find it.
But
Shout
yeah,
out to Patrice.
he I've never heard of this guy. And as vague as you said, like, yeah, he was just gone. I was trying to find research and that's all I could find. Like, that's even how he said it. Like, yeah, we took a little break. He didn't even say that he was touring. Like, I couldn't find no tour dates or nothing. I don't know why they.
There's no
I
point
don't
in
know.
lying.
I don't know what look, can I see the chapters?
Yeah, for
I don't
sure.
know where to go. I just have really appreciated this level of hate. And I wanted to make sure we highlighted this because this has to be
I
appreciated.
watched Goat try the 4-minute one.
And it's not even hate. He's just keeping it all the way 100. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's a little bit of hate.
It is, but I'm gonna say it's artistic ability. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
He
because
sat-
you hate like an artist.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It's a skill to this.
He hates the way you hate. Like, you sit on it for a long time until it becomes logic.
It festers and then it becomes law. Yeah.
And it just says is not doing Rogan anymore. Yeah, he said fuck that shit. Yeah, let's just go there.
And I don't think they're mixing anymore. I think you're one or the other. I think I've got some
yeah.
press lined up. I've got the Vulture piece coming out. I've got a couple
Go back
of
to before
podcasts
that
I'm gonna
chapter
do.
started wrong. He's pretty much saying he can't be a comedian and a podcaster at the same time.
Which is the bulk of his premise is
Yeah.
that he feels like you can't. This is what happened. Donald Trump went on Joe Rogan,
Yeah.
and according to Anthony Jeselnik, he feels like any true comedian who has that opportunity to like y'all have a politician, they're gonna fuck with him.
And we probably should have started from the top because he even said,
We probably should have
hey
started from the
guys,
top, honestly,
I'm
yeah.
back. Where's a politician we can have on? We're back.
Right.
We're
Just
we're back in the
talking
building. Like, just
Shitting on
And
niggas.
that's why
Automatically putting
it's
Andrew
really-
Schulz and Joe Rogan in the bucket.
Tim Dillon too, because
Tim
Tim
too.
Dillon
he didn't
too.
really say a lot of names, but he would say some shit like, it's a lot of comedians that would just up and leave tour dates to do a podcast in
In
another
DC.
city with a politician.
Yep.
He was talking about Tim Dillon.
Yep. Yeah, he
specifically.
definitely did that. Yeah.
and that's why it was just a lot of hate because it's like, I mean, you sound like you wanted these looks,
Yeah.
but it was reasonable though. That's it.
If you have a presidential candidate or a major politician on your show and you do not f- with them in any way, you're a podcaster. You're not a comedian. I may have gone on Rogan before just to have the conversation. I don't think I would now. I saw someone online ask, am I upset that Adam Ray as Dr. Phil, talking to Dr. Phil, is going to be a Netflix special the week before Bones and All comes out? As if I would ever feel threatened by that.
No.
So for the past couple of years,
Oh, keep playing.
Yeah, and that's the
No,
thing.
it's okay.
Like, even the way
A salute to,
his tone of voice, like, I've never heard a single joke by this dude. So maybe
I finally did.
Maybe
I went and watched
maybe he's
compilations.
you did.
I did.
Maybe is he a comedian's comedian? Because if he is, then maybe I'll let him talk like
He's got
this.
a pretty good special on Spotify.
Word.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
That shit's hilarious.
Yeah,
It's
he's pretty
hilarious.
funny.
Every clip I saw, I said, this nigga's funny.
Just
And
funny.
the clips, the way he's titled on YouTube in the compilations is like he's got a unofficial crown of the darkest comedian in the world.
Yeah.
Or in the game.
Him and Ari Shaffir.
Yeah, as the
Fighting
darkest
for it.
comedian. Yeah, pretty much. So when I saw little compilation clips, all of them were funny to me. So he's got a special coming out.
Yes, which
I'm
matters. And like even overall, I don't even know if we're gonna get to this clip in this, but he had said something along the lines of, "Look, I got this new chip on my shoulder, and I want to use it.
Yeah.
I want to use
I like
it."
that. I like that shit.
I knew you would.
I like it. I like this nigga.
You love
man.
chips, you big nigga. But yeah, he's doing this whole, and I'm trying to think of like a real good example because I feel like women do this a lot. To where I'm in this new phase of my life.
It's the new self-found confidence that could come from a natural reaction of like, you know, being on tour this whole time.
Yeah,
like
he
we
was
don't
on
know
tour,
what
yeah.
he was doing.
Tour
Or
and he might have went on vacation and shit.
It-
He went to Brazil and
he
reset.
had the one
like
mimosa
Patrice
he
used
needed to
do.
open his mind and to just be
I
free.
don't know. Sound like he was watching a lot of Joe Rogan pods.
And disgusted.
Yeah.
You feel me?
I love
Like
that
throwing
shit.
up trying to get
and
through
he
it.
has the same attitude that Mike Red Bar.
Yes.
He has the same
Yep.
attitude that he has when it comes to Joe Rogan, and just the lack of.
I wonder what they
Some
think
people
about
would
each other.
say it's like a pretentious elitist way of looking at things.
Yeah, I like that.
But I don't know. I think it's like quality control. And I think
Yeah.
sometimes you can come off snarky
It's a fine line.
having that occupation.
Well, when you're trying to protect the purists from a comedy, you need enforcers out here, right?
At least say it like you mean it.
I do.
Yeah.
I'm dead serious,
Yeah.
but I'm also fucking with y'all a little bit.
Yeah, but I was
hear
waiting.
That.
Yeah.
I hear that part more than I hear the truth.
I was like, is Tony about to come up? How's he about to do this?
How are we dumb for this?
I was about to.
Yeah, I like this nigga though. This shit's funny. I wonder what Red Bar has to say about somebody like him.
I'm sure in the middle of a 9-hour broadcast, he'll bring it up. But
I watched some
what-
Red Bar old school shit just as a side note of the Tony Hinchcliffe and
Wait, go back to that.
Tony Hinchcliffe and shit.
The fact,
Yeah.
that-
What's the gremlin nigga?
We just cue this up because
You
this
keep
might be
thinking about
important.
it, but the fact that this is a Joe Rogan clip titled "Jerry Seinfeld's comedy made Anthony Jeselnik furious."
Now,
This makes perfect sense.
now
if he's going at
yeah.
the Rogan 6,
Oh, it's only 2 minutes too.
the original comedian to go to that was like that had the status, but didn't necessarily have like the critical, not the critical acclaim, but the
respect.
the peer review,
The peer respect.
the peer review respect,
Yeah.
was Jerry Seinfeld because he had the what's the deal
You
with
There's
Schulz used to talk crazy about
Schulz
him
used
too.
to go in on
Everybody
Jerry
used to go
Seinfeld.
crazy
Everybody
on
used to
him.
do
nigga,
it.
there Corey Holcomb talks. He was like, if you ever go to see Jerry Seinfeld, it is going to be
Live.
the worst experience
Oh,
you've
shit.
ever had. That's what Corey Holcomb said.
Damn.
Like, it's just the nigga isn't funny. You know what I mean? And I've never heard
He's late
Jerry-
night TV funny, and that's it.
painfully trying to be funny.
Yeah,
But I've
Like-
heard some stuff where it's like, you know Jerry Seinfeld, like corridors are weird. It's like it's a corridor.
I saw this one where it was like a late night bit, and he laughed, and then it was the British dude, and he was like, "You're not laughing at the punch." No, the comments was like, "It's just like Jerry to laugh not at the punchline. Like you're not even laughing at the punchline. The part you're supposed to be laughing at."
I think I remember that. It's a lot of clips
it's
of
kind of
Jerry.
it's that UK dude that looks like he's the actor from Taken. You know what I'm
Liam
talking about?
Neeson.
Yeah,
Liam Neeson?
You talking about
it's
Jerry?
a comedian that's like English or Irish or something.
I think it's talking about Jerry something, but let's see this.
Yeah, we can't put this on the screen. Joe be acting funny, even he be copyrighting nigga shit.
And maybe if I had more stories, I could get away with it. But once you hear the joke, it's over.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work again.
Yeah, Seinfeld still does old stuff. He does really old stuff, and he's done 2 specials of old stuff that he's already put on specials.
I went and saw him at the Palladium about a year or 2 ago, and it was one of the worst shows I've ever seen. Like I had like a splitting headache, and I was
exactly
like
before
furious.
Really?
And one of my friends, another comic that I respect a lot, gave him a standing ovation. And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And he was like, "I understand why you feel the way you do, but I just love seeing the act." And I was like, I couldn't believe it. And then I saw Seinfeld again at Clusterfest. He was on the big outdoor stage with a bunch of, like, for kids, completely different hour, and murdered, like destroyed. And it was like he has like corny stuff depending on what the audience, is. If everyone's sitting there wearing a yarmulke, he's got one act. And if it's a bunch of kids, he's got a cool hip act.
Really?
Yeah.
So you went to the
He
yarmulke
said
crowd?
that shit like he's
Yeah.
like I can't believe this guy.
Yeah.
Pause it real quick.
Can't believe you said that.
Yeah, this is
That's how I feel watching Charlamagne.
What?
Patrice, you found a way. Patrice O'Neal had a great analogy. He was like, stand-up comedy is like the circus because we all have our weird little trick that we do, and sometimes you'll see the bearded lady getting more shine than the lion tamer. When it's like, bitch, all you were was just born masculine. I'm taming a beast, but we're in the same circus.
Exactly. Like it's harder jobs than just being a woman with like some weird gene.
Yes.
And that's the main synopsis with like Jerry Seinfeld comedy. I've never heard anything good that's like, yo, Jerry is amazing, nigga. But
on the go.
now I was about to say there is a point. I forgot the time. It might have been the 9:30.
Calls out podcast comedians.
That's definitely what I want to hear.
Yeah.
And again, the state of podcasting, I'm disgusted with. I don't want to be a part of this. Even when I know our podcast is different, but even when I say that, I feel stupid. Like, I don't like being a podcaster. I don't like that in my bio, like JRVP is the first thing that comes up, because while I'm writing the next hour, this would be the thing we're still doing. And this is the thing. And listen, it's been profitable. We've been doing great. 250 episodes is probably enough. We probably could have ended it around 220, and I would have been a whole happy thing. The last 30 episodes, I've been furious. But listen, everything is on the table.
But you're not furious. You were just furious, like, because you're on tour and you're jamming this in between.
Yes, but it's become repetitive. I've gotten sick of it. 250 is a lot. It's got nothing to do with you. It's got nothing to do with All Things Comedy, who I love. I love both you guys. I just met the new...
Equally?
However, the main question is, would a comedian like Louis C.K., Dave Chappelle, or Bill Burr, do you think they would cancel a comedy show just to go talk to a politician and potentially have a viral podcast episode? I mean, I don't know, but I don't think so. And again, when it comes to Joe Rogan, it is impressive.
And another thing, I feel like what being a true comedian is the exact opposite of a politician. So another reason why he's disgusted is because of everything that politicians stand for. You know, it's literally the butt of most early comedians' jokes.
Yeah.
When joking about politicians, you feel me? It's just there's these fake, snobby people, elitists. They don't do anything for the common folk. And the comedian is a common
dipping
man.
to their level, though.
It sounds he just sounds disgusted with the fact that a lot of stand-ups are whoring themselves out for security.
Right.
Like
yeah.
the thing with stand-up is it's like jumping out of a fucking plane. And back in the day, like having a sitcom, having a daytime television show was a cloud that you could grab onto as you're falling and have some type of like comfort.
Yeah.
Like at least if I hit the ground, I got this fucking cushion. I got this sitcom. I'm getting paid for this. That is now podcasting. And I just and podcasting is so at least with a sitcom, somebody had to believe in you.
Right.
Somebody had to see something, sign you to a development deal, and then you just in the system.
Yeah.
But now with the podcasting, it's just like it's the barrier to entry is on the fucking floor.
Anybody could do this shit.
Anybody could do it, and he's just
And he also
I feel
doesn't
him.
find the Rogan comedians funny.
Yeah.
That's just a simple fact.
That's a simple fact.
He's
Oh,
probably
yeah, that's-
never found them funny.
But to his greater point, do we think that it's a choice? Can you be a comedian and a podcaster?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know.
It's just everybody
course.
that he's talking about.
Yeah. I don't hold the whole like comedy mystique thing either, though. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, you can do both because I'm not focused on the purest form of comedy. I can watch some comedians and be like, all right, I'm not putting them up there with no real stand-up comedies. I can at least say that, but I'm not like also gonna say somebody can't kill both sides. Because that's just not true.
It's a lot of them doing
Dave
it right
Chappelle
now.
podcast.
Yeah. But he barely dropped though, so that's
Yeah,
not even
but
a
I
good
mean-
example. Like he's definitely more of a comedian
Oh, absolutely.
than a podcaster because that shit had 2 seasons.
For sure, but he dabbled.
You know what I'm
Behind a
saying?
paywall.
Right? Yeah. It's like it's
Came
like,
out on vinyl
he's
records.
barely a podcaster.
Oh, no, he's definitely more a comedian. Way more.
Yeah.
He also didn't come up in this era though. Like if Dave Chappelle was 21 years old right now, he'd have a podcast.
He would have a podcast.
Yes, true. Yeah, that's true.
Or some weird out in public talking to pedestrians.
Podcasting is losing its lust. I mean, after this year, and all the politicians, the presidential candidates came to podcasting. Like this was a great year for podcasting, but these next 4 years and just next year is going to be even better because of the prestige and because of the new status that podcasting has been put on, playing such a pivotal role in the 2024 election.
Yeah,
So it's like
it's only going to
gonna be
get
something
bigger,
different.
especially when
And more hoard out.
It's there.
and it's just a thing. It's just another business adventure. Did y'all see the Cristiano Ronaldo podcast?
player?
Nope.
Y'all didn't see that?
The soccer player, right?
Yeah.
No.
We're still on this.
I
It's
don't
in
watch
the notes,
soccer, though,
but
either.
it's the most. He was talking to Mr. Beast.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
the
that.
most boring conversation.
I didn't make it past a minute, bro. I was like, I'm not watching this.
Like,
I
this-
forgot it happened. That's how.
This is worse than like an actual circle jerk.
Yeah,
Nigga,
that was
this is
crazy.
terrible.
What about Theo Von? I know he's in like the.
I've never
Rogan-
seen him live, but I assume he kills on both sides.
That's what I'm thinking.
I assume that.
but
Theo
he is a
Von
part of
live.
like the whole Rogan group.
Theo
He's a
Von-
little bit more detached.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
gypsy.
He's one of the more detached ones. He's definitely a part of it, but like people don't immediately when we think of the Rogan niggas, it's
We think
Schultz, it's
Shaw,
Bert Kreischer.
Shaw, Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, fucking
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yep.
Ali, what's his name?
And shit, Tony's big enough to where he has his own
Shafir.
branch of little
Ari Shafir.
minions. Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
Shane doesn't have a podcast, does he?
Nah, he does.
Oh,
Yeah, he
definitely
does. With Matt
Matt
It's on
McCusker.
Patreon.
McCuster.
And is that doing good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the best on Patreon for sure. Yeah.
So I mean, but Tone, you were asking the question, but you have all these examples that they're successful. So
I never said that it wasn't possible.
oh, you're saying that's what he's saying?
Yeah, I'm just introduced because that's the premise of his argument is that like you can't do both. You can't be a pure. You can do both. You just can't be a pure stand up.
Y'all never seen
and
it.
have a
Y'all never
podcast.
seen none of his stand up.
No,
I haven't seen the whole
I've never
special,
seen
but I
stand-up.
did watch compilation videos. I
And-
watched like 2 10-minute compilation.
And I
videos.
don't know if he's sat down or been to their shows. You get what I'm saying? Like I've never been to a Shane show, so I don't know
Not yet.
how.
Bro, these comedians go to all the shows together. Like they've all seen each other live. For sure.
Yeah, they
Like that's like
more than you would
Katt
think.
is the
but-
only different one because they said he don't really be fucking with nobody.
Yeah,
He
you
don't
know,
even pop up at the comedy
and
club.
it
you know what I'm
depends
saying?
because you hear some comedians go like, I don't even try to see other comedians. Like it kind of messes up what I got going on.
Mm-hmm.
They don't like seeing other comedians in the back just watching them while they're working. It just kind of feels weird. But it depends on who you talk to. But I mean, for this guy, he's probably sat in the back corner like Batman just watching.
That nigga's funny though.
he's
funny.
on this. He's funny and he's on a new kick in life.
I like it. Got a chip on his shoulder, and what did he say? I want to eat it.
Yeah, something like that.
Something crazy.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Crazy to say. Got a
I'm
chip
gonna
on my
turn this shit into dinner.
Yeah, I got a chip on my
It's crazy.
shoulder, and I'm hungry, nigga.
magnesium pills would do wonders, nigga.
Can I also say this? Do y'all remember last week on our office hours, we downloaded the News Break app?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You found something?
How many Edo files did you find?
Not that,
Okay.
but
I thought they had that on there too.
it does. It be having a lot of good articles on there.
The app's been going crazy.
Did you?
It has. I've been getting nothing but notifications.
Yo.
I turned my notifications
I turned
off,
mine
but I
off.
should
But
have.
normally the notifications be good though, right?
Yeah, these shits are going crazy.
I ain't gonna lie.
I did
what
not
type of
realize
news?
how unsafe this
Nigga,
place
it's
is.
real.
Like,
Yo,
It's
what's the
insane.
fuck? Yeah,
Like,
It's
so many dead bodies everywhere.
Nigga, it's crazy.
I opened the app.
It's crazy.
I opened the app
People are
7
dying
hours ago in
everywhere.
Clayton. 2 women dead, 6 little girls injured in North Carolina car crash.
You don't hear about
Troopers
this.
say.
This ain't even on
What
Twitter.
the fuck? That's the
Oh,
first
shit.
shit.
Okay.
Shit anywhere.
When I say if you're a
I know how
podcaster,
dangerous
if
this
you're a
was.
podcaster, you need some articles, you need some subject
Jesus
matter,
Christ.
nigga, it's right there, bro. So shout out to you because I'm kind of
Shout out to you.
kind
Oh my
of mad. I'm mad that I downloaded it last week as we
my
were talking
God,
about. I was like, let me download this shit he talking about. And all this week, I was like, I never had a news app going this crazy.
But now
before.
it sounds like gore corn. Like, is it just all
It does.
bad
But
stories?
it's more than
3
that.
men
It's more than
charged.
that.
3 men charged
looking
in
at
the
that one
killing
right
of a
now.
woman at Cookout in North Carolina.
Yeah,
Debbie
yeah,
just said.
I saw that. Yeah, bro.
They
crazy.
gotta they tell you everything that's happening in
Everything.
your area though, for sure. And it's like it because it's using where you're at, it's like, yo, in this city that you're at or this city next to you, they're gonna give you national shit, but they're giving you a lot of local stories that you just
Yeah.
don't hear about.
I have to turn these notifications.
A lot of
on.
local
Yeah, I'm
stories.
turning them on as
Yeah,
well.
I'm-
Yeah, it's kind of
Just in
crazy.
case my
It's
neighbors
kinda
on some
crazy.
fuck shit.
I'm mad that I like it.
I know at work, I got at least like 6 notifications, all just horrific things happening in like Cary, Fayetteville,
Yeah,
shit
it's,
like that.
it's
Damn.
wild.
It's
Yeah,
nuts.
it's lit, nigga. It's lit.
Well, shout out to
Hey, man.
who gave us
I
that?
can't remember when we get down to office hours because I think you left one again. I don't remember your name, but it was lit. Produced by Von Hill.
Yeah,
Oh,
shout
okay,
out
Von
Vaughn.
Hill.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, nigga.
Yep. Yeah, it was lit though. All right, let's see. Rory and Mal Podcast. Baby D is what they call her. I honestly, Damaris says that she's the most respected female co-host in podcasting right now, and I guess that extends down to outside of just like the black podcasting spirit. I'm sure that's what she was
Yes.
mainly alluding to.
Even Jules from Red Bar.
But she said no. She said no shade. No shade. We can just play it honestly.
What did she?
Yeah, it's probably best we listen to it first.
Yeah, first, yeah.
That pod that Rory knows, right? There's certain answers or things that Rory knows that the rest of the guys don't know because Rory knows me better. So it's like certain conversations that me and Rory would have in a closed room is different than the conversation we're going to have at work. It's different. But my personality when I'm in a room full of men are hard-headed. And because they're men, they do tend to talk over you. Even though I still think that I am the most respected female 𝙼𝙾𝚃 in the game when it comes to my coworkers. No tea, no shade to anybody else. But at the same time, they're men and they tend to talk over you. It was on that pod that Rory.
So it feels like she's on live or something like that.
I didn't know. Like when I found the video, I was trying to find the context. It was just.
This feels
couldn't
like a
find it on
live stream
Reddit.
and somebody asked a question.
It was something, but yeah, she
what I
felt like
thought,
she's the
too.
most respected. Hey, nigga, Big D.
Well, it was definitely shade towards Mel.
That's
I
what I
mean,
thought,
Of course.
Mel can hit that, and she can get the hit. Like she can catch that stray. I'm trying to think of what
That
other.
shouldn't hurt her though, right? When you're a video vixen and another woman tries to diss you with respect, like I respect
I can't
myself
believe
for my
you're
body.
only giving
And
Mel
that
video
did you
vixen-
just marginalize
that should
her?
roll off.
He damn
you.
sure did. That was nasty.
Nigga,
That shit should roll off
kept
you like
going, too.
waterproof boots. Like,
She's
it
not
just-
she's not a video vixen. She's the host of a hit podcast, Hot and Bothered.
Why are you trying to erase her past?
Because that's not. She's
Why are
trying to
you,
erase her
trying
past.
to marginalize her?
Why are you trying to marginalize her? She's more than
fully
what she says.
She's fully separated from being the quote unquote bad bitch that she once was. Like now she's a respectable businesswoman who hosts a podcast
She always
and
been
a co-host. She had wait, how?
That's what she said. I'm telling you what she said.
Okay. I was just about to say.
And I'm
Thought that
not
was
gonna
your
lie.
opinion.
The way this conversation is going right now sounds like Baby D might be right.
Nah.
Well, being better than Mel doesn't mean that you're better than the rest of the world. But
All right, what's some other female co-hosts that get disrespected? We can say Angela Yee. Once the Gucci Mane thing
Lady
happened.
Martinez is pretty respected.
That's true.
Is she even talked about like good or bad though? Like she's not really talked about in
What are you talking about?
Letty.
Letty Martinez.
She's talked about.
She's highly respected.
LA is
Co-host.
huge. They might not be talking about her over here, but somebody in LA is saying
Yeah,
something.
but we're keeping it out of. Yeah, we're going further than the reach that she was probably talking to because the no tea no
Of
shade hit somebody.
Of course.
It's definitely there's tea and shade somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Like, does Mandy and her co-host count?
No, because it's not. It
It's
has
not
to be
a
a man and woman on the
man
show.
and woman.
Yeah, it's got to be a man and a woman. Because if it's just two women bickering, then
Even Taylor?
They break up.
Nope.
Taylor gets disrespected.
Yeah.
It's not the same amount of disrespect though.
As what?
It's not like real disrespect.
It's not real
It's
disrespect.
more so. It's more
They don't
so.
play with- they don't play with Baby D
banter.
like that, though.
because they're not
usually-
comedians. They have no like.
Charlamagne's not a comedian.
Andrew is, and he's really the one who be fucking with her.
Nah, Charlamagne.
Andrew be fucking with her.
No, Charlamagne fuck with it. Charlamagne and Taylor are the closest.
Wait, what are we talking about?
He can fuck with her the hardest. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, your father. Okay, you're right, but I'm just saying.
You put him in the box.
Hey, I put him in
He's
the
like,
box.
I have to defend him.
I had to defend him.
Now I don't want to.
But
No,
look,
it's crazy because when he said that, I was like, "Have you seen the show? Like that sounds crazy."
Yeah, nah, he doesn't.
That was that
when
was,
I watch Andrew was just saying like the little come on Taylor, like whatever.
He definitely fucked with her.
Charlamagne
But
too, but it's when it's joke time. Andrew is just dishing out the jokes.
nah, the thing with Charlamagne is he don't let Taylor live.
Sounds like you haven't watched a Brilliant Idiots in a long
Schulz will
time.
give her the jokes, but he'll let her live eventually. You know what I mean?
Right.
Charlamagne is trying to Charlamagne lose to fucking her mom and shit. You know what I mean? These are
The
different.
pies and
These are
shit.
different levels.
right.
These are different levels.
Yeah, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who else. She might be right.
She might be right, but this doesn't. It's kind of like being the tallest nigga in China, right?
And this would be
Tallest midget. I mean,
this
but
would be
being-
essentially like this is respect to Rory and Mal, right? Because they're the ones that would be disrespecting her, essentially. Rory Mal and what's the Indian nigga that's not
Julian.
Indian? Yeah, him.
Oh, so you're saying this is really an attestment to their
Yeah, 'cause you can only-
personality, their character.
Chivalry.
Pretty much because you can only
Okay.
this whole conversation only stands if
If
They're
they-
respectful.
you're
But
male. Yeah,
It's them, but it's her too, because it's not like
she did say it's her presence.
because that will mean that we're assuming that every female B-mic that gets disrespected is because the dudes are misogynist.
Yeah.
That's not always
Yeah,
the
that's
case.
true. Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
true.
mean? Like
sometimes you
sometimes-
you force me down this path,
Yeah.
and there's nothing else I can do because you just keep saying dumbass shit.
You
there's
know.
nowhere to go except for the heel. and
You're
separate.
right.
But no, I don't
guess
think
so.
this is like being the tallest midget. Because I mean, being a good female co-host is too. It's like too far in between. You know what I mean? Like, what's a
Nadeska.
Nadeska?
Nadeska had star respect in Nadeska. Star don't respect many women.
Star respects the women that he works with.
Nadeska is a
That's
soft.
like 5 women
Yeah.
out of how many women are there, dog?
In the
Billions.
world? In the
Yes,
world?
That's what I'm saying.
Is it easier to respect Nadeska because she's soft? Like, fucking Demarius, she's she can fight back at times.
Nadeska's not a pushover.
She definitely turns up.
Nadeska wasn't a pushover.
Yeah, that's not a pushover.
It was her job to keep them niggas on track. Like she couldn't really be soft in that
But she also,
environment.
but she also
didn't-
approached everything
She-
with respect.
She
on
was
herself.
also a
Yeah.
very tender-hearted person, and like that's something you could see.
But she also, when it was time to defend her cycle, she did.
Defend her.
When
cycle.
somebody would come at like, oh, you're just a woman, this is how you feel.
Well,
she
yeah,
would defend
of course,
herself.
of course. With
Olay's
the
a
whole
respect.
thing.
Olay's official fourth mic, and she gets a lot of respect here.
She's an official fourth mic where?
Here,
Oh, okay.
she gets a lot of respect.
I concur. She gets a lot of respect, even if we disagree.
Always,
Yeah.
sometimes.
The comments might not respect her all the time, but they they don't know what they don't know.
But
They
it's,
see big objects, they get distracted.
and
Yeah.
that's still respect to a certain degree. But yeah, I feel like
I guess yeah. I guess she's right.
But do you
It's-
do you hear how you niggas sound giving it
and
up?
that's why
That's why I feel like it's
hard
being
to-
the tallest guy in
Not-
China.
it's
That's
hard.
all you have to be.
Is that
like
misogynistic?
5'8.5"? Lauren, you're huge in China.
Nah, but it's
dunking on niggas over there.
Duncan, you might windmill on China. The rims are like what, 6 feet?
Is she the best female?
China's
every time
one
I
thing.
see her input, it is pretty needed most of the time. I don't watch that shit though. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch the Rory and Mal podcast, but when I do see like a clip pop up
Yeah.
and she's talking, it never sounds
a
stupid.
great
to me.
female co-host is very important. It's hard to do.
It's hard to find a female
It's
co-host.
it's
to
hard.
begin
It's,
with.
it's far
Yeah.
in between, and that's why it might.
A female co-host
I
that
feel like-
male listeners respect to listen to.
She's right in saying this. She's right in even having the attitude for like I'm the most respected female B-mic. Like that means something.
And she didn't even like take the belt and put it above her head and
Yeah.
celebrate with it. She was just kind of like, I wear it because it fit. But
Yeah.
it's only because it fit.
Yeah, it wasn't a drawn out thing. She just ripped the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, nah, you definitely are the tallest midget, and that matters.
But
that matters.
It's like
sound like you're trying to, you know, put her respect as a podcaster down a little bit with the tallest midget thing.
Nah, I just feel like I'm addressing something that you might not want to address, even though you keep doing this. Like, I guess you might be the most respected.
Well, just address it because I don't know what you're talking about.
I've already said it. I feel like there's not much competition.
Oh, got you. Okay.
So when you say that you're the biggest fish in the pond,
I see what you're saying.
And you know, she's kind of marginalizing herself to win faster. Like the most respected 𝙼𝙾𝚃, that's a woman. Like now, if she would have said most respected 𝙼𝙾𝚃 in general, or 𝐶𝚾, whatever she coined her mic position as, then that would have changed everything.
And does this set her up for future disrespect? Because I feel like the internet is weird. You know what I mean?
The first comment said, "Who is she?" Scroll down.
See, future disrespect.
Co-host on the Rory and Mal Podcast. I don't like this chick. Why? I fuck with Menace. That's so messy. Niggas tagging her.
Somebody responded in Spanish with some irrelevant shit.
I fuck with Menace. Come over here so you can see this nigga saying I don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? Like Twitter's so weird like that. You know what I'm saying? She literally says no shade to anyone else, which means there's shade. Every time you start with no disrespect, same thing.
And how do y'all like Mel's not the 𝙼𝙾𝚃? Is that what you
love
said?
reaching. Mel's not the 𝙼𝙾𝚃, so no.
She's using 𝙼𝙾𝚃 loosely.
Yeah,
she is.
You know what I mean? Because
Really
she's
not.
technically not the 𝙼𝙾𝚃 on Rory and Mal.
She gets shut down by Mel all the time. They have disagreements and bitches out. Why are these holes? What?
Can they hear you, AJ?
Yeah, I'm about to say read it like we have an audience, nigga.
Sorry, my bad.
Jesus Christ.
I felt like my bad. I was reading to myself. My bad. That's okay. I was just reading these comments. That's it though.
But yeah, I mean, shit. Wear it. Take it.
Just
just until 𝙿𝚾𝚃 comes back, you can wear it. But as soon as she sits on this couch, nigga, you are now third or second.
Yeah,
third.
Fight for second best
𝙿𝚃
place.
comes with friends.
Yeah.
Bring.
Ish went to Bag Fuel, and I tried to watch the full episode. I just can't watch Nick. This is really New York. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like New York niggas, casual conversation, or maybe just the tri-state in general, just yelling at each other in mid-argument. Maybe we do it a lot too, honestly. So maybe I can't even give them that.
It takes
I feel like
more.
actually,
It takes more than just us disagreeing.
It takes a certain nigga, but typically this is New York passion.
It's like,
in
God
general,
damn,
New
these
York
niggas-
passion is very specific. It's not even, and it's not personal. It's I'm yelling because I feel like you don't hear me, and the other person's like, nigga, I'm yelling because I feel like you don't hear me.
Yeah.
It's just a back and
geographical.
forth.
You know how many trains and fucking subways? It's a bunch of
Which
noise.
happens everywhere, but New York, it's the first step.
But it does
of
have to
getting
be
the
said
answer.
that SO is terrible about cutting the guest off. He will cut you the fuck like SO cuts you off so crazy that you have to, because in terms of like on some podcast etiquette, this nigga will just not let a nigga complete a thought.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen him do it with more than one guest. So it's not just Ish, even though it sounds like they've known each other for a really long time.
And does that matter?
Not only does that
You're a
matter,
guest.
do you
You're the
think that
host
that's
and
a
it's the guest?
debate tactic? Because I feel like a lot of people will try to use that as a ploy to like, I can't really defend what I'm saying against what you're saying, so let me just make it harder for you to make sense.
Possibly. Maybe it's a
But you
debate
don't think he's
tactic.
that smart.
It's like a filibuster.
I didn't say that at all. I'm just, the fuck,
Well,
yeah.
maybe I don't think he's that smart.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah,
Great
yeah.
theory for this nigga.
Yeah,
Right,
great.
yeah.
Brilliant. Nigga.
Right, nigga. You run with your own theory. Yeah,
These are
I
also
don't know.
old heads, which we didn't say, and it's
This
the
is
little
40
caveats that are like it really matters with this. These are two old niggas, and I forgot what they were talking about. Do you remember?
Father in the
Yeah,
household.
it was about having a father in a household
Yeah.
argument.
That-
Nigga,
that
every
was the whole
clip
thing?
there's an argument,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
Yeah.
What was the debate on this?
How can you even argue about this?
Somebody was like,
Better
nah,
off
nigga, I
to
don't need my dad.
just play it.
Differently than niggas. Niggas that grew up with their mother, they different things. I talked to my man Ron Stu, and he was upset about Kamala losing. Upset, distraught.
And you attribute that to him not having a father?
Yes, because my mentality, see, you didn't have it there. My mentality is totally different. I had my mom and my pops in the house. I saw
pause real
the
quick.
dynamic.
Yeah, the base of this argument is very bad.
So somebody
it's terrible, actually.
It's not the worst because I've heard this a lot about this election.
Really?
A lot of people review this election in hindsight as like dudes voted for Trump and women voted for Kamala. And even the dudes that voted for Kamala, there's a certain level of like
these are whole ass niggas.
Not whole ass niggas, but like you like women a lot. Or I can't
It's a certain level. It's like
you're not masculine.
Why are you pandering?
It's something about
right. It's tied to their masculinity.
Yeah.
Like people on the left are using that as a reason. Like, all right, if you're black and you probably voted for Kamala, it might be a situation where there's a single mother in the household and you look as the black woman as a deity.
It's almost like the way that the country is going to be ran is our dad going to be in office or is our mom going to be in office? If mom is in office, everything is accepted.
But what he's
all of this, like, you know, I'm fluid and all that is just going to be, you know, mom don't say no to nothing. But the fact that Trump, the father, is in office is just going to be more like, hey, men don't cry. Get up, nigga. What you doing? It's,
And this is a real old head conversation. Like,
it is.
And for those of you that didn't catch it, basically, I had a father and mother growing up. So in my head, the people that voted for Kamala are, you know, those who were more
raised by single mothers.
You know, raised by single mothers.
This is
disenfranchised.
This is
Esso's point.
Good. Yeah. I got confused at first too.
And the fact that he was so distraught is because that's really what the base of it was. Yeah. It was the fact that a man was so distraught that Kamala lost. Yeah. He's the fact that he's distraught. You had to be raised by a woman to even be distraught.
You had
like
no father in your life.
You get upset.
Yeah. There's no way you would be distraught if you were raised by a man with a man in the house.
You have like that kind of
which
level
is
of emotion.
pretty crazy. But then it's like it's so easy to flip the argument. They're both yelling at each other. He tried to hit him with the, you don't even know because your dad wasn't around, and it's like, but yelling as men at each other is not masculine either. Like if we're chalking all that up to masculinity too, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, they say that, but it's like, it's like yelling is.
What's Ish's 2 cents in this? Because he looks very frustrated. I feel like he gets in his bag when he gets this upset.
It's blood pressure about to rise.
This is when we really see his podcasting skills.
The dynamic is not what everybody makes it out to be. Everybody is imagining what they want their dynamic to be, and they're trying to create it. I lived it. It's totally different. And when I'm around niggas, I say, did you have your father in the house? No.
Let me ask you a
Did
question.
you have your father in the house? No.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Your dynamic that you saw, you think that's every 2-parent household in America?
No, it's not. But it's
stop. I'm not done. So that's your dynamic, and that's what you would.
It ain't dynamic. You didn't have one. You didn't have one.
I know.
Zero.
I know.
So you can't gauge.
And neither can you off of your motherfucking household.
I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Rand,
Because he was prevalent. He was there. You can't compare a nigga who didn't have a father in their life to one that did. It's opposite. It's
Let me ask you this. Let me hold on.
No.
You sitting there calling women black bitches. That's what your father made you do.
That's
what your father. Nigga said you was better off without your daddy.
That's
bro,
like
this
such
is crazy.
That isn't like an elitist ass thing to say. Like, nigga, I had my father. My word means more than yours.
Fuck you.
Like, what does that even mean?
It's some crazy shit to say.
Man, you sound softer.
Even
I
his
had my daddy.
But even his voice, like his voice is the way it is because he yells so much.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
hoarse.
you can hear that it's a permanent state
gravel.
of because of how often he's yelling.
Yeah.
In regular conversation, which
Also
is crazy
backwoods
to me.
too, but
And it's interesting because he was yelling, he was talking with his hands, but he wasn't even saying much. You know what I mean? But he just completely took the room.
he
Passion,
said
energy.
he didn't waste any words.
But
I think it's funny that
do you think that this shit is a character? Because the way he just got into
Nah, he be
to
snapping.
the spaz out,
he really be?
he got into it so, bro. We're a minute and 27 seconds into a
That's how
conversation.
you know it's
Just in
real,
this
bro.
clip though, every clip is arguing. Like,
but you
Nah, it's not a character.
that fast.
it doesn't take long.
He
That
doesn't
looks like
like
that
be-
boiled up.
Yeah.
That boiled up real quick.
You
it
don't
doesn't take
have
long.
like you're not
He's really
45
like that.
and you don't have to worry about your blood pressure. But
not
this is
in-
what it looks like.
Yeah.
Like a nigga that has to
That's
worry about
what
his
my
blood
blood
pressure,
pressure look like.
is usually like this. You get what I'm saying? So it's very easy for like him to just get that boost of adrenaline. And I feel like he lives for these moments.
Well, he be looking for
does.
like calm debate. He'd be wanting to be able to get his shit
If
off.
you go
and
back-
if he can't, then he fucking flips.
He even looked up. He was like, how do I break this nigga down
Yeah.
without getting to this point?
I love how he gave up talking to him and just started talking directly to the camera.
Yeah.
That was my favorite part.
Because the camera can't cut you off.
Yeah, he was just like, you know what? I don't even like this nigga right now. Listen, this is what he's saying. This is what I'm trying to say. And let me tell you why this nigga's stupid as fuck for what he's about to say. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, because I can't talk to him. Clearly, he gonna keep cutting me off. But the cutoffs were crazy. I don't know if every bag fuel is like this. I've seen a decent amount of bag fuels, but
what is that sweet chick shit in the background that looks like product placement?
I think that's the establishment they're at.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I assumed it was a sponsor or whatever, but it might be in the chicken shop they're at, I guess.
How many of you niggas grew up with your fathers?
In the household?
In the household.
Oh, yeah, nah.
So F. Mac and Lauren, and then us three didn't.
The most disturbed are on the couch in the camera.
Yeah. Maybe that's why we crave attention.
We're sick, man.
Because you see, F. Mac and Lauren, they're comfortable behind the boards.
Yeah.
I would lose my mind if I wasn't the star of the show.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. if I wasn't the center of focus of this shit,
Purpose would not be fulfilled.
Purpose would not be fulfilled. I'd probably call my dad and be like, what the fuck?
But I don't know.
Dad, what's up?
What you about to say?
Nah, I was about to say, fucking, damn, that shit just fucked me up. Dad, come on.
Dad, come on, man. Esso said I needed you.
They had a decent run this year, though. They had a nice little run. Bagfield did. They capitalized a lot of the time on hot shit or like fuck shit as well, too. Like they were the first interview after some sort of drama. Like they capitalized on quite a few of those moments.
I remember the Mad Hopper moment.
You know what would be a fire sponsor for these niggas? Some type of like soothing tea for Esso. So he can cut niggas off purpose, you know.
Yeah.
With a purpose.
Pure irony.
Yeah.
They got some stuff.
You know, shout out.
Who was that?
It was you this time.
To the left.
You talking about the set of
is that Fancy?
Teats.
No. Yeah.
Click it.
Familiar as hell.
I think it might be Fancy from Jamie Foxx.
How about you click so we can see?
I was doing that. I was also putting on mute. So
yep. You're absolutely correct. Jamie Foxx came to see me is the title of this video.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Okay.
Damn, she's a legendary baddie.
Yeah.
Legendary baddie.
Yes.
Yeah, Fancy was on. She was one of those.
Legendary baddie.
Use your imagination, nigga. I mean, why do I have to explain every time I say somebody's bad? That shit is crazy.
It's not every time.
It's every time.
You just do it weird.
No,
legendary baddie? The fuck does that mean?
Okay.
She was bad. Your dad thought she was bad too, nigga.
You said
she's
you
been
said
bad
the same exact shit
for
before.
generations.
Literally, both
I
of y'all
would never say
a
a woman is a legendary baddie. That doesn't even make sense.
What's
oxymoron? You can't even be bad for long. So how are you a legendary baddie?
You gotta understand, most of the time when you say a bitch is a legendary baddie, it's the decades in between, right?
That matter.
You get what I'm saying?
That
Like,
matter.
it's like legendary baddie. I want to know about this bad bitch.
Oh yeah. What's she doing 06? You don't know.
On the Jamie Foxx show.
Nigga, Jamie, that was filmed in the 90s, nigga. So what was she doing? What was that hiatus?
Nigga, I don't fucking know.
I don't know if that was her actually.
Like, god damn.
Just enjoy her tits, man.
Okay. Nah.
That's what he's saying.
I don't think that was her actually.
Gigi McGuire? No, that's not Gigi McGuire.
Yeah. Gigi McGuire is somebody different, I think.
You think she was getting cut off?
That's who I thought it was. That's who I actually thought it was.
Yeah, Gigi McGuire.
Now this is a
That is Gigi McGuire.
Yeah, it's Gigi McGuire, yeah.
Zoom in.
She's a legendary stripper.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was on Lip Service with Angela Yee.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
For years. I don't think she's there anymore, though.
I feel like she's built like a corkscrew.
What? Oh.
It's like that hip. It pops out like it's broken.
Do you like it?
Well, she's a legendary baddie. I have no choice.
I didn't ask you that. I just asked you like it. Yes or no?
It's not. I mean, you know, if a legend was gonna bless me with their legendary presence,
said if it just
who am I?
If the pussy just falls from a stork, it's
Right,
I'll
right.
take it. But I'm not.
I didn't order this, but you know, I mean, I reap the benefits.
I'm not putting in my shipping and handling for this shit.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel that. I feel that.
Gigi
if it just
McGuire.
creeps in my room and like, you know.
But she would have to read to you
Take
first.
advantage of me or something. I don't know. I'll take that down. But on to the most important news. What the fuck was he talking about?
Horrible decisions. It's over. It's over.
Yeah.
After 8 years, Mandy and Wheezy, WTF, have officially split. After a nice run, and it came from the bottom. It started from the bottom. Now we're here for real. The Whorible Decisions, I'll say they pioneered sexual talk podcast for women. There wouldn't be like, I don't think Call Her Daddy would be a thing if they didn't lay their foundation first.
They came before Angelique.
No.
Oh, that's
Lip
good.
service.
That's a good point, actually.
It was a couple women talking about the sex talk, but in terms of podcasting,
It was on the
they're-
radio.
they're one of the main
Angelique's
ones.
lip service was on the radio first, though.
I feel like that makes it better.
I guess. I mean,
Somehow.
podcast wasn't a thing.
But
all right, but this is what they posted. We have some bittersweet news to share with all of y'all. We have decided to end this chapter of Whorible Decisions. We want to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude for joining us on this incredible journey. Your support has meant the world to us. Next week will be the final episode. Thank you for being a part of our story. Mandy B and Wheezy WTF.
go to the top real quick, Lauren. Oh wait, are we gonna read this, or is that the same message?
Same thing.
Is it the same thing?
message.
Go
Okay,
to the
okay.
top of the image and just zoom in to their faces.
Okay.
Which one of them do you think looks harder to work with?
I mean, Mandy has the worst stories about her.
No stories.
Oh, just visually?
Eyes, the eyes, Chico.
Left.
well, instincts want to say
Max
right.
says left. Your instincts say
Instinct-
right.
yeah, I'm
Instincts
with-
say
I'm going
right, but
yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why. Maybe it's the eye shape. Maybe that
I think that for me,
You've been played by a bad bitch before. I think that's what that is.
possibly. I mean, she's bad. You calling her bad?
She's good money.
she gives off spiritual, and spiritual bitches are difficult for no reason.
Well, now that's because you hate God. But
like, what
if
are you talking about?
If you look at Mandy's eyes, it's that she got that twitch. You know what I mean?
But Mandy has so many stories about her being, Mandy, and
We're just going off face though. I think
We're just going eyes. The eyes.
we know story wise she wins. She takes the cake.
Yeah, but it's just like because I'm trying to. When I saw this story and I was trying to imagine how this shit actually went down, there's no way that Wheezy. I'm not sure she
looks
wasn't
more
a perfect
mischievous,
angel, but I promise you, Wheezy seems. She just looks chiller. She looks like she don't want problems.
Well, this is the thing that's
you
always
can't even really
this,
tell,
I can
though.
gauge. I can gauge.
can't even really
I can
tell.
read the eyes.
this is the thing that's also like really funny as well too. Is like people act like everybody knew. I thought it was like common knowledge. Like, yeah, it's shocking, but it's not hidden lore, hidden secret. They said years ago, we been stopped being friends. We went a long time without fucking with each other, but literally we are here for business only, and we both know how valuable this business is to where it's like, nigga, we're not giving that shit up because this Whorible Decisions is extremely popular. They have even when I heard that they broke up, their hard ticket sales throughout the country are so strong. In my mind, when I heard they broke up, I'm thinking, they still gonna get on the road money though, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? No
like
more.
this was a real breakup.
Like no more. No, maybe we're not gonna sit in the studio no more. But let's go.
they still have some shows to do.
Let's do 5 cities real quick.
They still have shows left to do. I think.
It's
that's
only
what
like
Alex
one
said.
left, and it's in New York.
Yeah.
And it's December 3rd.
That's probably gonna be fun.
Should probably. What day of the week is that? Maybe we should try to
December
go up
3rd.
there. Let's see if it's sold out.
It
Whorible
should
Decisions
be.
live.
December
It probably
3rd.
is now with
It
this
should
news.
be,
It probably
yeah.
is sold out.
December 3rd's a Tuesday.
Oh fuck!
Fuck no. Was
Impossible.
Damn it!
whose ticket sales?
It's not sold out yet.
Don't look that way.
And how much are they per ticket, F Mac? I mean,
You said
Lord.
it does look like that way.
Doesn't look that way. VIP.
$85 advance.
Oh, they're cashing out on the last
90
day.
bones day to show.
And that's VIP.
Oh, that's VIP.
Oh, okay.
General admissions 55. 60.
Early bird 55.
Why does it early bird 55 advance? What's the difference between early bird and advance? And what's final?
Finals when you at the door.
You
Early
here.
early
Everything else
bird
is
is
finished.
6 months before. Advance is 3 months. Final
Right,
is final.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
usually how it go.
I mean, I'm with you. I don't know if is that real or
It's just the
Oh, yeah.
time in between. Like the
Oh,
early
okay,
bird is
okay,
like
okay.
nigga
Sold out.
months, and it's common
oh,
sense.
it is sold out,
Yeah,
or at
probably.
least there's no tickets available through TicketWeb.
Whose tickets
Right.
were going crazier, theirs or Poor Minds? And I guess you can't really
It's
compare
not
it,
even-
but
it's not even close.
Theirs. for
Theirs?
sure.
Theirs.
Yeah,
Horrible.
theirs.
They've been touring for like over 5 years. Like the podcast's been around for 8. They probably started hitting the streets 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, maybe. Like they have an extremely strong.
and I must say, I don't
We
remember.
saw all of us saw them live too.
I don't
at Black
remember.
Effect.
Yes.
You what,
They got
Poor
a-
Minds?
No. Horrible
Decisions.
Decisions. I mean, we saw Poor Minds too.
Oh yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
No,
Like
I
Black
don't
and
think we
Yeah, we
saw
did.
Horrible Decisions.
We actually have it backwards.
We did.
I know for a
We saw
fact we
Poor
saw
Minds.
Poor Minds, but Horrible Decisions.
We saw
They
both.
wasn't there.
Horrible Decisions was fucking. They had the stripper pole.
Yeah,
they
we
were
saw
they
them
were
both.
they were the
Oh,
closers.
Young Buck, yeah,
they
we
were
saw
the,
them both.
yeah they were the
Yeah.
closers.
And the other ones were the openers. We saw them both.
Yeah,
Atlanta was a good time. Dog, it all blurred together.
yeah.
I think they both incorporated strippers, kind of.
I don't remember that, but I remember that Horrible Decisions live show. I was like, holy shit, it's fucking lit right now. They even had like a video, like at a real concert. That shit was lit, nigga. I was like, God damn, this is a strong live performance.
Mandy seemed like a real nigga to me.
Yeah.
I feel like it was Mandy's idea to where it's like, look, hey baby, I know we ain't together no more, but let's pimp this shit out.
Her pimping got wore
Let's get
off,
this
you think?
money. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You know, put on your skirt, wipe them tears off your face. It's showtime. And then like, you know, eventually Weezy was with it.
Lesbian pimping don't last long.
How long? What's the longest you normally can keep a hoe?
Oh man,
Depends on the pimp.
depends
But,
on the pimp and it depends on the product. Like shit, what's the
product-
mindset of the bitch?
The product is good. I like this conversation. I'm not gonna
It's a
lie.
gen- it's
I
a-
like where we're going because they weren't fucking with each other, but the money was too good, and it's easy for me to say. Mandy, you know, even when she was on live, remember when See the Thing Is broke up? She was on live. I vividly remember you saying, we watched her on live. She said, yeah, y'all, it's over, you know? Things happen, things change. And you were like, damn, sound like some shit I would say. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Real
like,
nigga.
yeah, it was some real nigga energy. Like, hey, look, business was good. Business ended. We're moving on to better things. Make sure you subscribe because I'm going to be dropping something.
I'm gonna scratch my nuts and eat this bacon, egg, and cheese like I always do.
Yeah, nigga.
Like, God damn, Mandy. God damn, bitch.
Save me some.
Maybe the pimping
Nah,
got
man,
too good
for
because
real.
when you think about it, Weezy's done very well. They've both done great for themselves. Before we like continue joking, I do want to like give both of them individually their respect. They came up. It's real shit.
Respect
in terms of like this podcasting landscape. They were on Loudspeaker Network during the golden age. They were there when all the legendary podcasts that right now that are household names in the urban space, that all pretty much every single one of y'all except Joe Budden podcast was birthed out of Loudspeaker. They were around for that. They were around for Flagrant's early beginnings. They were around for everything. Not only were they around from the beginning, they set a blueprint by like advancing outside of that. Each individually opening studios.
They turned a
They-
podcast into a traveling show. That's a hallmark.
Outside of that,
for a
nigga,
show.
just the
Yeah.
business that they did too, nigga. The foundation of all these we see so many New York recorded podcasts at one of their studios.
Yeah.
Period. It's either WTF Studios or it's the Horrible Decision Studio. Like, so not only did they create a foundation, they introduced dozens of people into the field that were using their spaces that they created.
Weezy and Alex's space. Not Weezy
Both.
and Mandy's space. If Mandy
Both.
was a part?
Mandy started
a
doing
separate
her studio
studio.
later, but she,
Oh, you
yeah.
talking about like it was just both studios,
Oh,
not
For
just
sure.
WTF.
Both,
Okay,
both. I'm saying both have advanced. Like both have advanced. Like WTF Studios now has 2 locations. They have one in LA now. They also have one in New York, but they both did it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's something to be respected.
And you see
Business-wise,
Alex's
for
shoes
sure.
on the last Flagrant, nigga?
Nope, I didn't.
Straight from some man in Paris's closet.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But
Imported.
yeah, Alex
They
did
were
say
cute.
that
Yeah.
the last episode that we were supposed to get is being delayed a week because we need to go there first, actually, so we can stay closer to the story before we go over to Joe. Because go down, Brain Idiots right there. Yep, they had to cancel that last one because it got too lit. And then during this Brain Idiots episode,
A lot of
it
information
was too juicy.
revealed.
They
Yeah.
had to cut. No, right there. I think it's right there. I think that is the timestamp.
Oh, okay.
What does it say?
Actually, the-
201.
actually, the
There's
clip-
one
actually
before
the clip
it.
didn't pull up.
There's-
Go to the actual time. My bad.
Yeah.
There's one in the notes I put, whatever that is.
154:33. He said they had to cancel that last episode because shit got so lit. And then there was in between him filling Schulz and 𝔓𝔦𝔑, there was a lot of alluding to niggas. It sounded like niggas was in the studio throwing hands. So it sounded like they actually fought this time. I feel like they fought back in Florida before they got lit and moved to New York. But I feel like this is the first time they've put hands on each other physically since they were kids in Florida.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's how it feels.
Yeah, because if you're filming your last episode and you got to refilm your last episode.
Hands got thrown.
So you know it's an actual. All right, we're ending on a good note.
Yeah,
it's still spicy between them.
We still got the "This Is God" moment, even though that was cut out of the Bray Idiots with Schultz's brother. Yeah, where he tried to put hands on
he tried to punch
Charlemagne, and then it was the whole wax and. You know, we got that episode still, but it was a lot. It was heavy portions cut out still.
It was cut out. It was bolts missing. We didn't get to see Charlemagne's head slip.
Yeah, we didn't see nothing. We didn't even see the lead up to even. It didn't even feel like that happened in the episode.
It'd be crazy if they would have put the "This is God" and then it just cuts to black.
Oh, that'd have been
and
so
then
good.
It comes back and it's like, yo, what happened?
That'd have been so good. Maybe we need to go back. Maybe we need to go back in history on that. What's Schultz's brother name again?
Chris. Greg. That's right.
That shit.
Cybertruck's made out of steel?
Yes.
Nah, that ain't steel. Hell no.
Damn sure ain't pussy.
If I take a fucking 1960 Mustang and run that shit into a Cybertruck, I'll run through that motherfucker.
No, you won't.
I don't believe that's steel.
I have it. It's steel.
You got a Cybertruck?
Yeah.
You a Fraggle Maggot from Richard, bro. He is a New York City Fraggle Maggot, man.
Gang.
You got a
He
Cybertruck?
already has a Tesla, though.
How much that shit cost?
It was like 80 about.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
You got to kid it out?
Hmm?
You got to kid it out?
Oh, I went back.
He hates this, but I put the stars in the ceiling.
Shout out to WTF Media, bro.
That's
what I said. Shit,
We
that's
need
why
it- we
fucking
need it for
Weezy-
production
That's why
stuff.
Weezy breaking up horrible decisions. She was like, I don't need that shit no more. Like, fuck her. Weezy like, fuck Black Effect, fuck iHeart, fuck Mandy. I don't need none of this shit no more. WTF,
I got me a Cybertruck.
God, Weezy got one too.
Nah, not yet.
They sharing it. They sharing it.
That's why Weezy be on vacation all the goddamn
They're
time.
sharing their Cybertruck.
She gonna get hers for LA. We gonna be good. We need it for productions.
Oh yeah, because y'all got WTF LA and WTF New York.
Yeah.
That ain't no reason for them to cancel the goddamn podcast. Don't quit doing horrible decisions just because you're doing so well.
Why did they cancel the podcast?
Because Weezy making all the fucking money doing other things.
Damn, bro. Trump's America, man. Trump's America.
Who broke it up, Alex? Weezy and Mandy? I haven't had the heart to call him this week.
Hey, get your TK.
I haven't had the heart to call either one of them.
You handle that.
Who broke it up, man?
Nope.
Yo, yeah, who broke it up?
Why wouldn't
we
they
said stuff on podcasts that broke them up before, so we ain't doing it again.
You know what's crazy though? Why? The only thing I don't like about it is hearing it on Instagram.
Yeah. Talk that shit.
I think they did it in a nice way. Just like a nice message, boom.
Could you let the Black Effect know? Could you
Yeah, they didn't even let the Black
let
Effect
iHeart know?
Oh,
How many more shows we getting?
Thank you.
One more. That's it, right?
One more.
Yeah.
Nah, they got they
said
have
they
enough
have
shows
the-
for the rest of the year.
They said the last episode is next week.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. That's fucked up how they did
Don't they got a
y'all.
show coming up though?
Yeah, that's the last one.
It's their last live show.
When is it? Let me look it up.
December 3rd.
Might have to go to that.
It's fire.
Nah, I got to see them fight first.
Yeah. They fighting that night.
Damn, man.
That's that night.
That's gonna be
Salute the horrible decisions, man.
Serrano and Taylor 3.
Nah, shout out Weezy. Shout out Mandy.
Salute the horrible decisions.
Love
Yo,
y'all,
real quick,
man.
You can tell when Schultz is tired and ready to go home towards the end of Brilliant Idiots podcast because it's just like he just starts saying shit.
Yeah, it's just like body language too. He's
Black Effect taking a hit with that
sleep
one.
like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but
That's a hit.
Was this the face
Going
of real confusion though?
What do you mean? From who?
Like at least let us know. Woody woo woo.
yeah, nah,
yeah,
he
but
sounds
his-
like he had no idea what's going on.
He didn't. They didn't tell him.
He even said he didn't have the heart to call him.
It's affecting his bottom line. That's why he sounds like
Nigga, what? Like,
Yeah.
nigga, that's a heavy hitter on the Black Effect.
Yeah.
That's a heavy hitter.
Horrible
He's losing one of
decisions.
his. He's losing one of the like. You know, like on a record label, you really only need like 1 to 2 artists actually pop off, and they pay for all the other scrubs. Like Horrible Decisions was washing out the negative equity from It's Up There podcast. Like we need that shit. You know what I'm
Valuation
saying?
just went down,
Like
nigga.
that's we need that. You know,
that's very important.
You fucking me up. Like God, you could have. Can I get a 2-week notice so we can like flood some ads over there and get as much
The
money
way
off
you
as
said
we
it
can?
though, it's like their contract isn't written on like that nice thick paper that contracts are usually written on. It's like,
Well,
is this even legal?
It is because he's only got. There's no new podcast over there. They're only established podcasts.
Yeah.
So they have a licensing deal. So you can license the material for this
So
time
that's what
period.
the
You ain't getting no new material.
Yeah, we ain't making
decided
no
to stop.
new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like he has no decision over. No, niggas. You have to. it's not like an album where you have to obligately
You owe me.
Yeah.
you owe me this. Yeah,
But I still thought there was like, even he said like, how many more episodes? Like, I thought the year needs to be over before.
sound like he
You,
don't know what's happening at Black Effect. That's what it sounds like.
oh,
But you know.
but you
But
know,
this is bad though. This is a hit for Black Effect. But
how
Yeah,
hard
this
though?
is not good for Black Effect
this is
at
a,
all.
it's a hit
Nigga.
for
This
Black
is
Effect
like
for sure.
it's like losing LeBron as the Lakers,
LeBron.
especially because
Sloth.
it's like your roster is
Sloth, I need you to step it up, nigga.
Sloth.
Yes.
And we can't count on Sloth to save anybody,
Say,
let alone him.
I need you to bring in a quarter of Horrible Decisions numbers.
iHeart has the budget to make Sloth as big as he wants to be.
It's only so much you can do, though. It's only so much, you know?
Yeah.
Only so much money you can throw at something, and you're just like, hey, you get to a point as a consumer, stop telling me to like that.
Yeah.
I hate that
Don't
shit.
tell me to like it.
Yeah, like.
It shouldn't be this forced.
Yeah, every so often, you know, like advertisers, they try to like jam something down your throat and like, you're gonna love this, you're gonna love this. No, nobody likes that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we forgot about this nigga. I mean, I forgot the podcast existed. What have they been doing this year? His biggest moment was when he was on Spaces talking about us. I'm not familiar with them. That was the
I
biggest
don't know
moment
what
this year.
Big Sloth has been doing.
Watching a lot of cartoons.
Somewhere eating fruits, man.
But yeah, man,
Staying healthy.
I do want to say, like, I wish the best. I hope they get back together. They have history that they can get back together. They have proven history that they can get back together. But honestly, it does sound like niggas put hands on each other. It sounds like I want to know who threw the first punch, though.
You know.
We don't know.
You know.
But going back to that, the hoeing, the pimping, Wheezy lost the the hypnotism isn't over.
Mystique.
The mystique
Yeah.
is over. She's
Yeah.
getting too much money with her partner, her other partner.
I no longer need this pimp manager.
Yeah, because the guy that I'm in business, I'm actually equal with. Nigga, we're expanding.
He doesn't yell at me. He doesn't call me.
I found a new
bitch.
guy.
And we're doing good.
Yeah.
We're doing really good.
Yeah.
So it could really be that.
It could
You
be.
think they get the nails painted together?
But did you see?
Of course.
Possibly. Did you see what Mel and like the Joe Budden cast had to say about it?
Throwing crazy shade. Let's make that its own segment. In
There's
the midst
another-
of Horrible Decisions breaking up, of course, everybody outside. So everybody has their opinions. At least everybody involved in this world or whatever. But Joe Budden podcast, of course, had opinions. Mel threw ultimate shade. You know what I'm saying? It was like we were in a cave. There was so much shade because her and Mandy have beef.
And nobody knows.
He said we was in a cave. It was so much shade. We was hibernating.
Yeah,
man.
it was bad.
He said it was a solar eclipse.
Joe threw his. I wish the best, but at the same time,
Another one bites the dust.
another one bites the dust because no matter what, we have to celebrate niggas' failure.
Yeah.
So we can watch just this one clip because this is a short one.
That should be first. Just said it. But yeah, I don't have any ill will toward either one of them. I see Mandy saying that stay tuned. She has great things on the horizon. And I love when people lie like that. Like, there's nothing great on the horizon.
That's great. Why would you say that?
Wow. Because it's true.
You don't know that.
I do. I know. I'm telling you. You get the studio to Savon. Savon's running the studio now.
But it's still hers, right?
Moved to Atlanta. New York's expensive. I don't know. I'm not nobody's business. See, the thing ends. There's the fight there. Now this one ends. There's an ongoing joke online at any time a Mandy co-host getting a happy relationship, she ends the podcast. So I'm just enjoying the jokes. I'm enjoying the fodder, and I'm enjoying seeing podcasters have to stop for whatever reason. Because there's always 20 gabillion reasons to stop. And sometimes you just got to keep going.
How you feel, Mel?
This nigga's nasty, son.
No, how you feel about it? I'm seeing very expressive gesticulations. This is what he's
Gesticulations.
I just wanted to.
Don't use that shit on me.
He's married.
Fuck you.
I got to catch them educated flirting. Don't use that word.
Ooh, big word.
Gesticulations.
Landed on this.
That's crazy.
Who was the shade?
There's another.
I was waiting for the shade, nigga. Where's
Oh no, this is more of Joe.
Oh, okay.
This is more Joe. But
And if you go to the Great Things in
even
store,
her face the whole time.
yeah, that
was-
one.
That's the one I clicked on, I think.
Yeah.
They hate each other.
Yeah, that's the one I clicked on. Yeah.
No.
This the same clip. Yo, somebody left a comment at last episode. He was like, half y'all podcasts is y'all niggas trying to find the timestamp.
I'm sorry, it's the one at the bottom.
There was a comment last episode where it was like half y'all podcasts y'all trying to find the timestamps that y'all reacting to.
That shit does happen.
It does happen.
Hey, and y'all
when it happens, you live, you learn, you prosper, nigga. But look,
and skip the 5
we got
minutes.
the best white man on the boards.
Yeah, we have the best white man.
But he isn't perfect.
He literally won the award for White Man of the Year. But
Bro, I literally went to the clip you asked me to go to. I just clicked on the other
We're
one.
bigging you up.
I know, but you just shot on me at the same time.
So
I mean, we can't do both.
Right before this, Flip bigs up Mel, saying that Mel, I love how you just like to dodge and dip around the whole Mandy conversation. Because when Mel spoke on it, she spoke on it with grace. She was like, I don't know what's happening with these girls.
That was not Grace.
Okay, Shay.
That was not Grace.
Grace.
Mel,
It's grace. Do you know what the word grace means? That's grace.
But he'll get mad when we legendary baddie. He do the same
no,
shit.
it's not great.
But
she
look,
obviously
Shay doesn't mean nothing.
She obviously doesn't like her. So
But
it's like
that doesn't
the
mean
nicer I
nothing.
speak about you, it's like fuck this bitch.
But that is grace.
That's not Grace.
Let's see.
Grace is not speaking on it at all. Actually,
Not necessarily.
especially when it's open beef.
Not when you have a job to do. You get what I'm saying? There's only there's a way to talk about certain things, and Mel, and go back to 450, make it easier. But Mel has a certain way of just like, you know, she's fucking perfect at that. Bourgeois, nigga. Bourgeois.
All right, let's see.
Come on, let's see.
The way you just get around shit is just, I'm just watching you, man. Like, Michael Jackson would be proud. You moonwalked your way right out of that shit. Ed bigged them up. Yeah, a lot of studio. when she's shooting at you, nigga, she's not holding back. We talk about Terminator. We talking about...
Why did they shoot that Mel? I don't know the story.
I don't know.
It's not they.
Oh, it's one
That's what
person.
you gotta say.
Just Mandy. Why does I don't know Mandy? So, but why
Neither do I.
Oh, so it's not like a friendship that fell out.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You think it's just hate?
Mel just fun.
I mean,
to
it's
shoot at, I guess.
just speculative.
Mandy masks it.
Mel, you're not gonna
masks
use
it,
this, dude.
and I'm critiquing one of the pods that I listened to.
Yeah.
The concerned
in
fan
2010
approach.
when I didn't have a pod, but okay. It goes all the way back there.
Oh.
Now pause.
Standing on business to me.
She's walking with grace. She's walking with grace.
It looked like a nigga standing on business to me.
One of her enemies just dismantled her podcast and is in a bad situation, maybe in debt. And she chose to just smile at Flip, keep her, posture straight, say, I don't know her. We've never been friends. I don't know Mark. This woman is crazy. She's taking the white woman angle. It's passive aggressiveness, but it is grace.
And does Mel have any ground to stand on to be talking shit to Mandy and Wheezy?
About successful podcasts?
Just about pod in general. Like they anchor their own podcast.
No. I mean, if we're talking about who's actually a better podcaster, it's obviously Mandy and Wheezy. But it's only Mandy in this situation.
Yeah, it's Mandy versus Mel.
It's Mandy versus Mel, and I mean, I don't think that's a competition, dog.
No, it's not.
It's not even. So I don't like when she be coming with this pretentiousness. I don't get it. It's like Joe must be a great motivational speaker.
Why?
To where he can just like, I'm not saying that she wasn't confident before she met Joe, but I feel like if you're in his good graces, you're in his circle, you feel like you're an Avenger. World's greatest superhero.
You're part of the Bionic
Can't nobody
Six.
tell you shit. Nigga can make Hawkeye feel like Black Panther.
You're on the hit
part of-
TV show
Right.
in your lane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You're
saying?
part of the
It's like
Bionic
being
Six.
a comedian, being on Wild and Out.
Yeah.
Or maybe SNL, which you get the point.
SNL. Well, I get what you're saying.
It's
though.
whatever, but it's still
Damn,
like
Wild 'N
nigga.
Out is like, is that the top?
Wild and Out
over like SNL. Oh, SNL used to be this. Where
It
you
depends
wanted
on
to
what
have-
Kind of seems like
culture you're from.
SNL is where you go to die.
Nah, no.
SNL isn't breaking careers like it did back in the day.
Getting fired from SNL seems more valuable than being on SNL.
Shane Gillis and Pete Davidson were the last people that SNL made them
It doesn't
famous.
break careers, but
In
it
quotations?
definitely keeps a career. It's not like there's no.
It gives you work. For
There's
sure.
a purpose for SNL.
It gives you work, but it's not like SNL. It used to be the vehicle that would blow you up. Like Eddie Murphy went on SNL and became like a motherfucking Eddie Murphy.
Of
nigga.
course.
And it's just not that no more.
And
I
there's-
think Pete Davidson and Shane Gillis were the last two that really like
There's-
got some leverage off that shit.
Well, we'll get back to, but the part of SNL's there has to be actually great people, and the people they have now are like either old, like Keenan's funny, but that nigga old, or Kel, whatever, which one is up there?
Keenan.
Keenan. I like him too, but
I was thinking Ivory Wayans for a second, but no.
Yeah, nah,
Thompson.
it's a different nigga.
Thompson. But yeah, man, she don't fuck. I mean, they don't fuck with each other.
Did you?
They don't fuck with each other, and Mel's being protected.
Could y'all ever find out why? Because when she was talking about it, she brought up like 2010. Like, yeah,
there was tweets from back then.
She was talking shit about me in 2010.
Yeah, there was tweets back then, and then also there's like the online jokes that Joe was bringing up in this clip as well, where he was saying every time a Mandy co-host gets into a relationship, a happy relationship, the podcast breaks up, and Mandy did not like that shit. Actually,
what did she respond with?
If you wanted to,
she responded with I'll find it.
A series of tweets.
Yeah, she did not like that shit at all. Actually,
she can tweet her ass off.
Yeah, she did not like that.
And Lauren, ride out with this. I felt like there was something I forgot to put in the notes list. Yeah, like 20 seconds.
Oh, you said keep playing it? Something like this, right?
Yeah.
Just go to
Okay.
full court. Go ahead.
I understand now. Let me not be immature for 2 seconds. And when I say 2 seconds, that's all I mean just 2 seconds. If I were either one of them, I'd have to. We would fight over this. We would fight over this. It's not going to be as simple as we're ending this brand and that's that. Nope.
It was so successful.
No, sir. I would do the Alex Cooper and kick my co-host to the side and rebrand this thing.
But maybe that could be what the next chapter.
The next chapter is. Oh, then I'm not allowing my co-host to include that if I'm in the announcement. If I'm not included.
But why they maybe one wants to leave.
Yeah, and maybe
one is like you said. They got. I don't know, but they could have other shit going. Well, this could be time consuming. This could be all right. You know what? I don't really want to do this no more. I want to go over here.
That's cool. But
you go ahead. I'm gonna take the brand and do
back
this.
to the me and Ish argument from the last part. Then I'm questioning the value of whatever there is to fight over or not fight over. If one of y'all are just going to easily walk away from it, either you are really, really noble or wasn't much value here.
Right.
Or both. Yeah.
Mandy is about to take over the female podcasting game.
What makes you say that?
She got rid of both of the people that were holding her back.
She moved as well too.
Where'd she move?
Atlanta, right?
Atlanta, and then she also gave her studio. I mean, I think she still owns it, but Savon and them niggas are running it now.
She seems like the life force of a lot of these creative endeavors. You know
For
how like
sure,
when you
100%.
like
I
you
agree
can
with
see
that.
you can see partnerships and you can tell like
who's putting in
that's
more work.
the brains of like the real like let me. And you know some situations is 50-50 like both niggas is on that shit, but she seems like the real heart of it. And now there was probably times when she had to convince Wheezy or other one Bridget, right?
Bridget Kelly.
Or Bridget Kelly. That was like, yo, come on, like, get your head in the game, bitch. What are you doing? Like, we gotta get this money. But I feel like now that she's just on her own volition, she got a girl that's propped up somewhere hating on her and shit.
Yeah.
She has the perfect recipe to really take some shit over.
I mean, she could be. I mean,
solo podcast, or maybe she just find somebody else she could bully.
Yeah,
Both
man.
work.
I mean, yeah, man. She's a female Joe,
Find
man.
somebody else she could bully is crazy.
She's gonna find somebody else that
It's inevitable. She's just a bully, right?
I mean, you said it, not me. But I think, and I also believe in her talent. I believe in her talent.
I mean, I get what you're saying by that.
You know what I mean? Like a
she's
lot
cool.
of, some
I
people.
believe in her talent in terms of like Mandy says shit. I'd be like, what the fuck is she talking about right now?
But you're listening, which is her
Yeah,
talent.
pretty much. Yeah.
Which is her talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say last pod I seen her on. She was like, nobody knows 5 Meek Mill songs,
That was
and then that
crazy
Asian
viral.
girl named like 6. It's like it was fucking crazy. It's like dreams and nightmares.
Oh, that shit was
Like,
funny.
all right. I can't name 5 Meek Mill songs.
Yeah, she addressed the whole thing. She was like, I celebrate folks. I ride for my friends. I'm not a gatekeeper, and y'all idiots really think I will walk away from hundreds of thousands of dollars because my co-hosts find themselves in relationships that make them happy. With men, I wouldn't date myself. Excuse me. All these are question marks. But
so she didn't have no answers.
No, I guess she would. I don't know.
I mean, hey, Mandy, she's single too, right?
I have no idea.
Sounds like it. And if she is, her husband probably wears
No
a leather
idea.
suit.
Mandy's
idea.
probably single. That sounds right.
You know what I mean?
Who
I
can
feel
control her?
I feel like a dude would hold her back. From
nigga
pimping
might-
these
She would need the
hoes.
most like
Yeah.
It will hold her back
extraordinary
from
nigga.
pimping these hoes
That's
because
true.
if there's even if she's the boss, the ambitious one in her ordinary life. If she's coming home to a dude,
She probably be running her niggas.
Nah.
that's what I'm saying. She's either running them or she's secretly dating Bill Gates, and we just don't know it.
Yeah.
Like she just got a power play that's like, man, shut up before I buy your life.
Nigga, at the end of the day or the end of the week when that cycle comes on, she's gonna want a man to hold her.
At the end of every week, it's just the cycle comes on.
Whenever
That's how
her
fast
cycle
yours
comes on. What? That was good. It wasn't. But whenever her fucking shit comes, like that's when she's gonna start yearning for a man. I don't believe she's like
How many times a month?
shit. Somebody like her? Maybe twice.
Nah.
God gave her 2 periods a month. And that's a lot, by the way.
You
That's
don't
a
know
lot.
modern women.
No, that's a lot.
You're still using the old blueprint. There's
What?
a different. There's a
I
different brand.
think if a woman did get 2 periods a month, she has the right to be just fucking angry.
Oh my god. Yeah.
2 periods a month.
That's crazy.
2 periods a month mean you took a Plan B the first week and your body's
Yo!
reacting. And I don't know. Don't ask me why I know this. But
I don't even like. Don't tell people why you know that.
I just did.
That's dark.
It can make the second one a little loose.
That's dark because I know what you mean and I shouldn't know what you mean.
Hey, that mean that Plan B work, nigga. She got 2 in a month. Hey,
God,
what else you got
sick.
to talk about?
All right, we need to get out of here. That was sick.
Hey, man, that's some real shit, man.
It's
Life
too
we
real.
live.
It's too real. But outside of that, though, yeah, niggas is gonna show throw. The beef will continue.
Yes.
They still have to drop their final episode because it would need to be re-recorded. So we haven't heard the final episode.
Speaking of that, I listened to 10 minutes of Hot and Bothered, which nobody here
I have no
thought would do.
intention. But go ahead.
I listened to 10 minutes of it. She had another doctor on there. It was a male doctor. He knows
good.
about the vaginas and whatnot. You know what I'm saying?
Did you learn something?
Was he a gynecologist?
You want to know what's crazy? I was trying to learn something because that's what I have to base off. That's what I have to base off.
I feel like if it was a doctor
if this is
there,
a
you
good
had to have
podcast.
learned something.
Well, not necessarily. It's
podcast doctors are different.
Like,
especially if they're good at it. Depends on what they're better at.
and
being a
if
doctor
they're real,
or
being a podcast.
or
Right,
if they're
right.
real doctors, like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Y'all have heard about her?
Sounds fugazi.
Oh, I know.
You get what I'm saying?
Her unaccredited school that doesn't exist anymore.
You feel me?
Yeah.
We never actually talked about that, but there's a video of Corey Holcomb just kind of ripping into her. It was
She
just,
spent her entire Breakfast Club interview shooting back at him.
yeah.
Yeah, that
But-
means it was true. You spent a whole.
But that was also we can't make that a segment. I couldn't get through that podcast. I couldn't get through her Breakfast Club. That shit was annoying as hell.
I'm gonna send you a clip. It's funny, but
Because it was also double motivated too. Okay, she has beef with Corey Holcomb, so does Jess Hilarious. Less hilarious. Like
that's what he calls her.
so it's like everything is motivated. It's like she had like street corner pimp phrases and shit. I was like, this is fucking weird. Like
Yeah.
And niggas are just in the studio like, whoo, hyping her up. Like, I'm like, this is some snake oil salesman. Like,
Unless she doing a solo
yeah, I did
OnlyFans.
not like that shit. Was weird, bro. I was like, this is fucking weird.
And on the 5150 show, Corey Holcomb, like his last one, not the new one,
Yeah,
but he had on
after the Breakfast Club thing.
I believe so.
Yeah.
He had on 2 women who were doctors, who were
And what
actual
they did.
therapists.
Yeah.
And one of them was like, yeah, even the language she used
This
is
is
not
not-
in the right context.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like she's using language that's actually derogatory because it's like high or slow.
Towards their content, towards the clients.
Oh,
how
okay.
you should actually be speaking about clients and things of that nature.
Yeah.
And like she's breaking rules apparently.
Breaking the HIPAA agreement.
Like high functioning,
Yeah.
not retarded people, but high functioning, what's
Autism?
autism,
Oh, yeah.
or low functioning autism.
And even like apparently it's a thing where it's like when you are there, like me entering you into a psychological therapy session when you did not volunteer for that, like that's against like therapist ethics and shit like that.
Those
And
things
that's
are
what even though I can't give
mind
them
grape.
even though I can't give them too much pushback on the Cam Newton thing just because it felt like that's what he wanted to, like he was going into it for that. I get what
Yeah.
they're saying, but I can't give him too much on the Cam Newton thing because it seemed like that's what he wanted.
Yeah.
Like I'm only inviting her on so I can cook her.
But-
and then he ended up looking kind of crazy. So it just kind of,
Nigga,
I get what they say. My
But-
favorite part when Corey Holcomb's exposing her is when he had said how he had seen her for the first time. And then when she took the gloves off, he was like, I really seen you as he was with you was one of D-Ray's bitches. That's really how I know you. I just didn't want to tell everybody.
And
I
honestly,
didn't want to tell nobody, but I saw you as one of my niggas bitches.
One of my niggas bitches,
Let's start there, goddamn it.
and that's the thing. I don't know if it should be a segment, but there's a picture of her with a stud, and Corey Holcomb just used it for like 5
He did.
minutes.
I saw that.
He was
Yeah.
just like, "Look at you. Is that you?"
But yeah,
But nah,
get
yeah.
out of here.
Yes, we are here. End of the show. The greatest part?
What you
No.
doing?
Oh, I thought you said let's get out of here, nigga.
No, let's get out of this segment.
Oh, well.
That's about it. Yeah, but I'll hit
Which
it
matters,
again.
nigga.
Save that energy, pimp.
Kendrick Lamar seems to, this is the world is saying Kendrick Lamar has taken shots at Andrew Schulz for sure, and possibly Charlamagne the God. And
Potentially, yeah.
They say potentially, yeah. And
So at the bar,
yeah,
there's
I
a
guess
picture of the
kind
bar
of
in the notes.
It is. Oh, yeah.
And I want
see
Lauren to
it.
read it because he's the best.
Let me put my hat on.
Your hat.
Yeah, since we're.
You talking about this right here? Oh
Raccoon.
shit!
Jesus Christ.
That's more like a Russian hat, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't have a raccoon hat.
This is more Slavic.
This is as close as I can get. But just in case he's a director towards Charlamagne, we can continue.
So what we doing now?
You're supposed to be reading this bar.
Oh, I got
because
you.
You're the rapper, nigga.
Oh, 10-4.
Yeah.
Somebody gonna drop the beat? Fucking with you.
Drop the beat.
Don't let no white. What you say? Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman that's law. I know propaganda work for them and fuck whoever that's close to them.
Now, this is obviously in reference to the infamous Shits and Gigs clip that we had covered on this very show,
Yes.
where Andrew Schulz had made some remarks in the form of jokes about black women that didn't go over too well. But it's crazy because at the time, and I think we had even mentioned it too, the Shits and Gigs were getting the brunt of the discrepancy, even though Schulz was the one that made the joke.
Yeah.
And Kendrick Lamar felt it was necessary to call him out directly, not by name, but he said comedians talk about no black woman as well.
Yeah.
Like what else?
In the last like 5 years, there's nothing.
In the
there's
last
no reference.
5 years,
Yeah.
like what is the cultural?
Let's listen to it because he said more than that too. Yeah, so
You look ridiculous with this hat on. I just realized.
yeah, I put it on for
I
a
just
reason.
looked
He said, so I had to put a hunting hat on or something.
I feel it.
Yeah. So Ryan Clark called out Charlamagne for not checking him.
For not checking Andrew.
For not checking Andrew.
I feel like Ryan
During the
Clark
situation.
only calls
Ryan-
out niggas that his wife tells him to.
Charlamagne doesn't respond to a lot of people because I don't think he believes that they're like on his level. But Kendrick should be response worthy, right? Do we think he's talking about him as one of the? That's
He's probably
surrounding
talking
him?
about Schulz.
I'm gonna try to stop using that word too.
Even if Kendrick isn't directly talking about Charlamagne, I don't think he would mind Charlamagne feeling offended because it's like,
Yeah.
fuck it, nigga.
It's
you
in
cool
good
with him.
light.
I literally meant when I said if you cool with him, then fuck you.
Yeah.
Even if that wasn't my intention, I was thinking of you. It is you
Yeah, right.
because you cool with the nigga.
Because Charlamagne definitely avoided it last time.
Avoided what?
Talking
Yes,
to him about
the whole shits and
about the
gigs.
shits and gigs situation
Yeah.
in general. He completely avoided it. Even though Ryan Clark called him out, and now Kendrick has assumingly called him out as well too.
You can't even align with your homies, even if they're white
or comedians.
Or you can align with them, but you got to say something.
Especially
This could also be technically a shot to Alex Media.
It could be, but I think it's really Shits and Gigs, the black dudes that were sitting on the couch with him. That's the most obvious answer that's probably true. But even given like Charlamagne's history of, I don't want to say pandering to black women, but pandering to black women.
He should be. We can use that.
Even if you don't do it, even if you do it, at least do it jokingly. Like do something.
He didn't at all.
Yeah.
though. He avoided it.
What do you think that says about his character?
Whose character?
The guy in
Charlamagne's?
question, yeah.
Shaky at best.
Shaky at best.
Yeah.
That sounds a little bit more fair than you usually are.
I mean, I don't.
You normally have harder convictions, nigga.
I've done a lot of calling out. It looked like Kendrick's, stepping up to the mantle now.
This nigga said Kendrick doing my job for me.
You know what's crazy?
It does kind of
Kendrick
work.
to potentially diss Charlemagne for this nigga to get on board with him.
I've always been on board with Kendrick.
Nah, you ain't always been on board with.
I have. I'm not with the fake woke shit. I'm not with the fake woke shit. I'm not with the fake moral high ground shit at all. I'm not. Outside of that, I fuck with him.
Charlemagne, why is our video up?
Because this is just pulling up the Ryan Clark thing.
Yeah.
And us bringing up that Charlemagne had avoided. I was bringing up that Charlemagne avoided checking him on it last time. His activity with black women.
As a black dude with a white friend, do
you have a responsibility?
You do have a responsibility, but I'm even speaking specifically to AJ right now because I'm wondering, has there been a moment where you had to defend black, but you understood what your friend was doing?
Yep.
You want to speak to that? You want to, share that story? Because this is an interesting area to where it's like, I know Charlemagne, even though as a black dude in America, he knows Schulz. It's beyond just like culture. It's beyond. Schulz isn't just white to him. That's my homie.
Right.
And he's a comedian, which is a whole other fucking caveat.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I can't defend every crazy thing this nigga says.
Exactly.
Right.
Especially if you know the nigga hard. Like if he says some wild shit and then he comes up to me like, yo, Jay Noblez was joking about this shit. What the fuck do you think? It's like, nigga, I know this nigga. So I know he was a joke, regardless if he played with fire and got burnt. I know that what his intentions were. He wasn't trying to talk shit about Asians. It just happened.
Well, would you bring it up then?
To him? On the podcast?
Right. Where it happened
Give me a situation.
I guess he said something crazy about Asians.
And they're forcing me to mention it on the podcast.
It's become a big thing. It's viral now.
It's become a big viral thing. Well, shit, me and Lauren would have to mention it just to make fun of the nigga. Sure. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like...
Charlemagne didn't.
Well, and we said that he should have. Did we not say that earlier?
No.
I'm pretty sure we said that earlier.
Does anybody remember that?
Nope.
So that means it doesn't happen. Well, AJ spoke.
Yeah, I don't know.
The king has arisen, nigga.
No, I'm just asking. It didn't happen.
I'm telling you, I said it.
He remained silent.
I mean, hey,
he said he didn't hear it.
Well, I mean, nigga, I don't need anybody to fucking back me up and defend me. I'm telling you, I said it, nigga.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't think, in a weird way, I feel like Kendrick is starting like some weird beef that's like it's not necessary. Like it's not
because he's crazy. This nigga's lost it. He lost it.
It's no reason.
This is all ridiculous.
It's no reason to bring that up, but at the same time, man, it's like this is who he is. He's Tupac reincarnated. So it's a certain level of. But I mean, what do you think Charlemagne should do because of this? You think he should come on the next Brilliant Idiots like, yo, Schulz, King Kendrick told me I had to respond to you. I know it's been 3 months, but.
I don't know. I think that Charlemagne should stop avoiding it in general. I think this is the second time. I think it's not going away now. I think the moment it was easy to ignore Ryan Clark, I don't watch The Pivot. You know what I'm saying? Like Ryan Clark is Ryan Clark. He popping. But like
he has words to say.
If I'm Charlemagne, he's gonna deem that as somebody that's not worthy of responding to. But you gonna tell me Kendrick Lamar is not somebody worthy of responding to if the shoe fits energy? You know what I'm saying? Like even if it wasn't directed towards me, I have a hard time believing it was directed towards shits and gigs. They're the ones who, like, it was like
they weren't the victims they tried to make themselves out to be.
You know what I'm
though.
saying? Like it was like Schulz went there. They damn sure didn't help. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't. They also didn't like spearhead nothing.
They laughed though.
Yeah,
and that's what the internet caught on to. The fact that the laugh is sort of a cosign.
Yeah, but his rap says whoever's close to him, and if you're following Charlotte or anybody, you know
everybody knows who's close to him.
And Charlotte are close.
Ryan Clark put out the APB of whoever his black friends are. Did he? I can't remember. If Ryan Clark.
He said something like that.
Said Charlemagne, which I feel like everybody knows Charlemagne, and
said if he has black
which
friends.
is disrespectful if he didn't say Charlemagne.
I feel like he did. So it's like we all. I don't know who else this bullet could hit outside of Alex Media.
Taylor.
No.
Yeah.
Outside of Alex Media, Alex, because he was there in the moment.
I guess it kind of hit all of them.
Taylor Black.
Yeah,
kind of hit all of
around
them.
that nigga. Who's ever close to him?
Yeah.
Who? It's not even. You know what I mean?
Because they're used to. And then he said because they're used to.
Fuck Mark
for the check.
You believe it?
Yeah.
That's what Kendrick said.
No, but I'm saying, do you believe that?
What?
That these niggas that are close to Schulz are cooning for the check?
I believe that.
That would make Schulz
I
the
don't know.
breadwinner. I mean, I don't want to pocket watch like that, but is Schulz the breadwinner of everybody?
Of his group, yeah.
I'm talking about
But
Brilliant
not,
Idiots too.
but not Charlotte. Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Charlamagne had money longer, but I don't know. It might be.
Yeah, Charlamagne's still getting.
Hey, nigga, doing a stadium tour is crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Might be
stadium tour is crazy.
But Charlamagne's checks are like big deal, one time things. Like, okay, like stadium deals. Yeah, it's crazy, right? But Charlamagne can sign something like right now for like $5 to $10 million a year. You know what I mean? Like it's a little different. Like Schulz is not doing like I don't think Madison Square Garden, after you subtract the production cost, you pocket $1 million. You know what I'm saying? But Charlamagne signs up to talk on this mic 5 days a week. It could be $5 to $10 million a year.
It might
You know what I'm
balance
saying?
out.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like,
I know I know that whole thing.
Yeah.
But
And he's been getting money
I feel like it's
longer.
close.
He got the book deal
because
and all
Schulz
that
is at
shit,
the
too.
point where his funny money is very.
I think it's getting
hilarious.
closer. I think it's getting closer for sure. But I still think if we're talking breadwinners in that room, it's still Charlamagne for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And do I think Charlamagne has avoided topics, not pushed the line, not grown? Yeah, for sure. There's certain levels, if we want to call that. In this situation, is dealing with race and black women, so you would have to put that term to it. But I would put him changing his behavior for a check or in general to other subjects without attaching the racial slur to it. You know what I'm saying?
If Schulz,
so yeah, sure, the shoe fits.
Like this might like mean nothing, but if Schulz was black, would it even be? And do we have to say another word?
Yes, because the thing is, he kept saying it, so I feel like it was cool. But then that's the only word that has 3 exclamation
Literally 3
marks.
Because they get us every time.
But all right, but
I'm gonna go through this section.
Onan.
All right, so we won't do
and
it
mark
anymore.
it. Yeah, I'm just
yeah.
trying to slow it down. Yeah,
But like, if he was black, would it even be that? Would Kendrick have said something? Probably not. Would everybody be mad? Probably not. Like Schultz's skin color is really the main problem in this.
cracker saying this shit
White
around black people who love black women. I said it in the last clip when I said when in the clip that we put out where Charlamagne avoids checking Andrew Schulz. I said I think it's funny. And the funniest part is this is something that like two mature men are supposed to be able to have a conversation about, especially if we both believe this for real. Like the respect and protection of black women, and avoiding the conversation is hilarious because it's like, whoa, of all the conversations we're avoiding,
Yeah.
I can't avoid the one that I've been spearheading. That's crazy.
So
it's up again now.
Do you think the fact that, because we even said it, like at the time, Schulz didn't really get any pushback until now, for real. His name wasn't brought
The
up.
whole
in
thing
it as
came up
the-
months later, or like a month later after the podcast actually happened.
Of them doing it.
Of the
And
shits
it was
and
on
gigs.
Shits and Gig, though. So maybe it's just, Schulz wasn't getting no flack at the time, so there was no need to address it.
It's flack now, though.
Now,
This
but
is
this
the
shit
second-
just happened.
No, this is the second time it's been flack.
But this is the first time it's been flack blaming Schulz.
Blaming.
That's what I'm saying. The first time the story broke, it was these two black UK niggas that were laughing at black women's expense.
Right.
But then Andrew was the nigga that made the joke. This is the first time I feel like he's really getting blamed for this shit.
And Andrew,
so if they don't respond, first of all, they're gonna talk about it now.
Yeah, they have to.
They absolutely have to talk about it
Yeah,
next
this
week.
all happened-
They already
yeah,
filmed
this-
Brilliant Idiots for this week before this shit dropped.
Before it dropped.
The
yeah.
thing
So-
is, will it be Charlamagne's doing or Schulz doing?
I think it'll be both. I think it'll be one of them things to where
I
it's
don't
like, hey,
think so.
Kendrick Lamar dissed Andrew Schulz. First of all, think about how crazy
That's
that is.
hilarious.
Just it as a sentence.
Yeah.
And
But
that's
is it
what
also-
they're opening the pod with. They couldn't avoid it.
But is you think
They
so?
couldn't avoid this.
But I think the potential of it losing steam is higher because he has to go to the Breakfast Club.
Who?
Charlamagne. He has to go to the Breakfast Club twice
What does that
Doesn't
mean?
matter.
before the conversation with Schulz.
That means nothing.
Doesn't matter. Because he's not having Schulz was never gonna be at the Breakfast Club.
And we want to hear what Schulz had.
Yeah,
He might.
my fault. But when they have whatever their 2 cents are together, that's what we're waiting on.
Yeah.
And that's not gonna. We're not gonna age past that.
But a conversation is going to be had at the Breakfast Club too.
Maybe.
So we're going to ignore. So Charlamagne's going to sit up there at work, talk about the album this Monday morning. yesterday and act like Kendrick Lamar didn't drop an album. Andrew Schulz being in the headline, that's a news story. They have to cover that.
Doesn't mean it's going to be a whole topic, but
Yeah.
like
It's gonna be a
they're
whole
probably
topic.
going to mention it. He's
gonna be a
probably
whole
going to say
topic.
something.
They have to.
But that's the thing.
And even if they do, that's not going to fuck up what's going to happen on Brilliant
We-
Idiots when
Right.
he talks to Schulz. He's
But
not going to
that's
call
Schulz.
Schulz
But
into
it's
the Breakfast
going to
Club.
be interesting because now I'm having this conversation not in front of you for the first time.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah.
AJ,
but-
I don't think the first time they're gonna talk is just on the pod. Like I'm pretty sure they're gonna have conversations like, "Yo, did you hear that shit?" Like, yeah,
As
niggas
soon as it
crazy.
probably came out,
They've already had the
And we
conversation.
want to
Group
hear
chat was
Andrew.
crazy.
We don't care about Ebro asking Charlamagne how he feels about it. Like that means nothing. We want to hear Andrew Schulz.
I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying at all, but it's all good.
So reiterate.
Pretty much all I'm saying is that they've had that conversation, but the first time the public, is going to be able to see one of the two parties have the conversation will be Charlamagne the God at the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see, and there's a different environment there too. It's Envy and it's Just Hilarious, and if Laura LaRosa happens to be there that day as well too. So we're going to be able to see what the conversation is when Andrew's not in the room compared to the one that when he is in the room. That's going to be two different conversations.
Yeah, one of them might be worse, and I think it's going to be the one without Andrew Schulz.
But how's that going to affect the one that is with Andrew Schulz?
I can't imagine that Charlamagne is going to go on the radio and say something that he wouldn't have already probably
I don't
said to
think
Schulz
so.
over the
I
weekend.
don't think so either. But I just
So what do you?
I don't think he's going to say. I don't think he's going to say something. Yeah, I don't think he's going to throw him under the bus.
That's never happening.
Yeah, but it's still going to be interesting to see what he says. How is Jess going? What is Jess going to say? What is Lauren LaRosa going to say that doesn't have as much loyalty to him? Is he going to defend?
You think Lauren's going to be there?
It's semantics. I don't think Lauren being there, I don't think she would ever ask anything like that. So Charlamagne, what's going on with you and your white friend? Nah,
You don't
that's
think
not
so?
happening. Nah.
Damn, that's crazy.
I don't think it might not.
will.
I think it might not even get mentioned. It might be so much other shit about around the project to talk about to where it's like
Exactly.
Kendrick Lamar calls out Andrew Schulz.
That's-
Like this is not to like say that Chigs does less important work, but this is a Chigs thing. This is a Chigs video.
Yeah. And
I don't know if the Breakfast Club is going to fucking carve out 15 minutes dedicated to Schulz.
And that's the thing I was going
I
to say.
think there'll be a one-off comment that Charlamagne makes.
I
Like,
think-
yeah, you know, my homie
I
got
don't
this.
even think Charlamagne's going to make a comment on So Brilliant Idiots because I think Charlamagne's going to play the fool. He might not even talk about you. We don't know who he's talking about. You know, who knows? He might play that game.
That does sound like something.
I don't think he would though, because Schulz already is on.
He's already
Schulz is
responded.
already of the like, yeah, this was about me.
he's
So I don't
responded,
think they're
yeah.
about to have an argument. It's like, nah, it's not about you. Especially
But he
when
does that. He does that in real time on the Brilliant.
He can still play
He
stupid.
plays
though.
stupid.
He can still
and
play stupid.
He does that to Schulz. Schulz will say something to him. He'd be like, "You really? You think he was talking about you?" Like he'll do that shit all the time.
Well, to avoid the conversation.
Yeah. That's
what
and
I'm
if
saying.
that's what he does to avoid it, that's what he does. But you know, and when he does it, we'll be here. He'll have on his raccoon hat, and we'll piss on the grave.
yeah.
No, he won't. I will.
No, we won't.
We won't though.
Hey, AJ's the Undertaker. This nigga. You a tough fool.
That's what we have on here. Katt Williams is starting a podcast.
Yeah, go to this clip. You know, GQ. That's the publication, correct?
Yes.
GQ. They do the 10 things in the bag thing, and then they also do the portion where celebrities go undercover on the internet and answer questions about themselves. You know, they're going Quora, Reddit, all that shit. And somebody got Katt Williams. I feel like anybody that gets Katt Williams to do anything, especially shit like this, deserves a raise.
Yeah.
Because this nigga, he just seems like I don't want to say flighty, but Katt Williams is going wherever his compass points.
Yeah.
And he's probably got a magnetic compass.
this off.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But he went on GQ. He answered a few questions. We can actually, Lauren
I didn't
started
realize how
from
many
the
subscribers they have. They're fucking booming.
bro. They up, and you know they're one of them. I don't want to say they're propped up, but this is GQ. This is a hallmark in the industry. But just go to the beginning because we can watch like him answer like one or two questions. It was kind of seeing Katt Williams, and he's not going up against other niggas. Just seeing them funny and loose. It's reminiscent. It's nostalgic. But play this.
At Katt Williams, who's getting exposed next? Hashtag Katt has the answers. Well, what's up, GQ? I'm Katt Williams, and today I'm going undercover on the internet. It's actually me. Cora.
Have you heard of Cora before?
Of course. She was my grandmother's friend. What is Katt Williams like in person? Oh, so sexy. How tall is he? He smells good. And I don't want to say specifically and speak for him, but he's probably about 1.5 feet shorter than 6'5". What was your first attempt at stand-up comedy like? Oh, it was glorious. It was a room full of white people meeting this black guy and him telling them what it felt like to be there with them and them responding with, aha, that's how it feels for us too. And the bond was magical. And that's still what it's like to this day. What are some tips for growing my hair like Katt Williams? Dandruff. People hate on it, but it's worked for me. Okay. X.
Now go to the timestamp. Or that
picture.
That picture was funny as shit.
This nigga.
Yeah, we go to the. I think it was 9:59.
Have to kind of. Okay.
Wait, go back a
is
few
yes.
seconds. Go. I fucked that timestamp up a little bit. My fault.
9:46.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, right here.
Start a podcast. The community will freak out. Everyone knows you speak the truth. I do not enjoy listening to me talk. So if I did a podcast, it would have to kind of, okay, the answer is yes. Fine, I'll do the podcast, and I'm working on it. All right, there you go, Tim. Okay, that's it. I'm signing off the internet. See you all later.
I don't know how much I want
This
to
is
watch a
interesting.
Katt Williams podcast.
That's what I'm saying. This is interesting because it's like,
Because even after Club Shay Shay, I don't rewatch the Joe Rogan one, the one that he did with that black dude, like the independent publication. Like,
yeah,
I'd imagine a pimpin' ass Bill Maher. Like whatever Bill Maher got going on, just like a chill back vibe.
By himself?
Not.
Or
He
you think
could
he'll bring his,
just one
just
guest.
pull up Eddie Griffin. So like we'll probably go there next somehow, some way.
Yes.
But Eddie Griffin has a podcast, and I feel like
it's fucking
whatever Katt Williams is envisioning, it possibly could be close to this, but
podcast.
Oh, go down.
Yeah, go to
down.
his profile.
Is it scroll down?
What was the? It was a real
think
funny
it was
one
that
that I
purple
sent y'all
background.
niggas.
He be in
that
front
one.
of a green
Eddie Griffin.
screen, don't he? Isn't it that one right there? In
Yeah.
front of that purple thing?
Nah, not that one.
Oh.
Not that one. Go to his
Click
page.
profile.
No,
Wrong
it was the
page.
other
Go to
channel.
the go out and then go to the video at the top.
It was that channel.
This one right here.
Yeah, whatever this channel is right here.
So for those of you that
Now,
didn't know,
video.
yeah, this is it.
Do the second one.
This one right.
Yeah, that one.
Perfect.
This is what you imagine Katt Williams getting into.
Whatever.
lane.
This is the spectrum.
Yeah, it is him on a green screen.
This
That's
side.
what I said.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
side
that's
of the
what I thought.
world, this is what he should be doing. And in terms of like what Katt Williams is known for, telling the truth, some news, like I don't know what else he could bring to the game, but it's Katt Williams. Like
He's gonna bring
world can
his
only imagine.
perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is what's needed.
Yeah, but
Because he's been right so far.
yeah, skip like 2 minutes and let's just hear some of this. Eddie Griffin has been running this podcast for at least, it feels like a year, but I remember when he first started it, it got some low traction at first, but it's just now starting to pick up
How many
real
views did it have?
And he
steam.
figured out his recipe because this shit is great.
500,000.
Shit is fucking
10
hilarious.
days ago. Damn, that shit booming.
He's figured out his recipe for sure. Let's see.
Let's go.
Stock music.
Don't forget, like, subscribe, comment, like, subscribe. Yeah, do that.
It's got the perfect beats. You know what I mean?
The Ukraine money laundering operation is coming to a close. President number 47 has told the mother that they cut off. No more money. Yeah, we can spend some of that money here with the homeless veterans we got here. You know what I mean? That went and fought for the goddamn country. Yeah, you spending money over there to a motherfucking Fruit Loop in a tutu dressed. Yeah. You cut off.
What the fuck?
And hopefully we'll find out where the money's been going. I guarantee you, it went through 6 different countries offshore, and the Democrats, they feasting off of that shit. Let me play this video of some sore losers.
Why? Do you really hate me that bad? I can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach.
I didn't see a man amongst them. Not a set of balls spoke. just losing their mind. But, you know, the sun came out today. So, and it's going to come out again tomorrow. So I don't.
And like, that's perfect. Now, the set of balls spoke. And that's the type of wave that Katt Williams is going to be on. You know,
I
just
can see that.
like, just
But
spinning
him,
whatever
like,
his truth
too
is.
high produced. I can't picture that.
Who, Katt Williams?
Yeah.
Oh, nah.
Like in terms of like some Club Shay Shay shit.
Oh well, nah.
Or even Bill Maher. Like
Bill
this
Maher
this
ain't-
is rough.
Yo,
this is literally just a green screen at a table. With some
But this
shit
is
on it.
natural.
What you mean by rough? Like good rough
Like
or
it's
bad
very,
rough?
just like very base level.
But you like it
production.
though, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, just making sure, nigga.
Yeah, I don't not like it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
nah,
I never
I mean,
seen a
just-
full thing either.
It's pretty good. What was you about to find?
I don't even fucking know now. It's crazy.
But Katt Williams' podcast would be crazy. He would definitely have maybe not a co-host, but who's that dude that does the podcast with Cam?
Mace?
The
no,
dude behind the camera?
Cam Newton.
Oh.
My bad, not Cam.
Is the dude that be behind the camera?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I just assumed it was a producer.
But
I don't know. Whatever his name is, I like him because it's
Yeah.
like he has facts. You know, he kind of guides Cam. He knows how his mind works. He's like, but well, Cam, what about this?
Yeah.
And Katt Williams just needs that. He doesn't need somebody to actually like talk to him per se.
Yeah.
And I don't know how legitimate this shit is, but I saw this the other day. It was supposed to be an LOY topic. Apparently, Katt Williams purchased a 117-acre property, a former military base in Alabama with over 30 buildings, and 3 million square feet of indoor space to create his own film studio.
Yeah.
And
look at the way he's dressed. I believe this is his property, his estate.
I don't.
No, I saw the picture. He had some. Yeah. He had some extra shit on.
He had the works on. He looked like a 5-star general of the Grand Masons.
Of the nigga Templars or something. Nah, man, it's beautiful.
Yeah, this is one. Well, you saw it.
Nigga look crazy. He looked crazy, but he looked like Katt Williams. It looked like he just bought some 113 acres.
113 acres.
It looked like that.
Is this true?
Are you seeing research for this?
Oh, no, I was just.
I thought you just Googled it, but yeah.
I did Google it, but I was just gonna look for that picture you're talking about. But yeah, it seems true. BlackEnterprise.com talking about.
Hey,
Okay, Katt Williams. Nigga.
Hey, he
gonna have his own compound like Snoop
or like Tyler Perry.
Do y'all have any websites that y'all go to like this, like BlackEnterprise.com?
Like
on a regular, like
not
as
on
a-
purpose.
Right, that's what I mean.
nah.
Outside of like the thing you click on a YouTube search.
Yeah.
I mean a Google search.
Never for news.
Yeah, I don't either. It's kind of weird. Having like go-to websites for news now.
Go-to websites. Yeah, especially if it's not just the regular like AP, Associated Press. or
AP,
fucking,
so yeah. Like, what
CNN, nigga. Wall Street Journal be charging now.
Locally
so.
referred to as Starships, the
like
Williams
$2.99 a
rumored
month.
property
Yeah, it's stupid.
includes
Yeah.
30 concrete buildings with a total of 3 million square feet of indoor space. It has 10 to 20 room barracks, 2 large gymnasiums.
Has 10, 20 room barracks. 10 barracks.
God
20
damn.
rooms.
How
Yeah.
many?
Oh, 10, 20
I feel
room
like, I feel like barracks
Oh,
hold like
yeah.
30, 40 people.
and over 90 acres of usable flat land, which is important
Well, it's
on
20
the former
rooms, so you can run
Flatland? Usable flatland is even
Fort
more
McLean.
valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that shit is. Wonder what kind of grass he got.
announcement comes at the end.
Yo,
Yeah.
this nigga's a grass connoisseur now.
Hey,
Yo.
man, it's
telling
part
you,
of the
bro.
job.
Should hear
dog.
this
It's
nigga
part of the
earlier, man. That's
job.
insane.
Bullshit.
Hell
Love what he
yeah.
do.
I'll fix your yard, nigga.
Might need,
I'll get you right.
might need your assistance, brother.
Right.
It's gonna take a couple treatments for AJ Yard.
Yeah, nah, it's at least 9 rounds.
Yeah,
Take about 10 from mine.
full year for sure. But nah, man, Katt Williams.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm pressed to watch it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm always gonna watch like your first, maybe second episode, but I don't know how pressed I am to watch it though. Honestly,
If it's good, it's gonna stay. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
Like Katt Williams
to
is
see the
big enough to
trailer.
where I'm gonna give him the chance. I'll probably give him at least 5 episodes, maybe.
I want him to do shows like the nigga from Tiger Belly. Just like random news broadcasts and in front of a green screen. So it's kind of like the Eddie Griffin shit. But he's just like, he only does it when he's like unhinged.
What do you mean by unhinged? You gotta be drunk, or he's gotta be like the
On that-
Illuminati has to be chasing him.
Yes.
Okay. I get what you mean.
These
Like when he's in the
PSAs.
because Katt Williams is interesting to where it's like it feels like he has an explanation for everything, but it's like you did beat up an 8th grader that one time, and then like you know some other shit. Like he's
Yeah.
not the most. He's not unflawed.
Yeah,
but
he's definitely a sinner for sure.
Yeah,
but you know he's a man.
And I think that this shit will be crazy.
I think it would be amazing.
I think, and Katt Williams is the kind of nigga he's like anybody who's had me on their podcast and I had a good time. I have to invite them onto my podcast. So he's probably gonna try to get Joe Rogan. He might try to get Shannon Sharp.
But I feel like he's gonna get some real, eccentric people
for sure.
Or the type of people he takes on tour with him, because he takes a lot of people on tour for the first time. So it'll be I feel like it'll be a lot of comedians we never heard of. Like, but people people that are funny and tour with him, we just ain't never seen these niggas for real. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty sure we're gonna see Lunel's cleavage again. Cause
for sure.
You know she loves to flaunt it.
I mean, that's like her day one too.
Her cleavage might have her own mic.
Yeah.
She got that page for the reason.
You know, that office hours right there, the dude that never sent one before, right there. I should have sent that to Leak so he could respond to him.
Oh, really?
I watched the beginning. I was like, sorry, Leak. I should have sent this to you. I didn't want to ruin the show. I didn't know how he would react.
He might not have listened to the episode. He might have
You know what I'm saying?
working on his promos.
Yeah. But all right.
He's one of A. Brown beats again.
Did y'all want to go to office hours?
What was
Wasn't it? There was nothing big left.
Shit, that Mr. Beast and Ronaldo. Y'all didn't watch it?
At all. It was terrible, bro. It was like
Yeah, but it was literally just like Mr. Beast teaching Ronaldo about Mr. Beast.
Yeah, that's
it was
stupid.
weird. You know what I mean? Like two famous niggas only talking about their fame, which I guess that's what
you famous for, dog.
I guess that's what two famous people should do, but it didn't feel natural. Like
maybe when
Ronaldo
their first meeting, but not
Ronaldo
when we're seeing them talk.
Yeah, that's it. We shouldn't see your first time meeting.
Yeah. Or your first real conversation.
You know what I mean?
It just felt like Ronaldo was
damn.
confused and slightly uninterested.
Mr. Beast
But yeah,
tired, don't he?
40 million views in
40
3
million
days.
views in 3 days.
But
It's
they're
'cause he's
all
still-
13, right?
Yeah, and he's still addressing the whole, the PDF shit.
Mr. Delaware.
Having the other nigga a part of his team, and like he's
Yeah.
still dealing with that, which is why the views are all. I mean, the views will be up anyway. This nigga got 69 million subscribers, so
How about just go to like 3 minutes,
yeah, if you have
53
a spot,
seconds.
yeah.
353?
Yeah, it's all literally the same. Like it's just a big ass circle jerk. Let's just hear it.
Where do you feel the country that you have the most fans? Yes.
That's a stupid question.
South America, probably.
Or that's not.
When we go anywhere in South America, it gets pretty crazy.
South America.
Yeah, when we one time we were in Chile and we were in a hotel and fans literally surrounded the hotel and started knocking on every door. I mean, I'm sure you've had weird stuff like this happen, and we had to leave the hotel. I've been kicked out of hotels because so many fans sit in the hotel lobby, and that mostly happens when we're in South America. In America, people are a little bit more chill. I don't know why, but when we go international, they're a whole different breed. Cause I guess it's because not many famous people really or creators from our world visit South America a lot. So when they do, it's a big deal.
Okay. Where do you live?
North Carolina, a tiny town, Greenville.
Okay.
Yeah. In
So
America.
there is good. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, I live in my studio, so so we have a big studio where we film videos. I live in the studio and I just never leave. The worst thing, I assume you fly private everywhere. Flying commercial, sometimes is brutal.
It's brutal, right?
Oh yeah, it's
I don't do it so many years. So
yeah, I would pay money to see Ronaldo fly commercial and see how
the
brutal that would be.
reactions. Imagine to put the glasses.
Yeah.
And to record the
that would be
reaction.
awesome.
Look, it's good content.
And that's
I don't know,
another
he's-
thing that was happening a
I
little
didn't know
bit.
his English was like that.
It's
You've only ever seen him in pictures smiling.
That's it.
That's how
and
you
playing
know
soccer.
his
and
fame is his.
It's really not as good as it could be, as it should be probably.
Well,
shit.
I think it's exactly where it's supposed to be. This nigga is like, he's that nigga. Clearly, he's doing everything correctly.
Yeah, no, Cristiano Ronaldo is living. I feel like he's living like that Chris Brown.
If he
lifestyle.
didn't speak, that's like the nigga that's on the Dodgers that don't even speak English. He got an interpreter.
Yeah.
I don't need to know y'all language. For
Our
what?
country isn't important enough.
I'm the best. Nigga.
Oh, you talking about the
I'll
Asian
learn
dude?
it when
The
my
Asian
competition
dude, yeah.
beats me.
Nigga, I have I'll learn English for real
sure. As a
when
bet.
I actually need to, nigga.
Yeah.
I have the highest contract in the MLB history. And I'm
Shit.
that nigga. Yeah.
It depends, but when you start a podcast and you're gonna have English guests,
You gonna watch though, either way.
Shit.
You gonna watch. And we gonna struggle.
This for us, podcasting is like it's kind of our lives. But for Cristiano Ronaldo, this is just what he does before 12 o'clock.
Just because somebody told him to do it.
Yeah. And he doesn't even it's the most low effort shit. It's perfect for him.
Yeah.
And it's probably not gonna last more than 15 episodes. But does Mr. Beast creep y'all niggas out?
A little bit.
A little. He feels like he's dealing with so much guilt.
The way he's talking, the smile that the
He
smile.
looks like he's aged a lot.
It's
since the
fucking
last-
weird.
Since the last time I've seen him, he does not look good. He looks bad.
He looks like he's dealing with a lot of like, yo, dog, if I could tell you half of what's going on.
Yeah, it's not a lot of sunlight in the
Look at this nigga.
studio. Like
This looks different from even like last year.
No, yeah, he looks very different. He definitely looks less lively.
sometimes when white people get better in shape, they don't look better. Because I feel like he has to be better in shape. Like he's probably eating the best foods. Back when he was like kind of chubby, you know.
He seemed happier.
He still kept his face fat too. That's cool.
Yeah, a little bit.
He looks weird.
That's kind of what happens when you just eat better and stay in a deficit and don't work out.
And don't work out.
Yeah.
You'll lose the mass, but it's not gonna tone up into anything.
You just don't really look good.
It's still gonna be soft and flabby.
Yeah.
But
That's
he's
probably
also
what-
dealing with allegations, so you know.
That'll
It
make
also
any man
fucks
lose
a
weight.
nigga up.
Yeah, he could be stressing.
He also went on a pod. He spent like 2 hours talking about it, just kind of clearing his name. I didn't even get to watch it. It was the one beneath that one at the bottom. But yeah, it was a 2-hour pod with some white dude. And he was just talking about, yeah, man, as far as that allegation goes, that's crazy. He was even talking about stupid shit like using CGI in his videos.
Yeah.
It was kind of
The
strange.
public sentiment is that he went here to talk about these allegations because there wasn't gonna be a real
pushback.
You know what I mean? As opposed to like other people who've made these reports on this nigga. Like he damn
Yeah.
sure wasn't going on no fucking CoffeeZilla.
Yeah, nah.
That would have been impossible, nigga. CoffeeZilla would have had a
If
jury
CoffeeZilla
of
wants
his
to-
peers there.
If CoffeeZilla wants to talk to you, it's already too late. He already knows the truth.
Like just like the feds.
Yeah.
He just wants
It's
to see if you'll be honest with him.
That's really
Literally.
that's all. If he wasn't talk to you,
Are you about to lie
are
to
you
me?
just gonna lie to me?
Which is why he didn't go.
That's really it.
Why he
Yeah.
didn't go. But
Yeah,
you know,
that's really it.
shout out to Mr. Beast and being evil. And can you hit that bell for me real quick? I found something interesting though. At first I thought I was fucking tripping. I don't know what podcast I was listening to. I was just making one of my weekly rounds of shit I actually personally enjoy.
Okay.
It might have been Gil's Arena. I go on Apple Podcasts because that's my main shit if I'm not watching YouTube for it. And then I hear an ad immediately. So I was like, what the fuck? And I know Gil's Arena, like their ads, they aren't like some inserted, hey, why don't you come get the Swiffer mop? It's the best mop in the fucking world. So I was like, yo, am I bugging? And I listened to the whole podcast, and then at the end, there was another ad. So at first I'm just thinking, okay, these niggas just selling the fuck out. They trying to get this check. I go to Brand Idiots. It's the same shit. So apparently, Apple is inserting their own ads on these podcasts. They're putting one in the beginning and one at the end, which is some completely new shit. And I wonder, what is the legality of it? Like, is it almost in the sense to where like YouTube can put ads on your video if you upload to our platform?
So are you saying that it is one of those like Charmin?
Go to
Those shit that
Apple
you might hear-
Podcasts, play any podcast, dog.
Yeah, I'm here right now.
From the
But,
very beginning.
Oh, from the jump?
From the very beginning, because
I
that's
didn't
where we're
bother.
gonna get the insert.
I didn't get one.
Word?
I didn't get one.
So I wonder if it's just me.
Shit.
No, judge your hair.
I should start straight. Let me go to.
Yeah, go to something.
You go to something else.
Yeah, click any of those
Any
on
of
this.
these,
On
right?
that. Yeah, we don't know who they are. It also might not help because they're so popping too.
Yeah, and we don't know if they already do this.
Right.
With the $5 meal deal at McDonald's, you pick a McDouble or a McChicken, then get a small.
Yeah.
This is what you're talking
about. Fucking McDonald's ad at the beginning. I thought I was tripping. I was like, yo, is this a fucking commercial?
Yeah. It's called dynamic insertion type ads.
They've been dynamically inserting ads on these podcasts, and it's like, that sucks.
So
not only does that suck,
but it's
what I wonder, because YouTube has an AdSense program.
Right.
Do you foresee Apple doing that, or you think we just about to get, grapes for all intents and purposes?
They could do that if they wanted to.
You get money from it. You get money from it.
You sure?
I'm positive.
We've been getting money from it?
Barely.
But from these dynamic ad insertions?
Yeah.
All right. I just haven't noticed them before.
The thing, I was literally just on the phone with Sean, and I'm like, I don't understand how to consistently get this money on here, because the actual cost per 1,000 or whatever views that you get, it is good money in it, but it's not consistent. For some reason, when I look at our analytics, out of all year, we got monetized on maybe 4 episodes. But it's like, what the fuck did we do in those 4 episodes? I didn't fill out. I didn't upload it differently. I didn't fill it out. It's weird as fuck.
It probably varies.
And that's based off the host of that site that we use. Like, other hosting, other RSS hosting feed networks, mine's jumbled. They promote that more to where it's like dynamically insert advertisements here. So on Podbean, the one that we have, we're at the point we get enough views to where we can have dynamic insertion, and I turned it on. And then there's also in that, when you get that as an availability, you can actually like put it so I can make sure it goes near the bells.
Yeah.
So it doesn't cut off in the middle of a segment.
Yeah.
But I haven't had to do that just because the shit is not consistent at all. Like, I don't know what that's about. It's weird as hell, because even the one that you put in the link, I opened it and I was like, I don't know what he's talking about right now. I didn't hear it at all. But just now I know what you're saying though.
Yeah. It has to be connected to viewership, because have you tried listening to one of ours and like just something popping up?
I usually listen to, well, it depends.
It's usually a bigger pod, like a big pod.
But I didn't try with us.
It depends on the platform too. Like, you'll get that more on Spotify, but Apple was probably one of the last ones that was kind of safe ad zone, depending on who they were signed to. Because if you listen to anything on the Black Effect Network or iHeart, it's littered. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
all throughout that bitch.
Yeah, so it really depends on who uploads it and how they're doing it. But Apple, at some point, I'm assuming since they're doing that, they're gonna get off on us for free for a little bit, and then they're gonna
they're
gonna show us a thing where it's like, hey, sign up for these dynamically inserted ads after they test it out for a couple months. I'm sure.
That's mainly
It's weird. I don't like those. Like the way
they're worse than just regular ad reads on the podcast.
But the way Podbean works is, we're at the point now with the thousands of downloads that we have to where we qualify for a dynamic insertion, but we don't qualify for
manual,
user read ones or host read ones. Through their programs, we can host read our own ads, any ad we get.
They're not giving
exactly
right. But the ones, if we were to get any through them, we don't qualify for that just yet, because it's like consistently like 10,000, and we're not doing that every week. Like, we got thousands a month, but we don't do 10,000 downloads every single week just on there. So that's all. It's just, it is weird though. But yeah, they're gonna start getting off on niggas, which could be a good thing. It could be a good thing, especially if it's consistent.
Yeah.
I mean, like, YouTube is always consistent. That's why it's like,
that's why it doesn't bother you.
Nigga, it don't bother me, because it's like, nigga, it shit says green. I know you're gonna get hit with more ads than the average, but it is what it is. If it's yellow, you're probably gonna get hit with less ads, and I make less. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. But the dynamic insertion one, I don't think we're gonna be able to avoid it. You have to be popping enough to opt out of that.
Yeah.
Like, at a certain point, it's just like niggas was putting ads on your YouTube videos before you were monetized. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were trying to get to monetization
the company's always
level.
Gonna get theirs.
They always
have
gonna get
to.
theirs. The casino, the house always wins.
Like, when Joe Rogan first went to Spotify, that was the first time that I had even heard a dynamically inserted ad, to where I was like, yo, this nigga is getting money.
Especially first time listening
I'm
to
hearing
Spotify.
Charmin right before Joe Rogan.
Yeah, because that's the thing with them dynamic insertion ads. It's like McDonald's.
Make fucking Donald's.
She's not gonna talk. They're not gonna talk about McDonald's at all. That whole ad.
Now they didn't give
Or
us
that whole
the. They didn't
podcast.
give them the but. They didn't put their best foot forward. But it's still
That's
McDonald's.
because that one costs more.
They would have to pay Pusha.
Yeah. So it's like we can't beat it, man. It is what it is. But that's a good thing too, because that means there's going to be more opportunities to make revenue. For a podcast.
It balances
Listener
out.
experience is a little like but I guess it's part for the course with some free shit.
It's really going to force you into, because Apple has a subscription.
Yeah.
Like you can turn it on to where it's like, if once that gets heavy, turn it on. You pay us $4.99 a month. You get no ads. And every podcast has that on each platform. So Apple has that, Spotify has that, like your premium or whatever.
Yeah, your premium.
It's
your
just
fucking-
ad free, and it's just gonna be cheap, $5 a month, $10 a month. But that might be for each podcast too.
I'm about to say I got Spotify Premium. I still get ads. Like if I listen to Joe Rogan, I'm still getting random ads. I'm still getting his ads.
So
It doesn't even matter.
you got the premium, so you're paying for that, and then there might be another premium for just his podcast.
For just pod, yeah.
So yeah, you're invested in just another $20 a month just on him.
Now that would it would be money getting flung around, but I don't. What do you think that would do to podcasting? Like, dog, I got to get a fucking premium subscription with the platform. Now I got to pay another $5.
I'm gonna be real. I think it's been happening more than you realize. It's just we listen to a lot of podcasts that didn't come from that era. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Does that make
I'm not
sense?
saying that this is a new, well, yeah. I
Like what it will do to it. Some people only know that.
Yeah.
Like the moment they listen to podcasts, it was always bullshit ads.
Especially
like that.
true crime. If you into like true crime,
shit like that,
or
like this is regular as fuck. They're only free if they have YouTube Premium. But if they're listening to the audio, this is their life. But like we come from Loudspeaker Network and Joe Budden podcast, who is fuck the ad.
fucking
Like
text stone, he fucking around forget to read it.
And even if it's an ad, we're used to the podcaster reading it.
Yeah, just the natural.
That bullshit.
Like you can hear the paper being just messed with.
Yeah. I hear you freestyling or reading or like out loud or Mike's Red Hot. I put that shit on everything. They be radio ads. They literally be radio ads on them podcasts. The shit sound crazy.
Yo, this nigga Joe Budden is getting money.
I know.
I just be hearing this nigga voice randomly everywhere now.
That
I'll be
prize-
on the radio, prize picks. I'm like,
The
yo,
middle of every episode, he's like, best part of the show.
Yeah.
It's like everybody
Money.
knows the nigga.
Yeah, the prospect shit is fantastic.
That shit
man.
is everywhere, dog.
Yeah, it really is.
Even if he's not speaking it, it's just
him and
his face.
Drewski. Ever since they came in, I mean, Drewski was already there, I think, but ever since they started, I feel like their thing is a campaign.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Drewski Joe Budden campaign is strong. Nigga.
That rain.
The Drewski Joe Budden campaign.
They
Strong.
really want niggas to gamble.
Yeah, nah.
They really want black
They
niggas
do.
to gamble.
I need to start gambling. My nigga be doing it and going crazy.
See?
That's all it takes is one person.
Yeah.
Everybody has one person that's winning.
And that's saying they're winning.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like I've always heard of these winnings, but I've never seen a nigga like, Donovan Mitchell got me this.
Yeah, like I've never seen it in real life.
My homie's not going back to work, bro. This nigga ain't been to work in 7 months.
This nigga running numbers for real.
Have you like seen him in person, or you just been talking
seen
on the
him.
phone? Okay,
I've seen him.
But I say because he can either
This
be
nigga
winning
eating.
gambling or doing
He's
hella
winning.
drugs.
He's winning. No, he's not.
But he's
on
winning.
drugs.
Okay,
he's
I'm about to say
winning,
because you gotta.
He's winning. Like a livable, like if he was at a sales job, like, yeah, I'm getting 5, 6. I'm getting like on a bad month, 3,500, but on a good month, 5K in profit. It's like, oh, that's like going to work, nigga. Literally.
Shit, that's like going to a couple works.
Yeah. Like on some sales shit though. That's like, you know,
Yeah.
that's like what you were doing before, 3,500 to $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
So.
And you're used to the highs and the lows of the game.
You're
to where-
already exactly. Yeah, that part for him is the easiest transition. Most
Yeah.
people aren't used to that.
Yeah.
But if you're already used to your money fluctuating regularly, then you can get used to that shit.
Tell the nigga start a YouTube channel.
But he did say that it is like weird because now this nigga never cared about sports for real. Like he was really just an MMA and hockey nigga.
Of
But
course.
he watches everything now, and he's like, yeah, it's fucking stupid. Like I know everything about everything now.
Yeah.
And he's like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like it's.
But it's definitely better than fucking slinging bathtubs or whatever the hell he was doing before.
exactly.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right,
Like
right.
you gotta watch sports, nigga. Come on.
Yeah.
And and it's all of that energy not to do like day trading or something that's like
I don't
people
like
have
that.
actually
Yeah, I don't like these dynamic insertion ads. They're fucking terrible.
Yeah.
But honestly, if I can get, if we were able to get consistent dynamic insertion ads, we'd have to do it. Yeah, y'all would understand. Niggas are growing the business.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's free for a reason. We can't do it for free forever.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
That doesn't mean you got to give us money. You know, you can if you like. But
if you hate it enough, then you would just sign up for the $4.99. You know, the free one to where it's ad free, and then you would just have to deal with the ones that we say on the show, which will always be good.
Yeah, for the most part.
Which I'm ready to film something, but it's
as long as you read it like they can hear it.
It's the holiday. I just lost myself in that one. I shouldn't have got so high before this episode started.
Yeah, that is true. There was a couple things passed around.
But let's jump into office hours.
Great, I'm gonna go piss.
Okay.
Hashtag office hours, partner of the show. We love the most. It's the best. We get to talk to y'all. Yes, we are here. Hashtag office hours in the comment section.
The host with the most.
You know what I mean? We love talking to y'all. Leak, other people. Nutso really don't be leaving office hours. But shout out to everybody. Nutso?
Oh, not as much.
He don't be leaving like just hella office hours.
Yeah.
But shout out to everybody that participated. We got A. Brown.
A. Brown music, of course. We're going to start with A. Brown music.
Say something.
Because I know for a fact the next one is Smoke.
Yo, what's good, fellas? A. Brown music. I wanted to know if y'all checked that J. Cole podcast out. It had me thinking, right? What rapper would y'all want to do a podcast like that, where they break down they past albums, mixtapes, and tracks? Let me know. All right. And yo, y'all some fools for that 𝙿𝙻𝙰𝚃 song, yo. y'all need to stop playing and put that out. All right, one.
What he's referring to is the last Patreon episode, which we told y'all about. Spin bars, nigga.
Maybe I'll give him a taste of it as like a little commercial during this episode.
Yeah, give him a little something.
Yeah.
The question was, what rapper?
I didn't watch it was J. Cole, but I didn't watch the J. Cole, so I don't know what the layout was that he's referring to.
Nigga, I didn't watch that shit
J. Cole
either.
was doing a podcast where he's breaking down his discography. That sounds terrible.
Oh, Wayne. Just off the top of my head.
Oh, the person you want to hear?
Lil Wayne was there?
No, he's answering
Lil
the question,
Wayne.
I think.
I would love to hear
Search
what was
J. Cole
going through
podcast,
Lil
huh?
Wayne. Yeah.
I ain't see he had no damn podcast. I feel like it would have went way more
It's
viral.
with another artist, too, I think. His new audio series, Inevitable. See, this joint. J. Cole podcast, Inevitable.
This shit not even popping up.
Right?
A. Brown, what's up?
Click it. It's right there.
That's just the season trailer, though, but I'll click that.
Oh, so it's not out yet.
I was trying to get the actual thing.
The episode might not be out.
But an episode not come out yet?
I think there is one out. That's what I was trying to... I don't know where it's at, though.
How the fuck like this ever before? Since this they launched it. Should be the most recent thing on our videos.
He still got the warm up shit on his phone.
Well, he just dropped this.
So he's about to be going through this album then.
Yeah, he just dropped these joints.
Oh, he's dropping all his old shit.
Yeah.
These were all hard too.
Yeah, he just
I
dropped
feel
these. And
both
then he had
of
the
these
season
artists.
trailer. So maybe it's just a trailer they listen to.
Boy, so this shit is weird. Who are we talking to?
Who is this? What's poppin'?
Nobody's shit just got hella weird.
So in late 2022, Cole, Ebe, and I sat down to record a little conversation. Ebe had found this old laptop in his garage that had all these old demos and unreleased songs and songs that we've come to know and love from Cole. And we started playing them for each other, which conjured up all these amazing memories that they'd shared over the years. The good.
That was a big ass
I ain't gonna
moment.
lie. Even hearing it right there, I was like, oh shit.
The bad.
Cut that off. That shit trash.
And the ugly.
Do you understand we would not be having this conversation if this came out?
Oh no, it would literally been a wrap on my whole fucking career.
It would have been over.
So we just started recording. One day turned into 2, 2 days turned into 3, and we kept going for 8 days, tracking the entire arc of Cole's career from the very early days when he started writing his first songs.
The song that I did that showed me you're capable of doing something else, what do you think it is?
School Day?
It was
I knew
School
it.
Day.
As soon as you said that, I was like, it's gotta be School Day.
All the way up until now.
I felt like, damn, this nigga just turned another corner.
Yes, I'm not that level of songwriter without going through everything that I went through, having to be pushed. That shit made me stronger.
And we covered all this ground, everything from, of course, the music.
Probably in your mind, it's like, this is my lane.
Yes, yeah. Here's something I can offer, and here's me displaying an ability to talk about it in a way that's gonna connect to you.
To relationships.
It was literally right when we was about to turn the album in.
Yeah, I remember deciding like it's that time. And once I knew, I just went and got the ring. Like I just knew.
And I took these precious recordings and organized them into a limited audio series that we're calling Inevitable.
Because I know what I know now, it's almost silly to say some of the shit out loud where it's like, oh man, but it's just the reality.
So pull up a chair, join us as we release season 1 of Inevitable.
Oh, it's gonna be kind of hard.
This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be his genius.
Shit. So I guess Lil Wayne. I'm 100% with you on that.
Well, now that I actually know what this is, like, there's plenty of artists. Like, what's
Tyler the Creator,
Kanye West, nigga.
Kanye's Netflix documentary was kind of like that, though. I feel like
it kind of was.
You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't really walking.
It walked more so through his career than the moments around the music.
Dom Kennedy's. I would love to see like Dom Kennedy and Black Sam do Nipsey's, or like the people that were part of his music crew. I would like to see Nipsey's. For sure.
got some wild stories.
I was literally
like maybe a lot of the good ones were dead. Like if DMX did this,
Clips would be crazy.
If DMX did one, that would be insane.
Mobb Deep,
DMX. Yeah.
Who else on this?
Cameron, I feel like would be hilarious.
Yes, it would be.
It would be
Mace would be
hilarious.
hilarious.
I would want to see
They had to go
that.
on Dipset.
Speaking of that, Dipset. I was gonna say I don't want to see Dipset shit.
They had to get Dipset, get Jim,
nice.
like an older Jim Jones and Cameron reminiscing about back in the day.
And hopefully, I would hope it would be real. Because, like, they said they'd gotten over their beef and whatnot, but I feel like it's still...
It's Harlem.
It's lingering. Yeah, it's
Harlem world.
You also got to keep in mind the people... Chance the Rapper, I would want to see that one. You also got to keep in mind the...
Big Sean would be fire.
It would be, actually. You also got to keep in mind the energy of this, right? If you give this to certain people, they're going to do too much. Like, this sounds like niggas really just, like, homies kicked it and was like, we're going back through the old hard drives.
Yeah.
And talking. Not everybody's going to be able to give you that.
In the hypothetical, we're just assuming that, like, just whatever their version of the purest form of this is what it would be. Not like exactly that, but I get what you're saying.
Because
they're not all going to have...
I can see somebody doing too fucking much.
Yeah.
And making it just... You might as well just sold that to Netflix.
Or just write a book.
Yeah. I could see somebody doing too much.
Rock Marciano.
I don't even know who that is.
Great. He's a real rapper. Not Big Sean.
Young Thug would be
Stove
good
Got Cooks just...
Stove Got Cooks hasn't worked hard enough. Like, this nigga need to...
ASAP Rockies would be good.
You think that's what it is
ASAP's
now?
would be amazing.
ASAP Rockies would be good, especially because of Yams.
Working with the wrong wrist or using it the wrong way.
Yams would be fire.
Schoolboy Q would be good too. actually.
Yams would be cool. Yams would be cool.
Yams is connected to everybody.
Yams
But
would
it
just
would
be
be
a part.
A$AP Rocky's career,
It would just
yeah.
be ASAP.
It's more than that. He's touched everybody's career. He's touched a lot of people's career.
Yeah, he's touched a lot of people's careers, but just in terms...
And he worked for Def Jam, I think.
He was a...
Everybody worked for Def Jam in New York.
He was like a assistant or something to, I think, Dame Dash, right?
It was.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was Dame Dash.
And it was during the article or the culture. It was during that independent wave that he had. He did a song with Currency, and it was just a weird time period. It was weird.
Shout out to Currency, man.
Hey, shout out to J. Cole because it's
Currency.
actually a good-ass idea.
Yeah,
Currency got too much music.
I like Currency. Yeah, that would be the hardest
You know
part.
what I mean? Like
If they're dropping seasons. Cole got a lot of music. They're dropping seasons.
Speaking
I
of
don't
that,
know
Wiz
how
Khalifa would've
far
been
they're
good,
going to
too.
go up. Yeah, Wiz
it
would be
sound
great.
like they going.
great.
It sound like they going
But
to
how-
his earlier projects like Friday Night Lights,
That's what I'm saying.
the warm up.
But he said all the
Yeah.
way up to now. Like how many seasons do you think before it will get to now though?
J. Cole's earthy enough to be consistent with this.
Yeah, they did it all in 8 days. They said so.
Oh, and yeah, they said it was done, right?
But that's eight.
Yeah.
that's 8 hours a day. Like we could sit here and talk for 12 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, how are they gonna break that up though?
No, I know what you mean. I think it'll just be a one season run.
They
Well, it's
have
not season one, so you might be right. It might be a couple seasons.
And that's the thing. They have actual footage.
He said it was a limited series though.
Yeah, but limited is three or four. I don't know if there's a minimum number.
Seasons?
I don't know if there's a max for limited.
The fact that he put season one leads
was
me to
definitely
believe
a
it's more
max.
than one.
I'm thinking 3 minimum.
Yeah, he's probably doing like 3.
Shit, it could be one season, but with just like 12 episodes.
Yeah. How long are them episodes gonna be?
Shit. The fact that he has footage and also new audio talking about the old footage and like what he's been through.
Nah, they're gonna do some
that
real
time
artsy
is gonna
and make
even
it-
out.
There's gonna be artsy.
It's gonna be real artsy. It's gonna be four season episodes. 4 episode seasons. My fault. So it'd be like each season would be like 4 or 5 episodes max.
Has J. Cole
5 hours a piece.
Has J. Cole used the word podcast?
Nope.
Like in this
He
trailer
didn't.
at all?
He
So I
didn't.
think this is beyond just podcast.
They just said we sat down and talked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
The
know
same
what I
thing
mean?
Dave Chappelle said about his shit, the midnight
gospel.
Gospel.
I said Marauders. I'm tripping.
I think that's what it's called.
Fucking
Or is that?
album.
I think that's Duncan Trussell.
Yeah, I think that's Duncan Trussell. Shit.
Yeah.
That's what that is?
Mhm.
Yeah. The Midnight Miracle.
Midnight Miracle.
I was about to say
That's
Messenger.
what it was. Midnight Marauders tribe.
Yeah, as a tribe, as an album.
God damn, this shit might be hack.
I feel like Freddie Gibbs has pretty interesting stories.
Freddie
might be
Gibbs.
pretty good.
That's
Yeah,
another
he
one.
is pretty
Oh, that's a
good.
good one.
I would love
Freddie
to hear
Gibbs.
about the Mad Lib sessions
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
About
be
his
good.
girl choosing up and all that shit.
Hey, he gonna rap about it.
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you, you need to hear that new tape. But shout out to A Brown, man.
Yeah, shout out A Brown, man.
Phenomenal,
question.
phenomenal. Max Speed 2. Fuck it.
All right. Sorry, Leak.
Hashtag office hours. I wanted to just chime in because I had to stop this week's episode to make sure I get this in. Leak is a rough looking guy. I ain't even trying to be on the joking on the other office hours, but you need a weekly cut. You can't go with the fro, bro. The hair grade ain't hitting. But my office hours is there content creator etiquette in terms of making yourself known to someone that you watch from a fan perspective? And I had a couple of instances. It's like, damn, this nigga don't like me. Do you think you should stay in the shadows? Or do you think it's not that deep, but niggas just be weird? You trying to stay in the shadows, but then you have stuff like this where you want to be interactive, so you want to put your perspective out there if you're a fan and you want to be in a conversation. What's your perspective on that?
I feel like I need to hear his question again.
Yeah, I need to hear the
low
question
key.
again because I was low-key getting distracted. I was like, did he edit this shit? That's crazy.
Yeah, he did.
He the first nigga that
But
ever
it-
had jump cuts in his.
Chops, yeah.
I was like, did AJ do this or did he do it?
I didn't do this.
But it sounded like
You know why I feel bad that I didn't show this to Leak?
Why?
It's because this is the first time he's left a video in. It just feels wrong having somebody come at Leak that has never showed, like we never
His
seen you
face.
before. I ain't never seen you before, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing, like,
And
we
I
want to
fuck-
build
I-
here.
I
Leak
fuck
has
with-
one of those haircuts.
Yeah, but I fuck with Leak. I know Leak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He don't.
But
you know
that's the
what I'm
thing.
saying?
He showed his face too.
He did.
Now.
That's true.
He
That's
showed
true.
his
Yes,
face
this
now.
is the first time, but he
Just the fact it was
he
the
came
first.
correct.
That's why I
don't
feel like I
know-
should have sent it to Leak first.
In a weird way, I don't know what his
Nah.
question was, but I feel like we're answering it right now.
Maybe, but we
Really?
still gotta
In a weird way.
in a weird way. But I feel like
I felt like it had to do
what
with
is his username? That matters.
He said, "How do you make yourself known to some?" Yeah, play it real quick.
It ain't hitting. But my office hours is there content creator etiquette in terms of making yourself known to someone that you watch from a fan perspective? And I had a couple of instances. It's like, damn, this nigga don't like me. Do you think you should stay in the shadows? Or do you think it's not that deep, but niggas just be weird? You trying to stay in the shadows, but then you have stuff like this where you want to be interactive, so you want to put your perspective out there if you're a fan and you want to be in a conversation. What's your perspective on that?
Yeah, is there etiquette in what he's doing essentially?
Oh,
Yeah, and then you were kind of answering in a way by shitting on him.
shooting at other participants as your first
Exactly,
introduction.
that's what I'm saying,
I don't
yeah.
think that's a good book.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think that's a good look.
Yeah.
There is an etiquette. I don't think that's a good
Well,
look.
hold on. We gotta take responsibility. We told them
Yeah.
to fight. Well, I remember saying fight.
everybody said that.
We can't blame them
Exactly.
for the
I
command.
will just say, I'll say that as a blanket though. I'll say that as a blanket.
Don't disrespect other viewers.
Unless it's just
That's not
playful.
necessarily true.
It's not disrespect. Okay, first, I think your etiquette in terms of like being a part of the conversation, whether it be like on office hours or even if you're like calling into a show like the Star Report, they take live callers or whatever, right? I don't know. I feel like at first it's just best to stick with the question, answering the question or posing a question, sticking with the topic. You know what I mean?
Build the report first.
Yeah, because I feel like that's how it started. Like I feel like it was office hours being sent in. It's like you have a history of like asking good questions or whatever. I'm just speaking about office hours right now. And then like slowly but surely it becomes more things to where it's like if A Brown pops up with a video, this nigga can just talk to us and it's just really just some regular shit. Like Carl just having conversations with us. He gonna ask a question. Carl don't have to ask a question to be a part of the show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it started with actually asking questions. That's how almost everybody that we like have that relationship with.
But it started with interaction, really, with just even comments.
Yeah, just natural interaction.
Natural.
But I wouldn't,
and then kind of
I wouldn't say there's no like code of conduct that we have written down on like how y'all should talk to each other, how y'all should talk to us. It's kind of just out there. I mean,
well, the one thing, the paragraphs in the comments. It's like you're working so hard.
I don't mind them as much.
You're working hard, but I just want you to know that some of the time I get halfway through.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, damn, like this is a lot.
And it depends.
I feel like you should have called me and told me this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And it'd be a lot. Yo, there was one last week that was so long, I thought it was a bot.
Yeah.
It was like, but they were literally dead ass the whole time.
Yeah, it was
I was like,
long
yo,
as
this
shit.
is fucking incredible.
Yeah, oh yeah, I love
it. Wasn't
those.
even in office hours. He
just a comment.
fucking responded.
Just
nigga.
talking.
Yeah.
Nah, it's
comments have been going crazy recently.
Yes.
I don't even know how to answer
Yeah,
this
it's
question.
been a lot of discourse in the comments, and it's beautiful. It's like it's niggas agreeing, disagreeing, arguing.
Comments is
It's
up
beautiful.
right now.
Comments
nigga.
is up, which means
I
we're
don't like-
giving them something to talk about.
YouTube changed the fucking location of the comments. It's fucking annoying now. It's like
Yeah, and
weird how
that's
they
another
do it.
thing.
Annoying.
We typically don't miss office hours, but if we do, we've already told y'all they have to be in by Sunday. They have to be in by Sunday.
Sunday by 4 o'clock.
Yes, technically, 9 o'clock, but 4 o'clock to y'all.
No,
if we're on
always do it a
if
couple
we're,
hours.
if
Yeah,
we're
of
on
course.
time, if we're on time, it should be 4 o'clock.
It should be 4, but
Yeah.
you know, you never know.
Yeah, count on us not being on time, so you can be on time.
Leak, I think you should
Always.
cook this nigga and welcome him in.
Leak, don't
The
cook
thing
this
with
nigga.
Leak, and we told Leak this several times, to where if you're gonna talk that shit and show your face, at least
Leak's a good shit talker. Though.
Lisa has some.
Leak is a good
But
shit
you
talker.
gotta understand where that comes from.
Where's it come from?
He's built up a lot of callous over time, and niggas like, hey man, your haircut's stupid, or you like white bitches. It's like it's just over.
Leak be
It
going
builds a more formidable.
Remember
mind.
last time remember when he brought the belt out? That shit got lit, nigga.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he brought the whole belt. Was that the one he's freestyled?
Everybody was rapping during that time period. Carl was rapping.
Everybody was rapping.
Yeah, it was a lot of rapping going on.
We
and
rapped
all.
2 weeks after that.
And even on that same episode, LOY, the one right before that, he called out Tone for not being able to whistle and snapping.
Literally.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that was
He
true.
took another man's joke, just like how Leak does. But it is interesting he called out Leak because we
Leak,
talked.
he said you don't have the hair texture. I violate that nigga for that shit. You better violate him, Leak.
Yeah,
That's a weird way of saying a nigga thinning, right? You thinning at the edges.
Or he's over nappy.
Yeah, you don't have
He's over nappy. Yo, Leak.
over nappy. It is interesting. He went at like the nigga that holds this shit down because honestly,
He holds it down.
from the very beginning of when
Yeah.
we started doing these fan interactions, it was a few niggas upholding it. And Leak was there.
Leak is a pillar.
Leak was
Yeah.
there.
Leak
you
is a
know what
pillar
I mean?
out here.
So it's like, hey,
Don't forget Cletus.
this top Cletus,
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Cletus for sure.
Cletus was a real
Cletus
nigga.
for sure. And Cletus is
He's
at
still
the-
being there.
Cletus retired. He was
Yeah.
like, man, I did enough.
Exactly.
I raised them so now they can soar.
Yeah, exactly.
Leak isn't there yet. No, he's still hands on. But shout out to Leak and the barber he doesn't have.
Yeah, nah, man. And I don't know, man.
I just thought it was something funny. Like when Leak does like cut his hair, he just like in the mirror.
Watch him have like
this what y'all
Cambodian waves.
Just no line, just shave it off and just goes about his
Y'all
day.
happy now?
You love me now.
Yeah.
But not even like shaping it up after.
No, just
leaving it right
just
there.
low, get in the shower,
Widow's
get the
Peak
hair,
still there.
Yeah, get the hair off of him, and he's done.
Yeah, nah.
I'm be like, shit, we broke him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Finally,
he's
we
done.
got
Yeah,
him. Nigga,
yeah.
we got him.
He's like, here, you're right.
This
Take
nigga
it
Leak.
all.
Nah, he'll never do that. He'll get some dirty.
I want
ass
somebody
crazy
to shave their head on the office hours. That'd be amazing.
Yeah,
Man, we could probably egg Nutso to do it. Honestly, I feel like Nutso's very gullible.
Nah,
You're not gonna do it now.
Nah, he'll still do it.
You're not gonna do it
if
now.
he was,
He's gonna ask us, "What do you mean by I'm gullible?" And then that's.
I
Perfect.
give a nigga $20 if they shave their head on the office hours. I cash app you
Oh my god, I hope our fans are smarter.
$20, and it's got to be
50.
no lineup. Like, just take the blade off. You know, just turn the clippers on and just zzz, and ask a question while you're doing it. $20 cash. I cash app you.
A number 3 against the grain with the
Against the
office
grain.
hour
Yeah.
attached to it.
No,
nigga.
no number 3 though. No guard.
Well, damn.
Well, no,
that's
you can't
actually
just-
that's
you
actually
gonna
kind of
fucking hurt him,
dangerous.
nigga.
Yeah, I was about to say, AJ, when you have
doesn't
hair,
hurt.
You've
when
been
you have
bald.
hair,
You've been bald too long.
You can't just go down.
Yeah.
You have to go.
You gotta
baby
use
step.
the guards.
At least start with a 3, and then depending on the texture, maybe a 2.
and
a
slowly
3 is-
weave it off.
That's a lot of hair though.
Everybody in here would have to get cut with a 3 first before anything happened. Maybe not me,
Yeah,
but
like,
everybody else.
A 3 is pretty.
At least a 3, but you couldn't just.
Because a 2 is what you would get for
Start with a
waves.
4 or 5.
Ed Mac would probably have to start with a 4 or 5, but yeah, everybody in here would at least need a 3 probably.
I'm so disconnected.
You don't use guards for obvious reasons, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga. Talking about using the guards, nigga. You don't use guards.
Straight edge only.
I've been out the game
I
so
guess. I've
He
been
said,
out
well,
the
you
game.
can't just cut it off.
Right. I'm like, I don't know what to
cut off.
I know you got to like hack it down, but
Even the words you use.
three
Yo,
sounds
what?
crazy.
What if you just had a bad barber growing up? You don't even know what good haircuts are.
Oh, I know what good haircuts are.
You sure?
I'm positive.
All right.
Hey, King of Prussia, nigga, don't disrespect.
King of pressure.
I had my best haircuts in Clayton.
Clayton, nigga?
Yeah.
Okay, that says a lot. Hashtag office hours. I wanted to say something about Jay being heavily misinformed on politics, and it's sad. Whoa. For 2 seconds, I thought that was Olay because I just saw red hair up there.
Yeah.
Just red hair. But
That's Rick.
Yeah, that's
Rick James.
Rick James.
But I feel everyone else and his true friends will tell him. There's nothing wrong about Tone getting proper information from his mother. I'm not even gonna finish.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, y'all are assholes. They're assholes.
Hold on.
Keep reading.
Because this is stupid.
No,
Like,
read it. Yeah, you read mine. Read yours. Read mine. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong about Tone getting proper information from his mother to make informed decisions, which never happened.
You see what happens,
I'm
though?
so happy he's reading
Yeah.
this.
When we like, you see what happens when we get to you. That's why we have to chill.
You don't make a point. You say
No,
stupid
nigga.
shit.
You yell at me. You ain't yelling
You
at the nigga
say
that headbutted
stupid
you.
Hey,
shit.
what that next line say though?
That's what good parents are for. Yeah, sorry, your mom's never. That's stupid. But when are we gonna admit Rogansphere comedians are mid? Except for like 2 of them. I hear a lot of glazing when it comes to the Rogansphere on this pod. And why is he doing this shit so mysterious?
That's them.
Yeah.
Fucking no, nigga. That's not
Nigga,
us.
you glaze anything that gets you
And-
off. AJ is right. Kill Tony is not a good podcast. The show is as good as the 2 black comedians that are actually funny that keep on the show's rotation. That they keep on the show's rotation. But even when I'm watching them, it feels like I'm watching a mental show. How can I make these white people laugh? What is the dumbest hill you ever stood on? Ooh.
First of all,
Keep
kids.
Kill Tony's a good show.
Go down.
No,
I've stood on way dumber hills, than that.
nigga.
Come
Come
on, AJ,
on.
you don't know my body.
First of all, when
I've had terrible takes, nigga.
Okay, well, let's hear.
Hear me. But no, he had a question to ask before that. But when I was watching, I don't agree with that.
With what?
Like, what do you mean? Like, it's a minstrel show? Like, niggas are out there trying to make white. You mean the audience is white?
Talking about the what?
The 2 black comedians.
Who was he talking about?
Cam Patterson, and David Lucas.
David
and
Lucas?
neither of
There's no-
them are.
Oh yeah, I agree with
Neither
that.
of them are even like.
Definitely David Lucas.
I don't even find David Lucas funny for real.
Yeah, me neither.
I saw his special after the
he's
whole
trash.
thing.
Yeah,
that
he's
nigga's. But did you know Craig Fax, the light skinned nigga from the 5150?
Yeah.
He manages David Lucas.
Really?
Yeah.
He's actually funny.
He's all Def Digital. He's had to work his way up.
That's
So
crazy.
did Dave, but I don't. It's like Kill Tony's not a good podcast.
You know,
it's like
you're right. Fuck it. That's how you feel.
It might not be the best podcast, but in terms of what a show is, an open mic comedy show, I think it's one of the best you can get in the country, but I don't know.
I think so too, but it's it's subjective. Like either niggas like it or they don't fucking like shit.
Thinking of the dumbest. What's the dumbest hill I've stood on?
That you stood on?
Oh man, it's too many to count, my brother.
Holy shit, bro.
I mean,
that you can actually prove I was wrong, because that's the hardest part.
The what?
That's the hardest part.
Bro, you be wrong, bro.
I be right. Hold on.
Put it this way.
A couple hours ago, like 4 hours ago, you admitted, like, yo, Justin, you be right.
You was right. You was right.
I be
today.
right a couple times.
Today
I be
you was
right.
You was right a couple times today.
Everybody's right a couple times.
Any hill that he stood on and immediately hopped off. Crystals. What else? It's so many. You've been through so many.
You've called out like certain things in history a lot. Yeah, he was the one who did that. Then we Google it and it'd be like,
Leonardo da Vinci
no.
made zero.
First
that
off,
one. That's the one I was talking
nigga
about.
made the number 0. That is zero was invented.
But you said it was Leonardo da
that
Vinci.
is some real shit. I heard it in a rap song.
It was Da Vinci.
Nigga, my commie was like, my nigga told me 0 wasn't. That's some real shit. I looked it up too.
That was wrong.
We looked it up
though.
in
We
real
looked it up
time.
together.
It was wrong.
Nigga,
so
and
this
what did
is
Google
That's
say?
a-
It
that's
said
an
a white man
Instagram-
invented it.
No, it
Listen
didn't.
to the white man. I'm telling you right here.
Well, this is the problem. This is the problem. You never admit when you're wrong. Ever.
I do.
Nah, bro. Literally earlier,
It's crazy.
won't say shit.
It's crazy how bad it is. Honestly.
you had with the percentages talking about whatever the marriage
I
rate
forgot
shit.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, pulling that
And
up,
you
and
were
then we
just
pulled up
saying
the
that.
actual percentage.
Loose
and you
talking.
still didn't say.
Really,
was
nigga?
wrong.
And I was almost right about that's just loose talking, nigga. Like, come on, are
You
you
say that about
serious?
everything, though.
No, I don't. The first of all, the number 0 was invented. I don't know what to tell
Bro,
y'all
that's
niggas.
not what you said.
We said it was Da Vinci. We know everything
Bro.
was
We
have the
invented,
clip.
nigga. What are you talking about?
We literally.
That's not true.
I made a reel about this. I made a reel about that moment, bro.
And of course, you cut out the context in which it mattered the most, nigga.
No.
Reading the definition, which Tone did.
Yeah, the most important part.
Come on, man.
It was something about Mesopotamia. I remember that shit.
Yo, that's how wrong you was. He had to
Say it
remember
right.
what the right answer was.
Where's that shit at? I know it's on Instagram, but that was on that ghetto ass set.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, don't call it ghetto now, nigga.
Don't disrespect your
you
history,
was sitting
nigga.
pretty comfortable back in the day.
Nigga, that was a set for a long time. Lauren, how you feel about that?
We thought it was a step up. Niggas was like, "Oh, this gonna kill him, nigga."
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Suck my. The origins of the number 0 are complex and difficult to pinpoint, but the earliest known representations, date back to around 300 BC in ancient Babylonian. Now,
That's not what you
That
said.
doesn't prove
That's
a
not what you
nigga made the number 0. But
Nobody
what
is
you said.
arguing that.
But-
Nobody's arguing that.
but
We know. We know a nigga made the number
no,
0.
you don't understand.
We just don't
the
think
concept
it was the
of what
Leonardo.
0 was just made up out of nowhere, nigga.
And it wasn't by Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah, you're still.
Who you thought?
You're doing the same
Because
thing.
you went on there and
that
was
was
like,
the whole point.
Leonardo
Yeah, I
da Vinci
forgot.
made the number 0. He did this.
Yeah.
Right after, like, that's do something with it. Deal with it.
Yeah, I
nigga.
forgot
This
that
information.
That was the whole thing.
It
yeah.
is complex.
So that's definitely one of the dumbest you said.
Hey, AI said it's complex, nigga.
I
couldn't
don't know.
even.
What
are we?
Sorry.
I don't know what was genuinely
What's a
the
bad
dumbest hill I've
basketball
stood on.
take?
I don't really have many of them.
I
don't have many of them. All the ones that y'all thought were bad, y'all starting to slowly agree with. So don't even bring that shit up.
You stood on a lot.
on
People
recently
create
that
their
was
own.
like,
Yeah, what?
the fuck?
I remember. I found it.
Who, for
I
me?
Nope, I found it. No, sorry. I'm about to put it in the
I
note
still
for
don't. I think maybe y'all think it's the dumbest, but the Joe Rogan shit.
What was the Joe Rogan
That
shit?
was a
The
pretty
Joe Rogan
goofy
deal.
hill. You was like the second deal is so bad. Why would they give
That
him
was
access?
that was one of your worst on the show for sure.
I'm still standing on that.
For sure.
Would you like for me to reiterate?
No, there's no point.
Okay.
I don't even want to hurt myself hearing it.
Yeah.
No, I remember that
Every
was
time
that was definitely one of your worst on the show.
Every time you try
put
to say it.
below right there.
That was definitely one of your words. All right, well, let's talk about you then, good buddy. Anything
Their own
about
things
Charlamagne?
like Leonardo da Vinci didn't create the number 0, but that's what Google says. If y'all didn't know that, fact check. You know, if you didn't know that, created the number 0.
Please. Right now, Lauren is currently Googling false news, false facts claimed by this
Now
nigga
you don't
Jay
know
Noble.
that yet. We're still reading.
The Mayans.
The first recorded I'm gonna read it. Recorded 0 that appeared in Mesopotamia around.
We all know
3
Tony
BC.
likes to be right.
The Mayans invented it independently, circa 4 AD.
He invented the parachute?
I should have said that. Newton wasn't the first person to understand gravity, but for some reason, Newton's laws. It's the same thing.
360 Nobles, everybody.
Hey,
He was a sword to
360 Nobles.
I might be wrong about Leonardo. It was some white dude, though. I promise. I swear. Look, and that's what. Look, I said Hey,
that was it. We have to beat
That was
you
like
down
30
to-
minutes after.
Yeah, it
Though. This is a
was.
30-second clip that got shot.
Look, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. The point still stay, nigga. The number 0 is up in the air.
Hey, this is 80 weeks ago, my nigga. Let me tell you something about yourself.
It's
You
a,
have not
this is
changed
you.
at
It's a
all.
in
This is
the
you,
air
my boy.
concept.
You the same nigga.
Yeah, you're the same.
This is you.
Same guy.
Yeah.
F Mac, what about hills you died on, nigga?
I have no clue. I can't recollect that at all right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
F-Mac has a better chance of telling us what bad hills we've died on.
Yeah, for sure.
anything.
And which brings us to you.
What? What?
I wish I had a
What is? There's a couple to choose from, but I feel like there's one we could all agree with.
Let's not be obvious. Work harder. Work
Yeah,
harder.
like, I'm
Use your
trying to-
imagination. Big Sean is good at rap.
That's Patreon, and you can pay for $5 for
What else?
that. It's a couple of bad. What is? Because I don't instantly want to go to Charlemagne and just think, okay, what's something that makes sense?
Anytime he's rated a woman, it's been kind of.
Oh my god.
Ugh. What is this dude? What do you like, nigga?
AJ does have a history of that. Like when he was like, man, I got this bitch with the fat ass.
AJ's worst takes.
I never said that.
On the hills that he dies on are the ones that he doesn't mean.
Yes.
It's the ones that he does. Like sometimes he'll just say some shit and just like, let me see how this goes. And it's like, I didn't like that. And then we'll argue about like, nigga, what the fuck? Woo. And then it's just like, no, those are your worst ones. Because you don't even really, not even saying a point. It's just like, prove yourself right.
Yeah.
Instead of me having to prove what I said. Nigga.
I'm trying to think, what was the whole shit with like the GNX and Andrew Schulz?
The GNX?
Just
What was
recently?
the
Just
one
this
shit?
episode?
This episode.
What was that one shit?
About what?
Sounds like I don't be saying crazy shit too bad.
You're
too much.
you do. It's unbelievable.
You're probably the
There
worst.
was there's probably something in
I'm definitely not the worst.
Who you think's the worst?
Noblez, obviously.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No.
I don't know. That's
No.
It's hard to argue against that.
But at least my points are my points. Like when I stand on my points, it's so much sturdier.
You can I
What?
can give you that. I can give you that.
Because you have a stronger level of delusion.
No, I like that flip, but it doesn't work like that.
It does work like
I'm
that.
saying I've gone.
I don't mind changing if I'm all the way wrong.
Oh my god! So it's either being
You
too
don't give
sturdy
a
or too flimsy.
You don't give a fuck. You are just like you would just ride that shit
Especially
till the wheels
when it's
fall
about
off.
black knowledge, nigga. I'm telling you, the numbers. I was right
There
about
was
that shit.
there was probably somewhere along the Kendrick and Drake beef that there was a hill somewhere.
Oh, for sure.
There's a hill somewhere.
I
that
keep
stood on. and
for sure.
There's
but
something
that
in
was
there.
Three Oak Podcast.
Yeah,
for sure.
Why you say that like it don't count, nigga? That's a hill.
It
you
definitely
stood on.
counts. Yeah, I definitely.
Yeah,
had
what was
some-
you're during the whole Shabazz? Wasn't you considered the Drake lover?
Yeah.
Yeah, he couldn't concur.
Which,
and that's not the worst hill.
It's because Shane was on Kendrick's side.
well, actually, no. The whole like low key Kendrick. You say this, but you're really a bad person. Like that whole hill. Like you're saying Kendrick is like a piece of shit, and he's a hypocrite, and
Yeah.
that's a hill.
It's a hill.
I don't think it's a bad hill though.
I don't think that's a bad hill either. Actually,
When
It's
you
like-
stand on the hill, you don't think it's bad. That's why you're there.
Yeah, but my hill is.
It's everybody else.
A lot of
looking
people
at you.
have that same thought. A bad hill is one where you're kind of out there alone. That hill, I'm not alone
I don't
on
believe
any
in that.
level.
I don't believe in that. I don't
No.
believe the world also has to agree.
Not
for
the
something to be
world, but
right.
you can't
There's
be
a
out
section
there.
of people though.
There's a certain group of people.
But
Like,
you want to know the sad
that's
part
not
about
ridiculous.
you want to know the sad part about opinions? Somebody out there is going to agree. You get what I'm saying? So it really
like okay, like ants are the biggest animals in the world. Yeah, somebody else out there agrees, but that doesn't mean that's not a majority of people.
Well, not something that ludicrous, but
that's the whole point, though. That's what I'm saying.
But that's a scientific fact. We're talking about opinions where there is actual nuance. Like you can't say that.
That's what
ant
makes
is the
dying
biggest
on a
animal.
bad hill. So it could be backed by scientific fact, but niggas are still willing to die on the hill.
Well, you can't. I think that's like. I don't think that's a requirement, but that is one of
I know
the
what
things
you're
that
saying.
happens when you stand on the hill. But it's not necessarily required for you to be having a bad take.
the hill that AJ likes to stand on is this hill. Is that he stands on his hill, and like his hills is correct. You know what I mean? He doesn't have any bad hills. It's no lumpy lumps. There's no lumps on this hill. Hey,
I had bad hills. Lauren, white man brought one up
about the whole
during that Kendrick Lamar beef and Kendrick beef. I definitely had one or two bad hills in that for sure.
You don't think you've had any bad hills when it comes to like shot?
Hawk Tua girl.
Yeah.
That was a pretty bad hill.
Yeah, you swore that bitch was talented.
That was a bad hill.
I didn't think she was talented. I thought she would be successful.
That. Look at you. You remember it instantly. Why did you say that? Why did you say that?
Look at him going back.
I never said she was talented.
You kind of
you said she had potential.
AJ, you fought very fucking hard.
We gave you pushback and you fought. There you go.
There we go. This is what I'm saying.
No, I don't think. But to answer your question, no, I don't.
Oh. Well, I don't think I said it for them to hear it, but Charlemagne, you no bad hills? No. And we all agree with that, right? That's unanimous. He has no bad hills in that.
That hill is very sketchy. I don't think it might not be a good, bad, but it's a spectrum.
It might be a mountain.
It's a spectrum.
Especially when like I don't stand on the hill. Sometimes I say shit.
The same thing.
And I'd be like, I don't even know if this is real. I'm just gonna go there just because
that's
it's
what we would just say.
And sometimes you have to do that. Like, let me see.
But every time I've been serious, I'm staying on.
The same thing you have with Charlemagne is also what you have with Kendrick. Is that this nigga is hypocritical. He's not who he say he is behind closed doors. And
I'm still going off of what I think Kendrick is.
And just from what you've seen, what you've heard, raps.
I've seen both sides of the other.
You know,
so it's like I don't feel like a lot of those hills are very bad. I at least have proof from those.
What about what was that one shit that Flacco we talked about that we was like Flacco was reaching on? He made like a whole 40-minute video.
That video came down. I know exactly what you're talking about. What was that video about?
Charlemagne the God sabotage everyday struggle.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think that was a bad. No.
It was that.
It was that, but it was more. I stood on that. I did stand on that. But I don't think that was bad. It was a couple wild things because you also said something along the lines of, why would he even want to be producing that show? We were like, it's like, what are you talking? It was like,
well, don't make that the crutch of my argument.
That was because you were like, there was no motivation because why do you want to be producer? And it's like, why wouldn't you want?
That was a bad argument on his part.
Yeah,
but
and that's why I'm like, don't make that the crutch of my argument.
Yeah,
but that was one of the things that you were saying. If my argument was, I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility him wanting to sabotage it. You were like, well, why the fuck would he want it? Who cares it? Why would he want his name on it? I'm like, to say he's a part of a hit fucking show. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of the things.
Yeah, but
y'all were saying that was out of realm of possibility, and I'm saying that it was in the realm of possibility.
Well, saying that's like saying something is completely impossible, and disagreeing with that.
What was said?
Like,
to be very clear,
disagreeing.
That was what was said.
Disagreeing with that statement is unfair.
Nobody said it was impossible for it to happen. We just think that it wasn't happening.
We said
Those are
that.
two different things.
We said that.
Tell them what you said. Tell them.
It's a word called
Niggas
semantics.
said it was impossible.
It's a word called semantics.
Pull it up.
It's a word called semantics, in which you took the specifics of what we said out of context. Which, I mean, good listening on your part. But what we was talking about, like disagreeing with, like, come on, nigga, impossible. Like, that's semantics.
Y'all said impossible. Y'all said impossible. Yeah, same amount of times that I doubled down on is not out of realm of possibility.
Pull it up.
Why, bro?
Why not?
No, you don't have
because first we're not about to waste that much time going through that. We can. I don't.
What I say in the snippet, Tony likes to be right. I'm telling you, I'll be right.
It's not even about being right.
Be right.
What's the next officer? Fuck y'all talking about. I'll be right, nigga.
Oh, this is for
time
you.
to tell Tyreek I'm right. Hashtag office hours. J Noble is terrible. Up here yapping and cutting people off the yap. And when you ask a follow-up question, his whole thought unravels. Tarek, I want to see your face. And what does that thing by his name mean?
I think it's like.
Does that mean we have access to his banking?
No, that means he comments a lot.
You got YouTube Red,
He
right?
comments a lot?
No, that means hold on, I'll look up what
does
each
that
one
mean?
means. It means he's on our page a lot, though. I do know it's everyone has different levels on like what it is.
If he's patting our pockets, I'm gonna keep it light.
Let me see. Because I know like
every month his
I know
billing
like there's like a purple heart one that says like a certain amount of comments, but each of these have like they're specific to the engagement with our YouTube channel.
I be cutting niggas off. Real shit.
No,
I'll be cutting niggas off.
It's sometimes when we get into discussions,
it's where like getting cut off is really it's a pleasantry. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just gonna happen if we're really talking and woody whoop whoop. Tony cut me off. It's like I'm not about to like fucking trip over that shit. It happens.
Wait, don't gaslight us.
But
this is about you.
But what he's really talking about, he's talking about near the end. Like, and this guy or girl, I've seen his name before.
I think it's a guy.
And
because there's a bunch of bitches on the and it's Tyreek.
His name is Tyreek.
Right.
Tyreek, I would love for you to follow me on IG. I just need to see you.
I'll be
I
real.
need to see what he looks like.
We cut each other off.
Be real.
Out of y'all
everybody does
three,
it.
I feel like you're getting cut off the most.
But I don't even want to, because it's like, of course I'm supposed to say that, but I try to be the most respectful with it because it's gonna happen. It's literally impossible.
Yeah, I mean, like, all three of y'all do remain respectful throughout, but like, if overall it is usually you.
That's what I'm saying.
When we argue.
No, it's not arguing.
You're talking about in general.
Like
right?
in talking,
you're talking about in general, right?
Yeah, not in arguments.
I'm getting caught the most. And Tyree, I really want to see your face because I feel like you just kind of scathed on this earth. You was a Plan B baby that survived, nigga.
Give it a light.
Do what God couldn't, fuck nigga.
But you're not addressing. Wait, go back to that.
Whoa, chill out.
Fuck him, Lauren.
Oh wait, no, that was something else.
That's how I feel, buddy.
I can't find it now.
What are you looking for?
I was trying to find there's like a list that tells you what each of these icons mean.
Oh, so you was still looking for that?
I was, I couldn't find it. And it's fucked up because I feel like there's an area on YouTube.
It should be.
I remember, I think on the computer, it's like, it'll say straight up, this person has a purple heart because they comment this many times. This is a top commenter on your page. This is a top liker. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, each of them have some. I just can't remember what the fuck it is.
Whoever said YouTube Red is right. It's a subscription icon.
That's what it is?
That's what it looked like. That's why I said YouTube Red, because they got the little
purple
box.
one, and then the purple heart means they're a heavy commenter on your page.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, but I'm seeing some things saying it just means you're subscribed to the channel, but that can't be true.
That can't be true.
Because leak, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why would you do that to us?
It could be true because it's like most of the time, based on what I can't remember, man. So J Nobles gets cut off the most,
and I be right the most, nigga.
Do you think it's because we be trying to like save him from himself? All the time?
I knew it. Like, be honest, no, I don't need saving, nigga.
Nah, actually, I don't think so.
What do you think it is?
It literally just happens, and I allow it. That's literally all it is.
Yeah, actually, I think it is.
Y'all be talking. I'm like, all right, yeah, go ahead, get what you need. It's because sometimes it's like, nigga, I'm gonna get in what I need regardless. I be right, nigga. They waiting for it. They waiting for the right shit, nigga.
You know how many times you said I be right? Just in these like last 10.
I be right.
It's crazy,
nigga. I'm gonna rewatch this and find where I went wrong.
No, you're not.
Shout out to Nutso.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
That's why he just kept moving.
Shout out to Nutso.
He went wrong when he started looking for his mistakes.
Hashtag
They don't
office
exist.
hours. Shout out to Nutso, man.
Yeah, I feel like he should have one, but
really appreciate
it's this hating nigga that be commenting on everything, but well, I guess Nutso doesn't comment.
Nutso rarely comments office hours, but we appreciate you. When I learned that HOA, I learned what HOA was, Homeowners Association, whatever. I thought America is a bunch of idiots. Like, how dumb was that dumb shit?
How was that?
Like, how was that dumb shit allowed? And are there that many? And thank God we don't have that here.
It's all based off of the neighborhood that you live in. So it really all is based off the neighborhood you live in. I will say that, like,
because wasn't you telling
most new housing developments though are probably going to have an HOA.
Yes,
there's a lot of them.
Especially if the neighborhood you live in has like an amenity.
Yep.
Like if they have like a pool or like a park or some shit like that. 9 times out of 10, if there's an amenity in the neighborhood, there's a homeowners association.
That's a hard word to say.
Keep up with that.
If they're advertising 300,000 and up in front of the neighborhood,
it probably has a homeowners association
that has a HOA.
If all the houses look the same,
And
I live in an older neighborhood.
Kinda,
so that was before homeowners association was a thing. I guess when these houses were built, it was really just neighborhood watch.
And that's the thing. It's not even
neighborhood watch upgraded to homeowners association.
What is the legalese of owning a neighborhood? Like, what you live in is a neighborhood, but it's not that type of neighborhood. This is more so like.
Oh, it's a neighborhood. You ain't been through all these little streets that are in here.
But you know what I mean, though. Like,
He said, "Yo, it's not a home here."
Like,
right?
Yeah,
Your
like,
house is not a home.
It's not a home. Seriously, like, where's the front desk lady of your neighborhood? You get what I'm saying?
But there's no leasing
There
office.
is no, because there's no HOA.
Exactly. So like,
this is a neighborhood. Like there's these houses in these streets. I'm in a neighborhood. There's a name to my neighborhood.
So it's just, but look up what, Lauren, look up what it takes for you to have HOA. Because I'm confused on like.
It's just a choice kind of thing.
I feel like it's a choice.
It's a choice.
It can't be a choice.
On the developer side.
On the developer side.
Yeah, for sure.
Developer,
Yeah.
that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
The architects.
Whoever built the houses.
Yeah.
Like my mom has
That
one.
can't be true.
Nah, it has to be.
The developer?
Because there's no reason, there's no HOA
the
here.
developer,
And this is a neighborhood. But if you go to like your neighborhood, that you have a HOA.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Once the houses start looking the same, like I can, you know what I'm saying? You for sure have an HOA.
You have it. And sometimes it depends. Like if you go near downtown, there's some neighborhoods where the houses look different, but there's a HOA.
Like I would say like 70% of the houses in my neighborhood are like mine, 1-story brick.
Exactly.
But then maybe not even 70%.
70s is a lot. I be seeing like.
It's all type of variations in this bitch.
And then that's all you.
It's like a log cabin a couple houses down.
This, yeah. And
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's
your
like-
neighborhood has a lot of like old school houses to where
Yeah.
it might have 2 floors, but one of them is below.
Right,
To
yeah,
where,
yeah.
you know, they're using the basement as
Yeah, I wouldn't
somewhere
even say
for-
most of the houses are like brick. None of them are really consistent. There's probably a certain amount when they first started this neighborhood that was like, this is the
style.
Starting this neighborhood, we're gonna do 20 houses of this style or 40 houses of this style. But after that, it was like you buy your plot and put whatever the fuck you want on it. After that, you know.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
In a perfect
because
world.
they don't do that everywhere. But that's why in Europe and those places they have it that way. That's why so many architects
Don't
go
they
to
always?
Europe.
Don't they also not have like air conditioning in London and like,
I don't know.
I think that's a rumor.
Niggas got
I
old
don't know about
buildings
that
out there.
myself.
They be tripping over 70 degrees.
Well,
over in
architects
London.
like it over there because they can fucking flex their
Netherlands.
architect artwork shit. Like when
Yeah.
an architect goes there, they have no real bounds.
You talking
They
about
just
Europe?
Create, yeah. They can just do what the fuck they want.
Is that why they have cooler buildings?
Yeah.
It's
And
just
then there's even some towns, even if you don't have a HOA, like you might live in a city that is like strict about that shit.
That's true.
Like Town of Cary.
oh my god.
There's a look this up online. Town of Cary screwed me. Long story short, this guy had a house, been there forever. They decided to build a road near his house, and like the road was elevated, nigga. Like the road, if you're on the road and you look to the right in the car, you can see like you were on his second floor of his house, essentially. Like they built the road higher than the
big
houses
ass.
on that street.
The fuck was
so
that?
he spray painted one of them pop up ads. He spray painted on the side of his house. Town of screwed by the town of Cary. See if there's a
Town raised the roadbed and tore up the front of his property.
yes,
This
that's
one?
what it was. Yeah,
Flooding.
they don't have a picture. This nigga painted the front of his house.
It's like, nigga, you
I
fucked
can,
up the
look at the images maybe.
When they broke a dam.
There it is, right there.
Yeah. This joint right here.
Yep, this this shit was on this nigga's house for like 8 years until he died.
Screwed.
It was on his house until he died. He died not too long ago.
R.I.P. to him, man. I love people when they fight against the system.
Yeah.
Especially,
And it was like the perfect
especially
amount
over
of
goofy
loopholes
shit.
to where they couldn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But they still found their little plot that they could stand on.
Right,
and-
like they fucked
Nigga,
him
I'ma
by
make a
building the
statement.
road higher. Now his house that wasn't in a flood zone is in a flood zone now. Oh yeah,
This looks like some type of update.
yeah. They just
Zoom
updated the
in.
sign. Still screwed by the town of Cary.
Oh, wait,
To
dog.
see
That's
some
important.
of Cary's finest engineering and construction work. Guided tours available.
AJ, what'd you say? His
And by
house
the
is in
way,
a flood
I
zone
have
now?
looked
Because they built
Because
the,
they built
because
that's
the road lower, like on
okay.
some hoe shit. Like yeah,
And okay,
Yeah.
his house is worth nothing now.
essentially,
Yeah.
he went from a super valuable house to a piece of shit house. Yeah, it's really some hoe shit. And it was because like, and you know, like what a town will do is like try to buy you out the house, but it's like, nigga, I don't want to move, so they'll do some weak shit like that. Or
Try
put
to
a
get you up out of there.
or put a highway right next to your house so you can't sleep now because it's fucking cars going 70 miles per hour by your window 5 feet away.
Yeah,
now
and it's like
forever.
he can't sell that. And if once he,
It's
well,
real
he's dead
fucked up.
now.
Like they really do some fucked up shit like that.
And now
Well, I don't know if he's dead. It sounds like he's fighting cancer.
yeah, he died. But the city of Cary gets the house when he dies, or if he has a family member, right? They get it.
I had a homeboy whose aunt lived directly next door. That shit was crazy.
It's fucked up because it's like, if that's your battle, like, let me try to outlive the city of Cary or the town of Cary, wherever it was going. You fucking lost.
right. Yeah, you're not outliving.
Like, nah,
you're outliving some shit that's never going.
The town
anywhere.
of Cary is gonna wait for you to die, and whoever's running that shit at that time is gonna reap the benefits of the old pimping.
And he's not making other people's lives miserable. Like, if I was that old, I would figure out a
He
way.
made town of Cary's life miserable for years though, because people would slow down and take. It became an attraction. It became an attraction.
Let's go up to the old dude house.
And it fucked traffic up. And he already was on like a really busy road, so he did. The get back was like
public awareness of what could happen to you as a fellow
it wasn't
American.
even, but it was even. It was like it really did fuck shit up. Though. It was annoying as they played the perfect annoying game with until he died.
Social currency means a lot
because it was right. It was right on. It was either that road is busy, like this is the real busy road, and his house was like a quarter of a mile from the really busy road.
Really busy road.
Yeah, like on some. You're near the major. You're near
like
Capitol.
You're
3
Pool
houses
Road.
down. Yeah, it's right there.
Yeah.
Did you ever see it?
Oh, I saw. Yeah, all the time.
several times.
Yeah, all the time. I work not right near it. It's not far from the Goodberries.
But when it got a little dull, did he repaint it?
Oh yeah, he kept it fresh. He kept it fresh for sure.
I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. It's really no other reason to live, for real, for real.
All right, let's see. # office hours. Top valedictorian. What's a strong opinion y'all used to have, y'all change your minds on now? And what are some bad habits you continue to do, but you know you should stop or plan to stop soon? For example, smoking qualies?
Yeah, qualies. Squallies.
Squallies, which is a cigarette. Hey, shout out to A Brown reviewing the Kendrick Lamar album, Certified Menace. Is that on his YouTube?
I guess.
I believe so. Can we go to that? Well, let me read the question. What's a strong opinion y'all have?
It's kind of a similar question that we answered earlier. Kind of. What's a strong
what's
opinion
some bad
y'all
But
used to
you
have?
change your minds on though.
Oh, well, smoking squallies,
yeah.
I guess, for sure.
Oh, that
I never heard somebody call it that though.
Brawny.
Yeah, I was gonna say that today. Actually. I was gonna say
Brawny
Bronny James
is probably like the biggest thing that
Change your mind
was
on
an
it.
overturn.
He's terrible.
It's no
really
hope.
bad.
He's gone.
Oh
he
shit,
needs
he's
to
playing
go.
tonight. I don't look at this nigga's stats.
Hey, can I want to shout this white dude out. I don't know why he's been popping up on my fucking page. Crazy, and he's like a master of Bronny content and shit. Like,
is he hurt? Is he trolling them? Or
he's been I'm enjoying watching his channel right now because he's growing. Like 2 days ago, he had like 3,500.
Oh, okay.
So like he dropped a video. My nigga dropping every day too. Like he's on the basket. He's hit his pocket on YouTube.
Yep.
And the basketball thing.
Everything he's dropping.
Everything he's dropping is like 5K views. And I'm just like enjoying watching him because he's like, hey man, we might be at 3,500, but if we're not, make sure y'all subscribe. I'm like, I love this shit. And then today when I looked, it's like 5.1. I'm like, he going crazy.
He's
right
making
now.
his rounds.
He's making his rounds. I'm enjoying watching him like kind of go up.
Oh shit! I feel differently about J. Cole getting out the beef a little bit.
Okay.
What did you say before? He saw
that, like he was banished from the non.
Once they got that, once shit's really started getting nasty, I was like,
I understood why.
He don't deserve this. Like I can't even imagine this nigga in that shit.
Yeah, nah. I understood why he got out of that shit.
Fuck that.
Me and AJ was talking earlier, like them niggas was just saying anything, dog.
Bro, that shit got low. That shit got grimy, bro.
It was the grimiest shit.
Even like everybody's like, did y'all hear Skepta talking about it? He was like, you know, what
Skepta's a little. He's caping for his nigga a little bit.
Of course, but
you know
it was
what I'm saying?
he was really moderate. He was like, honestly, man, like what this does for rap, it does nothing good for rap. You know, it's
his
Bro, he's
opinion
got
don't
a
weigh.
UK philosophy of rap.
What are you
though.
talking
It's not
about?
even, like,
He's Grimes. He's gangster.
Yeah, but
Nigga,
Drake really
battery
bigged him up too. Like his opinion don't really matter as
Nah,
much. Like in terms of, you know
but
what I mean?
he was
I
doing.
get him,
He was in
but
the middle though. He was like on what both
Not
sides
really.
were saying. It's heavens no.
You're just doing your Jason Statham.
Yeah,
You're just doing a soft Jason Statham. Nigga.
Go to the history. I
But
just put it in the
yeah,
history.
that's one for sure. J. Cole getting out of that beef because at first I couldn't understand it.
This dude right here.
Whether it be social media, whether it be just
Mick
people
Hoops.
involved in the situation,
Yeah, well,
we
yeah,
are
let me
not
see his
letting,
channel, yeah.
we are not being fooled
Pause,
again.
pause.
And I will make.
Oh, this is another one that y'all had.
Mick Hoops.
Y'all both said that Bronny would be better than Bryce would be better than Bronny.
People did say that.
Yeah,
I didn't
two
say
of
that.
them in this room said that shit.
Oh, it must
You
be.
didn't say that?
No, I never. Bryce has always been bad.
I thought I've
He's
heard.
always been obviously worse. That nigga don't even get minutes for
I don't
it.
think I've said that directly. That
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
saying
gonna-
somebody
Nah.
could, I feel like could.
Yeah, I've never
it was
said that
like
directly.
Well, I always said no, and
I'm not
that
gonna
shit
lie.
is
Every time I saw
100,000%
Bryce, the compilation reel made it seem like he was better than Bronny.
true. He wasn't, dog.
better.
He wasn't.
So the compilation reel is just hyped me
The
up.
compilation reel you saw was his.
It did its job.
Was his career. That wasn't last season. It was everything crazy in his career.
And it's funny, Bryce being worse than Bronny means
Go to his YouTube video. He
terrible.
going crazy right now.
Oh, he talking about Julian Newman? Oh yeah, he's really in the.
He tapped it. He really. I like what he's doing. 4 hours ago.
What's he saying about
1.3.
Coop? We've never seen a prospect like
this.
Cooper Flag.
Lads, we have never seen anything like
Lads?
Cooper Flag.
Yeah,
And
I
I
don't know
mean
what
that.
he is.
Like, have we seen better players than Cooper Flag? Yeah.
Okay, can you talk?
He's
Like,
hyping
he's
this
not.
nigga up a little bit.
We get the point, and he's probably has stats to back it up. He looks like a smart guy, obviously.
But we've never seen anything like Cooper Flag. That's just not true. Now I don't know what to think about the rest of his tape.
Who's
Who
like
was
Cooper
that white
Flag?
boy on the fucking Lakers that's going fucking stupid?
Dalton Connect.
That nigga's going crazy.
Yeah.
Pick number 17.
But
Jeez, he's going stupid right now.
and to answer your question, there's been plenty of niggas way more hyped than Zion Williamson played for the same school.
Cooper Flag.
Zion Williamson played for the same school, and they said that he was the next LeBron.
Sounds like it just sounds of a good video. You within like 3 seconds, you were just like, oh, what the fuck is this?
Well,
nigga
because he
doing?
just said some ridiculous. We've never seen
Might
anything
have.
like Cooper
Yeah,
Flag.
he might have.
Nigga,
You might have,
no.
nigga. You might
But
have.
he's
We've seen several
evoking emotion.
We've seen several good basketball players.
And I honestly
like
click one
Cooper.
video, but I mean,
What do you?
I
do
enjoy
you even
watching
know what
this.
that means? What do you?
I'm saying in terms
I don't
of
even watch
everything.
his videos. I just enjoy watching him
You're not
grinding.
even fucking.
I'm enjoying that. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't know how great his videos are. I'm gonna be real with you, but I like the grind.
Shout out to Mick Hoops. And we've never like said this, but if y'all have any like other YouTube channels, shout them out. We'll check them out. You know what I'm saying? Like A Brown, he does his little
We're
shit.
gonna cover Crash Dummies next week too. I'm gonna do my research on them.
For sure. But shout out to Leak, hashtag office hours, the
That's the same
hashtag.
one. I read that one.
Oh, this
It was what do you have
Oh.
things? I said mine is Squallies.
The
Squallies.
bad habits part.
You call it squallies?
He calls it that. I never heard of that before.
Where's Leak? Put down the area you hail from, nigga.
I feel like it's Alabama for some
You
reason.
want to know? Honestly, I want to say Rocky Mount, but I pray
Hell
he's
no.
not that close.
He would have said something if he was in North Carolina. We made
Every
that
time we
very
talk,
clear.
every time somebody,
show. I
every
think
time we
he's
send a shot to Rocky Mount, they be in them comments like, yeah, chill.
Yo,
chill.
Rocky Mount, it's a lot of Rocky Mount.
Leak is probably right in
But they don't
Raleigh,
be knowing I'm one of them.
You claim that shit when it's convenient.
It's
Yeah,
like, hey, okay, Dominican.
because you haven't talked about it in months.
I don't ever claim that.
You haven't talked about Rocky Mount and your love for it in months.
Hey, you can't just say that all the time. People get scared.
Well, I plan on stop eating out.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a
That's a
good
good
one.
one.
That's definitely a good
You
one.
think
But
that's
yeah.
possible though?
For the most part, yeah.
How much work is your girl gonna have to do for that to happen?
We both do it now.
Oh, okay.
We've
I
always
was
kind of
gonna-
done that anyway.
Oh, you really?
Split it down the middle.
Yeah, but she's been doing a lot more cooking lately.
Which
But
she should,
I'm-
right?
I'm going back to it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this nigga, he can't fathom. He can't wrap his mind around
Can't
any
even wrap
of
his
this
mind
shit.
around like
Solid
teamwork.
relationship,
I
teamwork,
love- I love
compromising.
Of course, the
I
woman's
just
in
want
the
you
kitchen.
to admit.
So you putting your girl to work now?
Yeah, it's exactly what his
Put
nigga
your girl to
do.
work. I mean, it's for the betterment of him. It's not. It don't even feel like work if it's for the
We
betterment
help,
of Lauren.
each other out because we're a team.
Okay. that
was so polite.
Yo, Rich Paul would be so proud of like that statement, nigga.
It's not a Rich Paul thing.
What's the Ryan nigga? Ryan Kelly?
Yeah, that statement
Ryan
was
Kelly would
beautiful.
love that shit.
It's just great teamwork. We do our best.
I mean, post game interview. I can
Play
give you that
hard.
stuff too.
Nigga, who's the main one in the kitchen, nigga?
Nah, she's there more than I am.
That's
now,
what I like.
nowadays.
That's what I like to hear, nigga.
Okay.
I love you for
But
that.
I do breakfast more than her though.
For you?
Yo,
Nigga said, I
she's
do breakfast
she's been.
more.
I do breakfast more.
I've been getting some prepackaged shit. It's been all right. Nothing African though yet, but I'm not asking for it for real.
What do you mean it's been alright?
Have you made her a meal
It's
yet?
been all right.
Have you made her a
Like-
meal?
Like the food is
No.
alright?
Okay. It's been good, but like all right means like it's been very passable. Like this is some solid work.
Oh man.
Like it's not.
Somebody
it's
sent
not
us-
like
Very passable.
Somebody
no.
sent
It's,
us one.
it's not like oh my god, this is some shit.
Well, dude,
Rice
stop
and chicken.
Stop acting like those are the only levels.
No, but that I'm I'm just telling you which ones that like.
Nigga said it's either I or.
Does she know? Does she know that this is how you feel?
Mamma mia.
Does she know that this is how you feel?
She knows now.
Yes, I've eaten the food. Wait, what do you what do you mean by that statement?
Have you said
Did
this?
you say it was
this way?
Hold on. I'm always right, but I gotta listen. Hold on.
So,
No, I said it was amazing. Nigga, you know that.
Also,
You lied.
Oh my god!
You just told us extremely passable.
Yeah.
That is very different from
very,
good.
very passable.
Very passable.
Amazing.
You didn't eat it and be like, this is really passable.
Let us know if we should mark this. Let us know if we should mark this area for you, my brother.
Baby, this is super.
Would you like me to mark a timestamp for you?
Nigga. What? Nigga, you don't never gotta mark nothing for me, nigga. Fuck you talking. I'm a real
Find out the
nigga.
name of that.
I'm a real nigga.
What was the name of that person? Did you ever find out the name of the person that hated me? You remember that?
Know.
Oh
Wait,
my
what?
God. I don't, but nigga, I'm gonna find out.
Text right now.
I'm gonna find out
You
literally
remember,
now.
Oh yeah, because the friend hated the AJ. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Oh, that's something. It's like I'm gonna have to call her. I'm gonna call her right after this.
Okay.
Yeah, context. There was a person. My confidant. She came up to me. She was like, "Yeah, my friend doesn't really fuck with AJ." I'm like, "What? What you mean you don't fuck with AJ?" And she was like, "Well, she said that her ex was cheating on her, and you were hiding the fact that he was cheating on her.
I was hiding it.
You were hiding the fact that your friend
Was cheating
on her,
homegirl.
which was my friend's confidant."
Yeah.
Does
I was like, small world.
She doesn't like him more than she doesn't like you.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
That's not his place.
Now that's different because at first I thought I was hyping him up. Maybe I was hyping him up to cheat on her. I think that's what you said.
Oh, you
first.
thought that's what it was.
I thought
He was like,
that's
man,
what he
fuck it,
said.
cheat on that
Well,
bitch.
I think that's what he
That's
said.
what you
at
was
first.
probably doing.
But that's different from just like your nigga's cheating and I'm just not gonna tell you.
You're just turning a blind.
Well,
eye.
Yeah, right.
Well,
that is different. Like
That's respect.
yeah, that is. That is.
it's nothing you can do really, and that's why I even
Either
told her.
way,
It's,
either-
I mean, she has no basis to technically not, hate on this shit,
Right.
but you know.
It was funny because it was like I thought you said hype up, which is even funnier. Now it'd be different.
Because that's what
I
I
hope-
think you did. And let's be honest,
Which
one of your
makes it-
homies cheating.
Which I've done that before.
Like I've had
So
homies
that's why
that
it's even
cheat,
funnier.
and it's fun just being around it. It's like it's kind of exhilarating.
It's like, nigga,
you doing that?
Yeah.
She believes that?
Yeah.
She believe that shit.
I know a bitch that likes you. She was just asking me about you.
Yes,
Let me
yes.
tell you about her.
It's so perfect. It's like I'm so close to this. I could
do it.
Yeah, I've definitely
Yeah.
been there. So I'm hoping it was somebody I was.
Hope she don't catch us.
I'm hoping it was somebody I was encouraging, just so I could like remember who the homegirl was.
Man, it was probably one of those things you lived vicariously through him, so you
right.
didn't tell.
It was
like,
just a moment in my life that I didn't even. It wasn't even a moment in my life. It was just something in the moment.
You
know what I'm
probably
saying?
didn't even mean it for her. You like, cheat on that bitch. You cheat on that bitch.
Yeah, nah.
right. Yeah, we got to find out who that is. You got to call her after this.
I'm gonna call her because
Yeah.
anybody that I feel like cheating. I'm not saying you're probably gonna be successful if you can cheat successfully, but nigga,
Successful in life.
yeah, like I feel like it's something connected with cheating on your girl successfully to where she's happy and everything's copacetic, and also being like, I don't know, like some Wolf of Wall Street ass.
I think it
nigga.
depends on
Just
what
to get to the
field.
gap.
I think it depends on what field of success we're talking. Like, I agree with that if you're in a deceptive career path, like sales,
Famous count?
detective, fame. Yeah, like
that just
That counts.
yeah, for sure.
Some
yeah,
people
like-
are really good at finagling their way in and out of situations. And that has a financial reward to it sometimes.
If you
Right,
can
it could.
connect,
If you could use it,
if
yeah,
in your
yeah.
brain
Yeah.
you can like, let me
For
put
sure,
that
yeah.
over there and
For
do this.
sure.
You're the kind of guy that's cunning. You're at least cunning.
But being great at cheating and then coming home and be like a phenomenal husband and father, I don't think those
that's where it
correlate
gets.
100%.
That's
Yeah,
where it
that gets
becomes
cloudy.
psychotic. If you
Yeah,
can do
'cause now-
all of that
now
and still
it-
look
now-
at your girl like, baby, I love you.
yeah,
That's-
And fuck her the same way,
Fuck her the same way.
like it's a wedding night. You're different now. I'm scared of you because now you probably kill people.
Yeah,
A lot of things can be happening.
You definitely
know,
lied to me.
Yeah.
Right,
You
nigga.
definitely. I don't know shit about you. For
Ain't no
real.
penetration
Yeah.
over here, nigga.
Am I
Yeah.
really your best friend?
There's a certain badness you have to be just to prove you're human.
Exactly.
Still, like,
Yeah.
you have to be a certain level of sloppy for me to know you're human. If you're too good at certain things
I get what you're saying.
that are bad, you're like, hold up, nigga. I don't know if is it safe to have you on my side?
Yeah.
Because you're so good. I don't see it coming, and I'm your homie. You know what I'm saying?
So there's a level of being too good at cheating.
There's a level of being too good
where
at grimy shit.
I
in
feel
general.
like if Tony was cheating to the point where it was like that, I would tell him.
know.
I wouldn't know, but if I figured out, I would have to say something.
What would you mean? To me or to my girl?
Well, to you. I wouldn't. It's not her problem.
Just making sure.
This
Make sure this stays between us.
I'm about to say, it's
our
our
issue, nigga.
Like, how dare you bring it to somebody else before me?
Yo, I would be mad as shit.
Oh, man. Yeah, that would be crazy.
I can't believe, even if it was a girl, that like a girl that told my girl what we was doing, I'm like, why would you do that?
The girls that do that, they think, I don't know why they do that.
You think you're better than my girl? That
I think they do it just to give you hell. They know, both of them know they're not going. Well,
it's contextual.
The one that tells your girl, no, she's not going anywhere. So she wants
all
to
the time.
Yeah, normally if you fucking with a bitch, if you have a main and you're fucking with another one, and then the side chick tells the main chick, you know, I've been fucking that nigga. The side chick's not going anywhere.
She has nothing to lose.
She has nothing to lose. She just wants when you leave me now, it's hell. You used to come to me for peace. Now my peace looks even better because I fucked up your home situation.
Sometimes they fuck up the home situation knowing that they're coming to me, because you got to think, you was fucking both of these bitches at the same time. You lose one, what you gonna get rid of your other bitch?
That's not likely.
That's not math.
That's not happening.
Nigga, no, you gonna keep fucking her. So if anything, it was just a ploy. You trying to get the other bitch out the picture.
Pretty much.
Having zero bitches feel good for like a week.
And then you're like,
and
wow,
then
I
it's
have
like,
no bitches.
Damn. It's like
no
bitches. And when no bitches meaning like,
wait, put some context on no bitches.
I mean,
we're talking no bitches and no prospects.
Not meaning, of course, you always have access, Tony. You're a man with 2 legs and 2 arms.
Just
but
making sure you're talking
I'm
about
saying that like having no bitches,
no prospects too.
Having like, hey, you trying to fuck? Not having that, oh man, you'll start to think like, God damn, like
it is pretty bad.
Is
actually.
pussy connected to Menace? I don't know. Next episode of fucking
is it that bad?
I don't know if it's that bad,
Yes.
but it is.
Just not having the ability is
Not
bad.
having not just
like leaving it alone because you choose to leave it alone is different than like
It's
not
very
even
different
having
from
an
not being-
option.
Like if I tried for the next week and couldn't get one,
Well,
That's why
if
it's
you're
important to
trying
develop
and
that.
failing, that's different. But
Yeah,
if
right.
you're just choosing to not,
Then that's
I was about to say,
normal.
I feel like
That's normal.
you
Niggas do
should
that
be able to
sometimes.
do that as a man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
you
niggas
can
do
do
that.
that.
Niggas do that all the
Yeah,
time.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Like,
Just make
nobody wants to fuck me right now. That's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
But that's when you got to get delusional and just that inner elite chopper
Most
confidence.
niggas that'll crush niggas though.
Yeah,
Weak niggas.
And a lot of niggas they would just submit to the devil in the sense that, all right, where's this fat bitch? Not that there's anything
Or
wrong
the
with fat girls.
OnlyFans, because even that's better.
They're just
Even just going to fuck the beluga whale, you know what I mean? There's a little bit of honor in that. This is live
It
pussy
is, especially
still.
if she's pretty. But
Especially if
you-
she's pretty.
Depending on the beluga whale you fuck, like if
Yeah.
she's nasty, like it's like whoa. We can at least all agree on she got a pretty ass face.
Unless we know,
You know what I'm
Have
saying? You know what I'm saying? We can
That's
at
a
least,
minimum.
Yeah, that's a minimum.
Or like her nipples are pierced. Give
who
me
cares?
something,
Who cares
nigga.
how big she is? You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
nah.
It's like she got a pretty face and she got a pretty face. But when you're with the person that's like, I think that person worked at Walmart that didn't do like the one in the hood. Not supposed to be with that one.
but water, you got it's it's crazy because
The
it's a
night
lot of different
shift, too.
caveats. Because what is she doing? You know what I mean? Like
she's stocking. She's stocking. She's not even pretty enough to be on the register. She's stocking groceries because she can lift them pallets.
She's 5'9".
She in
so
the
she's tall enough to reach the shelves and shit.
She's in
God
the-
damn
she's
it.
in the deli.
She's in the freezer, nigga.
She's in the deli.
Not even, no, she's behind the milk crates.
They're hiding her.
She's
They're
in the
hiding her
cold.
from the world. Yeah.
She's putting up those
Then you're
oranges.
down. It makes me think of that nigga, the nigga that be like, if you're down bad, guys. I just hear
It's
his
game.
voice.
It's game.
Scam
very
for sure.
scam-like.
Oh,
Very
scam likely, yeah.
I just hear him because he just be, look, guys, when you're really down bad and you need to get some pussy, it's like, yo.
Have you seen? Because I feel like you would love this nigga. It's game is game. That
no,
nigga.
that sounds hilarious.
That nigga. Oh my god! Just type in "game is game" compilation and we'll just hit it on that. This shit is
Oh my
hilarious.
God.
So this dude, right? Brief
Oh, I know
brief
this nigga.
history.
I know this
He
nigga.
literally, everybody
I know.
thought he was dead last
faked
week.
his death.
No, he was in jail.
Oh, that's what it was?
One of his moderators was like, I thought this would be funny, so I just said he was dead. He was dead.
Got you.
He came back.
to jail unannounced, you're dead.
This nigga,
Pretty much, yeah.
You're dead because
pretty much.
nobody's like,
especially
because
he's like a TikTok live nigga. So he's
Yeah.
like, we're used to seeing you 7 days a week, 12 hours a day type shit.
He's also
he's hilarious. I know exactly.
But
who
Lauren,
he is.
click on it. He's also a severe drug addict. He
He's
goes
fucked
on
up.
live and he'll be like, "Hey guys, we got some I don't know, it's just wrapped in foil, but we don't do it. We gonna fuck with it."
Oh yeah, okay.
What's
That
his
sounds about
substance of
right.
choice?
Can we say
Fenty.
Fenty?
Yeah.
It's Fenty, dog food,
he don't give a fuck.
Zans. And he's done all of these in a
Is
row.
he really doing them, or is this a troll?
Some niggas really be about that life, bro.
I know, but
Which is crazy.
Some
No,
niggas,
Tony.
especially now, like they'll
Yeah.
just get on here and say a bunch of shit.
He's like, guys, I'm back. I got my straw. I got my foil. Game is game.
Damn.
Like some real
okay.
shit. But this is this.
Oh, look at his fingers. It's true. It's true. I didn't see that before.
That shit is game.
The best cities to find bitches. Well, Eugene, Oregon. If you're the type that like to sit at home and play video games and smoke all day, go to Oregon and get you a hippie bitch with hairy legs and dreadlocks. Or Charleston, South Carolina. These bitches are religious and nasty. They'll suck your dick with their church clothes on. Or Houston, Texas. These bitches will make you want to risk it all. If you know, you know. If not, ask Deshaun Watson. Or Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the only place where you can go this Friday, meet a bitch on Saturday, and marry that hoe by Sunday. Or Provo, Utah. Or it's got more religious bitches than any other city per capita, but they pussy stink because they wear sacred undergarments. Or any city in West Virginia. You just need to have something in common with these bitches, like DNA. Or El Paso, Texas.
That was funny.
Tell the cartel exactly what you want and they'll have that bitch delivered. Game is game. Why, bitches should shut the fuck up. Listen, bitch, if you out here looking for a man with a good hairline or a man who ain't balding, but you wearing weaves, wigs, or extensions, shut up, bitch. If you are self-conscious about your weight, but you looking for a man who's in shape, shut up, bitch. If you are below average height for a woman, but you're looking for a man who's tall so you can fuck up his gene pool, shut up, bitch. If you are a dog mom, and you out here looking for a dog dad, and you expect some man to be happy about coming over to pick up somebody else's dog shit, shut up, bitch. If you one of these single moms with a pet, with a full-time job, probably in school, and you expect the man to be dedicated to just you, shut up, bitch. 60% of you women don't even like the way your own self look when you butt-ass naked. So if you look better with the lights off, you should probably just shut up, bitch. Game is game.
I love this nigga.
You know why you ain't getting no
I don't
pussy?
believe the junkie though. I don't know.
He looks really healthy to be.
He looks really fucking healthy
Lauren,
to be on the drugs that you said.
Type in game is game, drugs. Let's just see if
Like
we
he has
can
a lot
find
of
it.
muscle mass. You know
You know
what
what I
I'm saying?
mean? Like,
Oh my God, this is the video. Click on it.
I'm a mess of a person. I'm a mess of a person. I don't do right in life, bro. I'm a cheater. I'm bad. Like, I'm trying to do right. I want to find the right one. And I want to do right. I want to find love, chat. I do. I swear to God, I do. I want to love me a you know?
Y'all know we tried. You messed for the first time. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. It's a damn good. Alright? It is a damn good fuck. Don't try that shit. Alright? Do not fucking try it. It is probably the best feeling I've ever felt in my entire life. Alright? I was on top of the fucking world. I'm not gonna even lie. And maybe after I got off the stream with y'all, I think I took it at 2 in the morning. Around 4:30, 5 o'clock. It just, bruh, I don't know. I just transformed. Like, I transformed, bro. I transformed like a fuck. Like, it was, I couldn't feel cold. I couldn't feel hot. My stayed hard. I ain't have no pain. I ain't have no hunger. I ain't need to go to the bathroom. It was some superhuman shit, all right? Some superhuman shit. For example, just imagine your life is just complete shit, and you struggling, you know, with all the shit that's going on and stuff, and then somebody offer you a substance, bro, that make all them problems go away. I mean, every goddamn problem in the fucking world that you have.
Yeah, no, he's a junkie.
That's what it does.
This is real.
It's not forever. It's only for a few hours. They don't help you fix them problems. Actually, it make the shit worse. Bad Rudies, I appreciate that. Day 3 of baddies. Sure, we got somebody coming over here right now.
Hey, and that's what pussy does. It just lines up the mood.
I think he definitely used to be on drugs.
Dog, he's on drugs, dog.
And you think he's still maintaining his life? I'm not saying it's impossible because I know that is like a misconception where if you on hard drugs, you're gonna be homeless and on the street. Like, there's plenty of niggas functioning.
Nigga, we're in the music
But this
scene.
nigga's doing extremely well.
The people that we are around are doing hard drugs.
I ain't seen nobody on no crack though.
Yeah, I'll tell you a story, nigga.
Crack? I know. I've seen the.
Oh, I
coke.
have to fill you in.
You say crack like, come on, crack,
heroin, dog food.
It's an easy drug, but like, is coke legal?
Yeah.
White girl,
No,
white
no,
girl
legal.
is a lot more
White girl
accessible.
it's
and
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
And I'm gonna be real. Even when like I wouldn't call Molly a hard drug or ecstasy a hard drug,
It's a
but
hard
when
drug.
it was when it was happening, I'll say when it was happening, when nigga Gucci was rapping about rolling and shit like that, they damn sure weren't talking about it like it was a hard drug. And then, but after like a year or two, them niggas look real
The
different.
way they
And
were
you're
using
like,
it.
You know what? That was a hard drug that they were on. It seemed casual at the time, and it just seemed like some shit niggas were doing. But after a year, you're fucked
It's
up. bro.
ironic, like
You fucked
dopamine
up.
makes you happy, but it ends up making you look sad. Ecstasy and Molly.
Yeah. So I think
It's
that
a
happens a lot of
payoff.
the times where it's like when it's something new or something's popping right now, it don't feel like it because it's so cool and acceptable. But after you see that nigga on it for a couple years or a year or even 6 months, you're like, damn, nigga, you look terrible.
And Molly and ecstasy, like, it's one I've never took it.
Me neither.
Like,
I'm too scared. I'm pussy.
Especially nowadays with the whole like
The fent thing.
The fent. Now, it really all depends. If I get handed it by somebody I respect, it's like, hey man, it's like there's some good Molly.
Right.
Like, good Molly.
Right.
It's good Molly. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't try coke though, but yeah. Shout out to everybody that left the office hours. Guys, we did good. I think we could do a little bit better. How y'all feel about that? We could do a little bit better.
It was light this week.
It was light. It was about 5 office hours.
But it's beef. I want all the classmates to get on this new nigga, initiate him into the office hours.
I don't think we should do that.
Okay.
I don't think we should do that.
I
'Cause
think y'all
that's
should
like
jump-
sending all the hound dogs on.
think you should- I think
Especially
y'all
when
should-
Carr get up in that motherfucker.
It'd be too easy.
Yeah, it would be too
because they
easy.
had too much infighting. If we give them a common goal,
And didn't he
I
ask
want to
us?
see them band together. They were beefing for so long, for like 2-3 weeks. I want to see him. But I want to see this nigga fight. You getting
You're
jumped
sick.
in, nigga.
actually, no.
I want to see
Because
what he
leak
can do.
is important, but he can't be too powerful. There has to be something
Yes.
to keep him honest.
If Leak controlled all of them,
it would be terrible.
it would be havoc.
It would be a
nigga.
day. Have you seen?
I wouldn't say. Well, I'm not saying Leak is the ruler of them, and
That's what is slowly forming. Which is why we had to nip this shit in the bud now. We had to give him opposition.
And you know how many people are mad at just that statement? A. Brown, Carl, Nutso,
That
if he
shit-
cares.
If he's even awake.
Yeah, if he's awake.
I think y'all should get this new nigga. That's what I think.
The new nigga was asking us how to respectfully respond to us,
Literally,
though.
nigga.
That's so fucked up. That's so like that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you respectfully talk to y'all and get to know y'all?
The
Like,
nigga literally put jump cuts in his fucking office hours, dog.
Yeah, he put effort.
Yeah, he did.
And you want them? You gonna sick the hounds on them?
to the new nigga that's watching.
I want to see him bob and weave. Goddamn it.
To, hey,
You wanna see him tap dance, nigga?
to the new nigga watching. Good luck.
He has smoke.
Um,
He has. All I'm saying is he has smoke for Leak. That's all I'm saying.
I want to see Nutso
Leak
go at
makes
it.
it easy.
Hey,
And Leak, we did tell you about the whole show your face thing. You got to fix that. You know what I mean?
maybe he didn't drop one because he gonna get a haircut. Now you can't get a haircut. Honestly,
I don't know what a barber could do with this.
Leak don't get haircuts. But we love y'all. Shout out to Leak, Nutso. Y'all the best. Keep doing what y'all do best. Like the video. Subscribe. Make sure you check out that Patreon. It's only $5 and it's $5 for now because next year's coming fast. Jay Nobles.
Eddie Murphy.
AJ the Menace.
White man behind the boards.
Yep.
Hey, Mac in the building.
Still
Who's
me.
that?
We.